Welcome to GOAT James Kingdom, where basketball lives forever. Here in GOAT James Kingdom, we attack the GOAT debate head on, where we challenge all Michael Jordan fans and all LeBron detractors to who is the GOAT of basketball. You can catch us every Sunday noon Eastern Time, right here on the GOAT James Kingdom channel, for the GOAT James Kingdom show with B. Lee and Ajani. Also, we go live Friday nights with the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer, where you catch special shows and content as a GOAT James Kingdom follower and subscriber. Also, check out the GOAT James Kingdom membership, where you can get exclusive content.
Back in the day, NBC had the throne. Jordan flying high, that round ball rock tone. Magic Mike, the Sunday lights. History was made. That peacock flashing gold like the shots he laid. Now the crown rotate, time to stream and shine. D-Wade on prime, talking heat check time. From broadcast towers to that Amazon zone. The league went digital, whole vibe grown. ESPN holding down what TNT built. Shaq, Chuck, Ernie, Kenny still tilt. Legends in the booth, keep the banter tight. That inside energy still running the night. GOAT James Kingdom, dissect plays. LeBron on top, new deals at the gate. Old school to new school, the torch still lit. From NBC to Prime, the game won't quit. They said the crown was settled, but we came to rewrite. B. Lee with the blueprint, Ajani bringing the fight. LeBron with the vision, no gimmicks, just facts. GOAT James Kingdom put the whole game on his back. Built like a fortress from the haters we fed. Ajani with the flame while B. Lee stay ahead. Dropping Olympic gold in 40-point nights. 2012 done, had the world in fright. Skip the nostalgia, we talking data and war. Got receipts for the lies y'all been praising before. From Cleveland to Miami to the Lake Show Rise, finals MVPs rain down from the sky. This ain't opinion, this verses got math. When B. Lee speak numbers and Ajani bring wrath. We got songs for the truth, hooks for the pain. Every bar built to echo LeBron's reign. Paul's Wayne. Oh, boom. Wait, April? Let's get it. Ha, ha.
Peace and blessings, y'all. Welcome to the GOAT James Kingdom show with B. Lee and Ajani. As y'all know, we go live every Sunday noon Eastern time right here on the GOAT James Kingdom channel. Also going live on FYF Sports Debate, the Real Takes Over Fake Debates channel. So shout out to the brothers over there as they're allowing us to collab with them. And as you can see, we are the best to do it when we talking about basketball and the NBA. So welcome to another great show on another great Sunday afternoon. I'm Ajani the Exposer, ready to have a lot of fun with you. I got my partner B. Lee in the building. What's good, Brandon?
What is good, everybody?
All right, and y'all know who King John is, and we got a special guest today, which is Juan Boy, which is really not that much of a special guest, but today it is a special show for Juan Boy, as later on today we will be giving you your flowers, sir. Thank you for joining us here again. But what's good, fellas?
What's good? What's good?
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
All right.
Appreciate
Oh yeah, indeed, man. We appreciate your support, brother. We appreciate your support, man. Again, we appreciate everybody's support. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's give a few GJK members some shout outs. Peace to Marcus in the building. Peace and blessings. Thank you for joining us as well on a great Sunday afternoon. We got Twin Man in the building. Twin Man made an appearance on TikTok last night. Shout out to Twin Man. who's setting the record straight with all the Zesty Jeffries everywhere. And peace and blessings to OG Takes. And again, there's a few other guys here in the comments already. It's early Sunday. It was a crazy weekend.
Mm.
It was a crazy week to the NBA. Today's show, we're going to be discussing the coverage of the NBA because we know NBC is now covering the NBA. This is new coverage. TNT is no longer covering the NBA, although the Inside NBA is going to ESPN to do it with them. So ESPN, ABC, and TNT are kind of collab together. They need to because they're all Zesty Jeffries anyways. Just stay over there. No one wants to watch them. But we got the NBC and Amazon Prime now has stepped up to the forefront as far as the coverage of the NBA. And we got the NBC Peacock games on Tuesday to start the NBA. And then on Friday night, we had got some Amazon games. And I want to basically start off with you, Brandon. Did you get a chance to watch either one of the coverages? And what did you think of the coverages of the game? Did you notice any differences or is it still the same?
You know, for me, I only want to watch the game. I don't really want to listen to what they got to say. They have ruined a lot of things for me over the years with their bad takes. So I just want to watch the game, and having more platforms that's more accessible to watch it is better for me as well because TNT, TNT is kind of hard to watch. So you need to get YouTube TV and all this other stuff. So I got to figure out if I still need my YouTube TV because that's not cheap. So I know it's on Peacock, Prime, and ESPN. So I got to figure out how I could lower my sports bill. That's all that is. That's all I care about is lowering my sports bill.
for you, for YouTube as an NBA fan, it would be for the ESPN games because that's going to be available on cable. Because that's the only way to watch ESPN games. Because even if you sign up for ESPN,
there's other things like Sling.
No,
TV
I know. Yeah, obviously, that
Yeah.
that I know. But I'm just saying that would be the only reason to have the YouTube for cable purposes to watch ESPN. But like you said, there's other forms of getting ESPN without cable. So So I mean, again, I for me, I never really watched the pregame show because, like you said, it was never really nothing. They gave you nothing. I usually just watch NBA TV because they would give you more of a breakdown of what's going on than anybody. But I like what Prime did. And I think Prime, with the guys that they got, with having the Dirk Nowinskis, the Steve Nash, who was a former coach, to have Udonis Haslam there, like these guys are going to be really good. Blake Griffin. You know what I mean? Like I think, and then they have Stan Van Gundy and part. Like they have I think they're going to be really, really good. Even though I think NBC has a good lineup too, because I don't think Carmelo Anthony, Vince Carter, and Tracy McGrady are going to talk negative about today's game. They're going to really be breaking the game down to us. But they had some technical difficulties. There was a point in time Tracy McGrady was talking in the mic, and you couldn't hear what he was saying. It was like a static, and he had to switch mics with Vince Carter. Yeah.
I mean, it happens. I think one of the main things one of the main things I like is when I'm watching the game and you have Mark Jackson and Steve Van Gundy on. We haven't had that. So
Jeff Van Gundy.
Jeff. Yeah, Jeff. Not
Jeff Van Gundy.
Steve do it sometime, but Jeff. I want them to bring those two back together. I know ESPN let them go. So I don't know. Maybe. Because the pregame show, I don't really pay attention to it because I'm just cutting the game on. I do like to watch the postgame interviews, which doesn't really have much to do with the postgame. I do watch some of it, like the Lakers postgame show with James Worthy. So I don't know. I just have the season just started. I haven't really paid too much attention to them yet, basically.
Okay. All right. So let's go with you, John. What do you think, John, about the coverage and what did you know?
First, I want to tell D. Lee, Swing is a little cheaper, just so you know. To help you out.
Yeah, it is. It's half price.
Yeah,
it's half the price.
But the one thing about Sling is a little delay in it. If you're on the phone with somebody, you watching the game on Sling and they watching on whatever they watching on, you can notice a delay in it. It's noticeable delay too. So, but it's still there. But what I liked about this season to start off with, that it seemed like something fresh, and I feel like they should have left inside the NBA somewhere it was. I feel like, hey, it's a new era now, and that's what it felt like. What the game felt like. Listen to some of the fans, listen to some of the people talk. Felt like a new season, Wemby really showed out coming out. and it just seemed like it's fresh. And to bring inside the NBA in here, I didn't like it. It just seemed like we want to go with the old. We still want to bring the old with the new. And I think it's a new era of basketball. I think we should have left inside the NBA where it was, and I would have been cool. But besides that, I love the fresh outlook. I think that it's, you got a new era of young basketball players really showing themselves out, and I just wish we could have left inside the NBA where it was, and I would have been cool with that. So besides
Yeah.
that, I love the start.
Yeah. Hey, John, your mic sound like you're far away. It does sound muffled.
Yeah,
You sound very low.
I'm gonna fix it.
Okay, okay. All right. So let's get to you, Juan Boy. You know, we all know Juan Boy loves the film. So Juan Boy was watching. Juan Boy, what did you think of the new coverage of the NBA networks, and which one did you like the most?
Um, you got Kevin, you had Kevin Harlan back out there. You had Dwayne Wade and Candace Parker out there now. So you get a little bit more of a real player standpoint. I think they did a very great job. I think they did a very great job calling the game the other night. But like you said, I think it would be a lot better if we take that route or get some of the real talking heads back. Like with the Jeff, like he was John was saying with the Jeff Van Gundy and the Mark Jackson, because those guys, not only did they keep us entertained, they kept us engaged, because they
Mhm.
with former Mark Jackson being a former player and the coach, and Jeff Van Gundy being the coach. We get the game from the real basketball minds, and I think that's the direction they need to go for. And as far as them guys, they could keep earning. They have to get rid of Shaq, Kenny, and Chuck. Their time
Oh,
is up.
Chuck said he don't watch the games anyway. So
Yeah, that's like the main point. Like there's 30 teams, and he just seemed to be honing all of his focus in on LeBron.
No, that's
I'm
crazy.
just
That's
focused
hilarious.
on why the Lakers are not good. That's all.
Yeah, he's just talking because he got a mic at this point.
Yeah. Hey, John, you got a bad echo now on your mic, John.
Okay, it came. Okay.
No, it's an echo though. You got an
Yeah.
echo now. You got a feedback. You got a feedback now. So, um, but I was gonna ask you about that because I didn't get a chance to listen to because it's Reggie Miller and Jamal Crawford. I'm quite sure they have other guys, and I'm just gonna use two people because they're gonna have several games to do so. But I do remember the first game was Reggie Miller and Jamal Crawford. Did you watch that game? And obviously, Brandon, did you see anything from Dwayne Wade and Candace Parker that you like? Because you said you watched the game. I got a chance to watch it, but I didn't have the volume up because we
Mhm.
was actually doing the live stream on it, so I couldn't hear them and what they were saying. Did you like how they were calling the game as the color
I
analyst?
mean, I heard them a lot of times. Like they are good calling the games. Like I like both of them calling games. They're not biased. They're not like shacking them. Like I understand why they brought them over because that's the highest rating post game show, pre-game show. Like they have to bring them over. People love them. So but I just don't like listening to them. Others love listening to him. I don't like listening to him. So, I do like Candace Parker. She knows the game. Dwayne Wade, he's one of the non-biased NBA players. Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady. We all heard them before, so we all know how good they are. But like we said, like I do miss Mark Jackson and and Jeff and Gunn because they were the best. They were definitely the best.
Yeah,
So
they were entertaining and
Reggie,
they really broke the
yeah,
game down. They were very entertaining.
yeah.
So
I mean, I don't know why Reggie's still on there. He's the worst. Like, get rid of Reggie Miller. I'm so tired of listening to him. I don't want to listen
You,
to Reggie Miller. It's
you
been
don't like
what
Reggie?
15 years.
You don't
I
like
don't like
Reggie?
listening to a word Reggie Miller says.
What?
I
Nah,
don't
Reggie.
know.
I think
One
Reggie's
word,
one of the
not
best.
one word.
But he
Reggie's up
comes on.
there.
I want to mute the game when I just want to mute it. I want to listen to him.
So
yeah.
when somebody get ducked on, you don't like the click clack. Here goes your Kodak moment. Let Reggie
I
was
don't want to hear nothing that
commentating.
Vince. I mean, I don't
Reg,
want to hear nothing that
Reg,
Reggie Miller has to
Reggie
say.
Reggie was Reggie was commentating when Wiggins dumped on Luca. Reggie is like one of the best guys Man, oh man,
Nah,
Reggie.
he sucks.
That's
I
I'm
that's
love
jumping
what I
out,
was
Reggie.
Reggie.
talking
Reggie
about. I
talks
feel
the
like we
game,
should
bro.
let the old where it was. I feel like we had a new
Mm-mm.
era. We had a chance to bring in some new people talking basketball,
Reggie's
and I feel like
biased.
we should have left it. Yes, he
You
is.
think
Very biased.
Yeah, Reggie is biased. I think out of all people we would
Very
expect to be
biased.
biased, it's going to be Reggie. But but Reggie's also he's also fake and phony. So I think being around those other guys, he'll probably fall in suit. When he'll get around Shaq and them, he'll be like the old school dude. But when he get
yeah, I
around the
got
Vince
yeah, you're
Carters, the
right.
Tracy McGrady's, the Carmelo Anthony's, I think he'll get punked by them and just like try to get along with them, fit in with them. You see what I'm trying to say?
Oh,
So
did
that's
I
what
hear
I think.
Chris Webber back? Is Chris Webber back?
I don't think Chris Webber wants to be in the
No,
light like
I
that,
haven't
bro.
seen
I don't
Chris
think he
Webber.
wants to be in the light
Yeah,
like that, bro.
yeah. I think Chris Webber is still
He
on
was
his
great.
hiatus.
I like Chris. I like Chris Webber up there,
Yeah.
though,
No,
man.
I mean,
Chris
Yeah,
Webber was
he's
yeah,
good.
good.
Yeah,
Chris
I like
Webber's
Chris
good.
Webber too.
Yeah, but I think again, I like all the coverages of both platforms. Like I said, I still think NBC's going to do a good job selling the game. They already did a good job selling it to the Zesty Jeffries, which is very important because they're the casuals that will
That's why we got
watch.
the inside sports for them.
Yeah, they're the
We got the
casuals
inside
that'll
sports for them.
watch. Yeah,
They they has only watched that.
but I like what Prime did, and obviously we all know I got a big crush on Taylor Rooks. That is she's the best pretty girl on all of these channels they're showing. That's something special. But I just found out she's married, so I got to now calm my nerves. But I
What's
like
your
how
name?
they, huh?
What about what's the name? What's the shorty on Cam's show? But she's not as I don't think she's as dug in yet.
What you
As
talking about?
Taylor.
Cameron show?
Yeah,
That's
shorty
not a
from.
basketball show.
I mean, it's a sports show.
That ain't a sports show. It's a nigga-fied show. All them niggas do is giggle and laugh all day long. Them niggas all they do is giggle and laugh all day long. Man, don't hear that shit, man. Nobody care what Cam and Mace got to say about sports. Hey, get out of here with that, man. But what I do like, yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That's
Niggas always giggling and showing their teeth, man. Always giggling and laughing,
Yeah,
man.
showing their
Stop
veneers
hating
off.
on Cam.
Yeah,
Like that's one of our favorite clips. That's one of our favorite
that
clips.
definitely is.
Stop hating on Cam.
But I
Yeah,
tell you what,
that's my guy.
yeah, this is one of my favorite clips with one of my guys, Udonis Haslam, from this week's NBA coverage.
We've seen some things Jalen Brunson can do defensively to help them get there.
Yeah, when you talk about championships, defense first. So Jalen Brunson's the guy they like to target on the other end. We call this the pre-switch. This is combat defenses that try to target him, get him in foul trouble, and expose him. So now we have to be the Knicks players. I'll be OG. This is Bridges. Dirk, you'll be Cat. And Steve.
Let's go.
Brunson. Ball is up top. We got guys on the wings. We got guys in the corner. So first things first here is the trust is important. You see Bridges and you see OG, we're shrinking the elbows. Most of the time, the guy at the top, that's going to be the best ball handler or the best scorer on the team. So we have to shrink these elbows and make sure he doesn't see open elbows. The trust and the communication comes from these guys on the back row. They have to be the eyes for us. They have to see everything. We have to trust that they're calling everything out. So right now we see them. Brunson man is going to come up and set the screen right here. Brunson has to be communicating with
pre-switch, OG.
Pre-switch as OG comes
stay
up
high.
now. I'm the man taking the guy setting the screen. I'm the best defender or the second best defender because you have Bridges, you have other guys on this team that can guard. But now we eliminate this trigger because we have one of our best defenders on the ball. We've protected Jalen Brunson. We've allowed him to keep his energy and save himself so when he gets down there on offense. This is something that I've seen Steph Curry do a lot. It's great for him and other guys that are getting targeted that are the best player offensively.
Absolutely. And
That's something that we were not used to seeing. Kenny running to the board wasn't doing nothing like that for a show. So shout out to Udonis for helping us understand how teams try to make sure their weak link on defense is not targeted play after play, possession after possession. And there's probably other ways of doing it because I saw a video of the guy Hugo Black, which I'm going to try to see if we can get him on for the Flowers, John, who broke down how they showed a play where Luka Doncic got Stephen Curry one-on-one, and he posted him up and got that little mid-range on the nail on Stephen Curry. And the next play, Draymond Green was telling him, okay, we're going to switch it up so they don't target you. And they found a way to switch it up, and they couldn't get Stephen Curry on that targeted isolation that they were trying to do. And eventually they stopped the possession because the Lakers took too long trying to keep switching to get Stephen Curry onto Luka. So again, that's a great aspect of the game that as basketball fans we're not used to. You know what I'm saying? As funny as Kenny and Shaq and Barkley are and entertaining as they are, they don't really break the game down to us. They don't explain the game to us. And we already know Michael Jordan's not going to break the game down to us because he didn't do nothing during his segment. So that's what I like. I like to see that aspect of it. Hopefully NBC does something like that. But I don't think TNT's going to do nothing like that. I think it's still the
Well,
same story.
TNT always try to break down plays though.
They try to, but they don't do a good job. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they do. He just tells you what's happening. He's like, so he goes over here and watch how he does, but he doesn't explain what the strategy is. What Udonis Haslam did was this is the strategy, and you heard him say that the back line is the communication for the defense. Like I always tell you, the defensive anchor is the guy who's at the furthest in the back of the defense because they can see everything. So like he said, if they're communicating and Brunson tells them, yo, pre-switch, which is what you heard Steve Nash say, hey, we switched this because they're sending my guy to go get a screen. Then they can counteract what the offense is trying to do to get Brunson on a Cade Cunningham or Brunson on a Luka, you know what I'm saying, or Brunson on whoever, on a Kevin Durant, just to get that isolation. So we didn't never get that aspect of how teams use the target and how to counteract the target. So I think that's great. I think they're going to do a lot more of that, being on the basketball court. I like that. The NBA TV used to do that a lot.
They did.
Yeah. And they still do. But I don't know who on NBA TV now because they stole a lot of the NBA TV guys like Jamal Crawford. They stole a lot of them, Dale Curry. A lot of the guys who used to be on NBA TV are now on Prime or NBC now.
That makes sense. They probably pay them more.
Yeah, exactly. No, Prime is doing a good job, man. And NBC too, everything. I like it all. I mean, I'm excited. I can't wait to watch more Prime games and Peacock games.
I like Prime. You know, Prime is cheap to have. You know, you get free shipping and you can watch sports. I mean, what
And
else you
movies.
need?
They have movies and shows and everything.
They have everything.
Yeah.
No
They have
lie,
everything.
no lie.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah,
Now
no
again,
lie.
is it expensive? Okay, you get Amazon Prime, like it's about $15 to $20 a month, or you can pay for the year, whichever way you want to do it, right? Which is something you can use beyond the NBA. There's the League Pass, which you should be paying anyways. That's like $150 for the 6 months that the league has it for. So that's like what, $30 a month, $35 a month, around there, like $30 a month, right? And then you have Peacock,
It's
which is like
$16 a month.
Yeah, and then you got Peacock, that's like $15 a month. So all together,
No.
you're running.
Peacock is cheap. Peacock is like $8 and you could
I'm
add on
finna
to
say
Amazon.
I'm gonna say
Yeah, you can actually add on to Amazon.
That's what I'm saying.
And
I got
Every
the,
amount you
and
can
just like
add
what
on.
Brandon
Like you
said.
can get everything. Yeah.
On
You
Prime.
get everything on there.
Right on Prime. If you
Peacock
got
is
Prime,
actually
you can sign up for the League Pass and Peacock all on Prime, and you can watch all the stuff that's on Peacock or on Prime right on your or on the League Pass on your Prime account. And it's still attached. If you wanted to go to Peacock, you just got to use your Prime login to go to Peacock and watch something on Peacock or on the League Pass. So you can do it either way. So it's not that expensive. It's like $60 a month to without.
I don't even think it's that. I don't even think it's that.
And
Yeah,
from my
it's pretty cheap.
understanding, the NFL package is like $350 for $400 for the
NFL is a lot. NFL is a lot, but
and
you
you only
know,
get games on Sundays. You only get games on Sundays. That's it.
yeah, it's a lot. But then again, if you like someone like John, you could just watch it, you know, on like your local stuff. Or you know, if you're a Chiefs fan play on TV every day. So I mean, all the time, all the games. I don't have to search for nothing. You know, they got the best player in the league, the best team. So I don't have to worry about the league pass.
Yeah, we know who lead the NFC Central. I mean, but yeah, so we talking about basketball. So, but yeah, I mean, hey, as far as just basketball, I love how the season started. Basketball's been great, and hey, I found out a lot of people miss basketball this summer. A lot of people just paying attention to social media, talking to a couple of my friends. I think a lot of people miss the NBA. The NBA. I want everybody to hear what I'm saying. The NBA. I think a lot of people miss basketball, and I think we got a new set of fans right now, and there's a lot of communication that can go on with basketball right now. And I think it's going to be a great season. So I hope everybody's watching, and we got a lot to talk about this basketball season. A lot.
Yeah.
So Brandon, I didn't get a chance to talk to you about this. What did you think of Michael Jordan's segment on NBC?
I mean, it was just an interview. It wasn't really much about sports. So, people love it. You look at the comments from all the Jordan fans. They're happy about it, and we just knew what was going to be on anyway. I mean, Jordan just.
So wait
I
a
don't
minute.
know what people expect from Jordan. I
That's
don't
no, but
know what people
that's what
expect
I'm
from
saying. So
Jordan.
was I stupid to think that Michael Jordan was actually going to talk about today's NBA?
I mean, you was saying this for months, so I mean,
What
I
that?
don't know what people expect that he wasn't going to talk about nothing. So you've been saying it for months,
What that he
and
wasn't
he
going to
didn't
say
really talk
nothing?
about nothing.
I
Yeah,
could
of
have. I
anything
mean,
relevant about today's NBA.
I didn't think he was going to hate on today's NBA, but I didn't think he was not going to not talk about it. Like I didn't think he was going to do what Zesty Jeffries thought, that he was going to come in and say these guys, they're just playing the game bad. You know what I mean? Like it's not what I like. I don't like to watch. I thought he was going to say, hey, I thought he was going to find a way to attach himself to whatever was great, like his fans do.
I think people expected him to be like what Kobe used to do when he used to have his little segment dissecting the game.
The detail. No, I
I,
didn't expect that. No, that
yeah,
I
I,
didn't
I
expect from
think no.
Jordan.
I'm just
That's what
saying. I
Gilbert
think
Arenas
that's what people
expected. Yeah,
expected.
yeah,
That's what people expected. Like he
yeah.
was going to be prepared to have this tape, and he was just prepared to just sit on the couch and answer
With no
questions.
socks. With no socks. With no socks. Yo, Jordan be
But
having straight fashion violations left and right in every picture or post he's in.
Oh
He's
my
never. Yo,
God.
oh my god, bro.
His jean game used to be crazy. It's just like
Horrible.
really this blue jeans
Horrible.
like
He got to be the worst dressed athlete in sports history, man.
outside of his suit.
I guess, I guess 40 years ago that was cool.
No,
Yeah,
but
man.
I didn't know what to expect from Jordan and the video of him shooting that free throw. I think they had already had that
Yeah,
set. I was
that was
about it.
Yeah,
pre-recorded.
that
Yeah,
was pre-recorded for sure. That was trust me, that was
Well,
recorded
that
with
was kind of
Jordan's
weird.
complete
That's kind
consent.
of weird.
Yeah, yeah, that was
Kind of
recorded for
weird.
Jordan's complete consent for sure, definitely.
yes. Hey,
Yeah,
you can't say nothing or do nothing with Jordan's name on it without him approving it in advance.
I mean, we saw a kid say hi to him. He blew up at him, talking about turn that shit off. Don't be recording me.
the Lakers
So
play tonight again. I didn't know that.
I guess we could call
Yeah, they
that the
play.
last. I guess we could call that clip the last free throw,
Hey, I just all I know is we did our top tens before the season start, and my top 10 list is looking pretty good so far. I just want y'all to know that my top 10 list looking great right now, and
Yeah,
What what's that?
I
What
think your
list is
eight
that?
was my nine, and my nine was your eight.
yeah, I just remember. I mean, I have it. I mean, if you want me to remind you, I have it right here set
Yeah,
up. I
me and
mean,
you had like the same
Nah,
top 10, but
son.
eight and nine
Nah,
Yeah.
was
son. I don't
interchangeable.
remember that, son. I don't
yeah,
remember
I
your
know
top
you
10
know
list.
because you
Nah,
had
son.
you had Brunson. And, no, that wasn't you. You had Brunson,
I did have
Spider,
Brunson. I
Yeah,
had
you had Cat.
Yeah,
Carl
he did.
Anthony Towns. I had Jalen Brunson, Carl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brown, Donovan Mitchell.
Cat.
Yeah, they
Joker,
all ballers. What you mean?
Joker.
Their team is 2-0. The Knicks is 2-0. They're about to be 2-1 today after we beat on them.
Cat ain't even played yet. Has he?
He played. Yeah, he's played.
Yeah, Cat played the first game too. They
Cat's
had a
played.
nice all around first game too.
Yeah, he's balling. What you mean? I
Well,
mean,
why you didn't have Wemby in your top 10?
because he didn't play 60 games last year.
Okay, but we talking about this season. I mean,
Yeah, we
Wemby,
don't know
He
what this
didn't have
season's gonna
Luca.
bring.
He didn't have Luca
Or
in his
Luca.
top 10 either.
Luca didn't
So
play 60 games neither though. That's
he,
why. That's all.
he
yeah,
had Luke either.
yeah. He didn't
And
have John
Durant,
Morant. He's a top 10 player.
Who?
Durant and Steph looking
Not
real
Morant.
good. Durant
Who?
and Steph looking real good right now.
Durant. Aren't they 0-2 over there?
I said them. Did I say Houston? You didn't hear me say
Yeah.
Houston. You said
You said.
Durant.
I thought you said Durant. You said Durant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I said Durant. I didn't say Houston. I said
Yeah, okay,
Durant.
Durant. Yeah, Durant looked nice. He hit 37 points the other night in the loss. Great job for Kevin Durant. We
K,
know he can
K,
score. We
K
know he can
looking
score.
good. K looking
I
good.
told y'all Golden State were going to be a good team. I don't know what y'all talking about. It's not because of Stephen Curry.
They got blown out.
It was
But
because
Jimmy
of
Butler,
Draymond.
Jimmy Butler's balling right now. You talking about that?
Oh,
Jimmy's balling.
The only thing I give you so far is that y'all number one is looking better than my number one so far. Because SGA is coming out like I was supposed to be MVP this last year. So
Oh yeah, for all you Knicks fans that want to watch the game, we're gonna watch the game at 6 p.m. We're gonna do it in the members lobby. We're gonna watch the game. It's gonna be available. The game will be up. Obviously, it's not gonna be recorded or live because it's gonna be the actual game. And my wife's gonna be beside me. We're gonna be watching the game together right here on the GJK members lobby. So if you're a GOAT James Kingdom member, be aware for the link. We're gonna put the link up like around 5:45 because the game starts at 6. And then the lobby will open up at 6 p.m. promptly, and we'll be watching the game, man. We'll have fun right here on GOAT James Kingdom, man. But we watch basketball. Where basketball lives forever. We don't watch Chicago Bulls games. Just to let you know that, John. We don't watch that. With those, we don't watch. Those we not
I
watching.
mean, you sound like y'all hate winning basketball. I mean, as in Miami,
Did y'all win last night for real? I can't believe y'all won last night. Y'all actually beat Orlando.
What you mean you can't believe we won?
Y'all got the what's it called over there, man? Y'all got the PDF over there.
As a fan from Chicago,
Y'all
we
got
know
the
it's
giddy ditty.
in championships. I mean, we got it from OKC. We borrowed them, okay, and then re-signed them. So I mean, I get it.
I mean,
I think he's a good. I think he's a pretty good player.
No, he a really good player. He a
Yeah,
really
I think
good
he's
player.
a good player though.
She was
I
16.
mean,
He plays Billy. He plays a lot more bully ball than somebody. He like Josh
well,
Giddy
that's the
definitely.
dude the damn Lakers couldn't guard last year. Apparently,
I
he was
could
like the
not guard
offensive
him at
too much
all.
ball.
Him and
I think he had
Brusellus.
triple doubles in both games. I think he had triple doubles in both games, but at least at one I know for a fact. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but the Bulls, yeah, their athleticism and speed gave the Lakers a lot of problems last year. You know, Kobe White been playing like that from since North Carolina. He
yeah,
likes
since
to he's
UNC, yeah.
up tempo. You know what I'm saying? Once he gets going, it's hard to stop.
I don't think he's gonna be a bull alone though. I don't,
Yeah, me neither. I don't think so.
because his contract is coming up, and he's gonna ask the money he's gonna ask for. I don't think the Bulls gonna play him. So.
Yeah, Kobe White's gonna get paid.
so today's games is the game at 2 p.m. We got the Spurs at home versus the Nets. Then the game at 3:30 where Detroit is at home versus the Celtics. Then the 6 p.m. games are the Cavaliers versus the Bucks. The Cavs are at home. The Heat are at home versus the Knicks. Another 6 p.m. game is the Wizards at home versus the Hornets. And then at 7 p.m. we have Minnesota at home versus the Pacers. We have Dallas 0-2 at home versus the Raptors. Then we have the Lakers going to Sacramento, and then the Portland Trailblazers are going to the Clippers tonight. So there's a few games tonight, and all the games are basically on the League Pass. All these games today. So if you have the League Pass, you have access to watch all these
Yeah,
games. So
all of them on League Pass.
all of them are on League Pass today, so you can easily watch
Yeah.
all the games on League Pass. So you know we have the League Pass on GOAT James Kingdom brand. You could always watch it on GOAT James Kingdom if you want. I think you have your own League Pass as well, but so do I. But so that shows you there. He says, "Hey Johnny, I can't type on your channel. Think you blocked me or someone over there did. How? You're commenting now. Oh, you're on FYF channel. Hopefully you can correct. Okay, you on FYF channel." Why y'all be hating on Adrian for, man? Let Adrian sitting in his sulking ways about what how he exposed Michael Jordan for his zestiness and his fans for his zestiness, man. They are hurt, but they are so hurt, bruh. They are so hurt, man. And because and what really makes them bad is that I guess they think that we're creating like yeah, I got you, Adrian. I'll take care of that, man. Please, man, can y'all stop doing that, man? Y'all gonna make me give a wrench to Adrian. As GOAT James Kingdom members, y'all don't want that. So leave him alone. Let them comment. People are safe in the comments. That's where they're safe at, bro. Like, let them chill, bro. It's okay, y'all. It is okay. LeBron's the GOAT. We know it. They know it. Let them sulk and complain and whine and deal with it and grieve. There's levels to grieving. And you guys got to let them go through their grieving. You guys cannot stop them from going through it. Anger is going to be a part of it. That's a part of grieving. It's a stage. It's a level. It's all right, man. God, man.
I didn't know how zesty people can really be, man. With all the stuff going on in the NBA and all this stuff with that craziness with all this bad stuff. Uh, they spotlighted the sweater that Chauncey Billups had on coming out of the FBI building. I said, "Damn, y'all notice anything that is in connection with LeBron James. He had a hoodie on that said Clutch Sports Group. And it was just like, I would have never spotted that at all in life.
And the funny thing, they said that was like a subliminal message that he was trying to
Yes.
tell them, like y'all better
I need
come
y'all
get, as if
help.
they got any power to save you from the charges you just got on your own. How what does LeBron
Hey,
have to do with Chauncey Billups
hey,
and hanging out with the crime families of the Italian mob? What does that make sense?
hey. This, 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 but I tell you this, we're going to know about every injury early from this point on. Calling it out. Every injury, yeah, the NBA is going to talk about it. You're going to see a list of injuries. It's going to be out early. In-game injuries, I think is going to be. We're going to get the. We're going to find out earlier. It's going to be a response to all this, and the NBA is. That's going to be the NBA's response. Is that we're going to get information earlier and faster than we ever did.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah. And Adrian, I mean, Helly, I'm glad they blocked you in Goat James Kingdom. That means they doing their job because people like you with 6 accounts, we only need to deal with one of your accounts. We don't need to deal with all 6 of your accounts. They be the main ones talking about motherfuckers got fake accounts. Wow, they the ones making fake accounts to come over here and talk to Goat James Kingdom. You should have heard them. They were upset at Lamont last night. Boy, they were upset at Lamont.
well, I thought Lamar was on the channel.
Lamont promoted his live like he does. He put $10. He gave TikTok $10 to push his live out. They got mad because they saw profiles and pages that were from Asia somewhere that didn't have any profiles, pics, or any kind of followers or anything. They were just bots supposedly. So Lamont's like, what do you want me to do about that? Like, they're like, why are you paying for promotion? You have no TikTok motion. And he's like, so I have no TikTok motion. We're here to talk basketball. Do you have anything to say about basketball? They didn't want to talk basketball. They still wanted to talk about Lamont paying for promotions to get his live out so that he can get his live so people can see it, so it can hit people's feeds.
Most people don't want to talk about basketball while you're talking about basketball. They want to talk about something else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They want to
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about you.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was what,
oh,
but
yeah.
that's what the live was about. The live was about how they only want to talk about their opinions. Like Lamont said, I have an opinion. My opinion is backed by facts, right? That is my opinion of the facts. They get mad at your opinions about facts, and they want to talk about you. They can't argue the facts. They don't want to argue where you got the information from. They just want to argue why you see it that way. And they only want to argue about you. So Lamont was on one of their lives the other day, and they thought that they cooked him, so supposedly. Which I would love to see this footage of it, but they're never going to show you the footage. So as an example, we did the TikTok live last night on Lamont. He's supposed to show it. He didn't show it last week. I already told him if he doesn't show it, bro, I'm not going to be showing up. So Lamont, make sure that you post every live TikTok that you do because it needs to be available for people to see. Just like the one I did last night as well. That will be available for GOAT James Kingdom members very shortly. I got to download it, and once I download it, it'll be available for GOAT James Kingdom members. And I cooked Vision again. Not to say let's never cook Vision, but I checked him again. He was a coward because he talking about I'm here now, so why are you calling me a coward? I said, well, it took you forever to show up. That's number one. But you know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm watching football. I said, and number two, bro, I want my 20v1. They don't want to give me my 20v1. So
Yeah,
it is what it is.
I heard him talking about you on TikTok yesterday. When I hit the app, his live was the first one that came up,
Mm-hmm.
and
They were talking about me.
he was talking. I'm like, damn, I want to know who he's talking about. And when he finally got to it, he explained he was talking about you, and I'm like, and it's crazy because as soon as I go past him, and that's when you was talking on the live, and I was like,
Yeah.
I think social media has changed, so.
No, again, they're safe in there. I'll go on his live like I did last time. But like I told him, bro, if you want me to go on your live, you just gotta give me a date and time so I know I have the time and ability to be on it. Zero, this is gonna be a members only live. I was gonna make it a public live because I said that he should show his lives, but since he doesn't show his entire live, I'm gonna show clips that they gave me of him getting cooked, and I already put a clip on it on TikTok. I can put the clip up on Facebook if you guys, on Facebook and on YouTube as well if you guys want to hear me checking him for lying. He tried to bring up the Dwayne Wade conversation. He said that I said again Dwayne Wade had nothing to do with the Heat winning a championship, which was a complete lie. right? And he tried to play the clip in the middle of the live while I was talking this and clip the one part when I said that Dwayne Wade had nothing with the Heat being a championship team. Which again, I'll stand 10 toes down. The Heat were a championship team not because of Dwayne Wade. They were a championship team because of Shaquille O'Neal. So they can't talk basketball, and that's why they're so upset at what we do here in GOAT James Kingdom, because we have not only motion in this basketball world. You see what I'm trying to say? We actually provide facts, and not only that, we have opened up the platforms for other great people to talk about LeBron James and to talk basketball in a great sense, in a great light. And here in GOAT James Kingdom, we like to honor people who do that, and the way we do that is with the GJK flowers. And this week we have a special guest who's going to get his flowers, which he's been here already several times. And that is my boy Juan Boy. So shout out to Juan Boy, who's always been repping, doing big time things here. Peace and blessings to you as you officially get your GJK flowers from King John.
Rosebetters!
When I first, when Brandon and Ajani allowed me to do this segment of the show, I really appreciated it. And uh, part of the reason I wanted to do this segment is because of people like the guy I'm going to bring up, Juan Boy. Juan Boy got it from the mud. Juan Boys want to talk about basketball. He want to talk about the facts, not all this stuff that's going on the side. His girlfriend doing this, that's why he don't do that and do this. That ain't the conversation Juan Boy want to have. Juan Boy wants to talk about the film. If you talk to Juan Boy, he's going to get to the point, and he wants to talk about the film, the facts, no emotion. Fuck your emotions. Let's talk basketball. That's what Juan Boy want to have. That's the conversation he wants to have, and that's what I like. People like Juan Boy is the reason I do this segment because he wants to talk about basketball from the mud up. And let's talk about the players. Let's talk about what we're doing. Let's talk about it from the heart. Let's talk basketball. I mean, I got to talk. Juan Boy reached out to me one time and we sat and talked before I did the show, and we just talking past it, and it's just so refreshing because we can go back and forth about our basketball experiences and just talking basketball, talk about things that happen on the court, and that's just refreshing to have them conversations. Because a lot of times she talking about narratives and all this other stuff that has nothing to do with games. And once again, you talk to Juan Boy, he's want to talk about the film. Juan Boy, they're having conversations about you out here because they're upset with your takes because you have a strong take. And one of the reasons I wanted to bring you on the show because a lot of time I feel like you don't get to get your full thoughts out. And I wanted you to come on the show because I want you to get your full thought out. I want people to hear you because Wild Boy's on TikTok and Wild Boy's on the radar. So he's talking now, and he's going to get out. He has a strong voice, and he's out there. And I wanted to put him out here. I wanted to give his flowers because I wanted him to know that I see you, bruh. You out here doing your thing. Don't stop. You get support from Go James Kingdom. You got my support. Hey, you out here, please don't stop. Your voice is needed out here, and I'm one of the guys who want you to win and keep trying to win, bruh. I appreciate what you're doing out here, man. You out here doing it, and hey, whatever you need from me, ever, I'm there. I got you. Just say the word, I'll be there. So again, the flowers this week is going out to Juan Boy. Again, he does lives on TikTok, so he showed a film. He's on the radar now. Hey, Juan Boy is doing his thing, and I want people to know that Juan Boy is out here and show him love. Everybody, Go James Kingdom, because this guy's doing this thing. He did it from the ground up, and he got a voice. He's on Facebook. He in a group. He debates anybody. I don't care who you is, where you from. It don't make a difference. That's who he is. And hey, bruh, hey, you're getting your flowers today because you deserve it.
I appreciate it, but more so, I appreciate guys like y'all being able to, to touch base with the real fan bases based off of their actual love for the game of basketball. But more importantly, who you guys, I think, the guys that that we connect with throughout these platforms are not just real basketball fans. They're real men at the end of the day. We're able to hold conversations on a respectable level and keep it basketball. And that's more the entertaining part for me and why I became a member of Go James Kingdom and FYF. And, it's great because, look at our basketball backgrounds. Look at where we're from. You got B. Lee, from Indiana. That's heavy on the basketball. So is Chicago. That's where John's from. Ajani down there close to Miami, and I'm from New York. Imagine me being from Hawaii trying to talk about some damn basketball or something. You know what I mean? So how Hawaii ain't nobody checking for basketball in Hawaii. So you know what I'm saying? I think we get a little bit more. I think we get a little bit more push from each other. Y'all definitely keep me on my toes and help me to not only to push what I got going on, but to just push the narratives out the door and push the film, because true basketball fans have to watch basketball games. There is no way you're a basketball fan and you do not watch basketball games. So, I take my time out. I do my little troll on TikTok, but it's mostly to draw them into the film, because we got a whole bunch of narratives that we need to debunk, and the only way to do it is by showing actual in-game film. So I appreciate John, I appreciate Johnny, and I appreciate B. Lee, and I appreciate having the lyrical ability to be smashing y'all with these tracks. So anybody got something to say, your name will be on the next track. So stay out the comments, because I'm gonna come for you too.
Indeed, man. Shout out to you, Juan Boy, man. You deserve all of this, brother. You have definitely represented to the fullest. So shout out to you for getting this. Like you said, man, you are a real basketball fan. That's all you ask for, is for real basketball content. So we are more than glad to let you get your GJK flowers. So again, y'all make sure to follow Juan Boy on TikTok, where you can get most of his content. And obviously, he's all over the place here in GOAT James Kingdom and FYF Sports Debate. So shout out to you, Juan Boy, man. You have officially been GJK approved, brother. With that being said, like you said, you got rhymes for days, and Juan Boy's been blessing us with a lot of rhymes to help us with our AI music, and obviously been doing a great job putting some great music together. So with that said, let's give them a little bit of this Juan Boy fire.
The idea of defending Michael Jordan, force him to the jump shot, don't let him get to the hoop. Force him to the jump shot, don't let him get to the hoop.
Yeah. I gotta fuck with Exposed on a Friday. I heard him talk ball and he's spoken in the right way. I got cognac on a coaster and a nice J to give shots and smoke you, show you how these guys play. Bron fans are real basketball fans. Of Jordan is your goat. I feel bad for y'all, fam. We seen him shot chuck. Looking back on all cams, we screaming at our screens like pass the ball. Damn, foot on Jordan fans' necks, we don't let him live. Watching smirking, he takes the last breath of his. Told him get the game film, they never did. So ball talks going left more than he ever did. Zesty beans talking mama's effect. Kobe and Bron face tougher teams to they dominant stretch. Kobe better than Jordan, but LeBron is the best. And since he's got a school, I promise to flex. Start of the weekend, we're changing with this discourse. If you're mad at the facts, Steph came to get pissed off. If you're a real ball fan, start taking them clips off. Y'all see us watching Jordan play games and get ticked off. I'm only here for the game cause I'm astonished. This reign that I've accomplished is for lames to be demolished. On Sundays, I try to be patient cause I'm modest. They hate me cause I'm honest. Ain't no safety in the comments. One boy gotta lace him with this track, dog. Jason with the mask on, or facing with the mask off. I drop links on the Fridays and exposures. Camp Crystal Lake on a Friday night exposure. Y'all niggas can't talk ball, fuck the GOAT debate. Y'all Harley Quinn double line cause a Joker's date. Y'all hardly could win cause now y'all see my poker face. Bronze rookie year, he overrated, put him over 8. That's not a shot at fans of Kobe Bryant. That's the truth, and we're the real fans that don't be lying. As a panel host, he grinding when the camera rolls, we sliding. Demons with a mic, we chant channel those inside of thinking you're better. I'm bringing you pressure. Ro ain't a king, he a jester who ought to mingle with Jester. Spam email, soon as you hit the link, it's whatever. Your ball knowledge isn't trash, y'all be stinking together. Old 9 Yankee the Viz, I'm in Philly swerving. Philly's burning, ready to kill these vermin. Big assassins, Willie sermons, old heads who don't know shit. We ain't really learning, I'm Hollywood, not Hollywood. You feel me, Herman? On GJK radio, fucking SFF. Any other pest step in, they get check chins. Inferior cronies, weirdos and phonies. Jordan isn't your goal, your criteria told me.
Hey, John, just one thing. I just want you to just stand on this. Can you take back the thing of you saying, just so I could just hope, like, bro, motherfucker, come on, because you can't be saying. Can you take back what you said about Michael Jordan being a bad mid-range shooter? Can you take that back?
Nah,
and just
bro.
stand on.
Shout out to you, Juan Boy, man. Peace and blessings to you, man. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we are the GOAT James Kingdom platform. This is the GOAT James Kingdom show with B. Lee and Ajani. We do this every Sunday, noon Eastern time. If you haven't checked your fantasy lineup, check it now because you got about less than 9 to 10 minutes to get your team together. So get that together before the 1 o'clock games kick in. Don't blame GOAT James Kingdom because you're having fun here. And again, we are here having fun. And again, shout out to you, Juan Boy, man. Keep doing what you're doing. You know, and stay behind the camera. Don't get in front of the camera, bro. Just stay behind the camera, and the Zesties are gonna you know they're gonna hate you. They're gonna hate you because you got film. You destroyed the eye test for them. It's the eye test for them. They mad now.
Yeah, I mean it's easy. I mean I work nights, so you know I'm a nocturnal guy anyway. So when I'm up late night, you know I just watch basketball. You know what I mean? It's just real easy, you know what I mean? I take my emotions out of it before I put, you know what I mean? Shit, I didn't like Bron. I didn't like Bron till he came to LA. You know what I'm saying? I was like, hell, okay. You know, when a nigga whooping up on your team the whole time, you like, man, fuck that nigga, he trash. You know what I mean?
He's a hater too.
Yeah, I hated him too, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I mean, the hate is not, you know, the hate don't come from, you know what I mean? It's kind of like what the Bulls used to do to the Knicks and any other team. You know, you hated them, you know, and I'm a Laker fan. You know what I mean? Dudes hate Kobe. They hated Kobe to the death because, you know, he used to come to their arenas and flame them. You know, that's what come with it. And, you know, it used to be the same thing for Tim Duncan when he can't. I hate the Spurs. I hate any team that beat the Lakers. The Celtics, the Spurs, Detroit. Hate them all. The whole Pacific Division. Hate all of them. But, you know, it's easy to give props because, you know, I like basketball now. If you nice, you nice. If you aight, you aight. If you a bum, you a bum. You can't be no aight bum.
That's basketball, man.
Yeah, it's basketball, man. It's good. You know what I mean? It's great. It's great to see, you know, and to touch on what y'all was talking earlier, man, like the first two days, I was like, dang. It feel like playoff intensity. You know what I'm saying? You got a couple blowouts. You got OKC going back-to-back double overtime games, you know. And there's, you know, they go to Indiana put on the big game, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was telling somebody last night, when we was on the radar, talking about Benedict Matthews. He been on bullshit. Like that kid, like Holly went down, he's elevated his game. So we got, you know, when stars get hurt, other guys get a chance to step up. You know, I'm liking how DJ Edgecombe is looking in Philly. Hope he stays healthy. He can show his talent. Maxie just plays like 100 miles an hour. Like, and it's beautiful basketball.
Did y'all hear Stephen A. Smith talking about how Bronny couldn't guard Maxey like someone can?
Yeah, that's retarded. That's retarded. First of all,
of all the players, you go pick someone who's dropping 50 every other month on somebody.
Yeah,
they put Bronny out in the game, and he couldn't guard Maxey. Really, who the hell can?
Yeah, yeah, he act like Maxie is Michael Jordan or something.
And then when you show the real film, he only scored 6 points on Bron.
Yeah, I mean, and that was a situation. Somebody got hurt, they had to throw Bronny in. It
Yeah,
just so
yeah.
happened that Tyrese Maxey was on the other
Yeah,
end of the
yeah.
court. You know what I mean?
He was
It's
licking
not
his
rookie
chops
man.
at the
It's not
Lakers.
rookie
Period.
Maxey. Look, this is what Maxey's fifth or sixth season. Like it
He's
wasn't
like
like
an
he was
all
a rookie
star.
when it happened. Yeah, he
Yeah.
made the All Star team, and he's a great player. I think Philly might lead towards him being their franchise player. To be honest,
I
I
mean,
didn't.
Joel Embiid can't stay healthy. But what do you guys feel about Cooper Flag?
I think he better than Ace Bailey.
I don't know. He
I don't
hasn't been
think
looking
it's
too good to start off the
Him,
season, right?
him
He hasn't been
playing.
balling
He
to start off the
hasn't.
season.
All the hype around him and everything. But I guess my thing was he's coming in 18 years old. LeBron's records are in jeopardy. But I don't know.
oh,
He's going to need a time to adjust.
Yeah, I don't think he's. I
He's
don't
going
think
to need some
he's
time
running
to
the point
adjust.
guard. Not yet. He's not ready
Yeah,
to.
I
He's
don't
not
know.
ready to play point guard.
that's the adjustment right there. Playing him at the point guard, that's the adjustment he hadn't made because I think if Kyrie Irving was healthy right now, I think what he's shown would be better because Kyrie Irving actually had a ball more in his hand, but he has an adjustment period going on, and he's going to play something. He's playing something he's probably never done in his career against pressure because that's what they're going to do is pressure him
But
94 feet. You got to test your ball hand.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. What that got to do with them giving up 120 points per game so far?
Hey, they said Dallas was going to be a championship contender this year. That's what they said.
I don't know. I don't know why they thought that. I keep telling everybody that. So far, Cooper Flag is averaging 14 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 3 assists.
Not bad.
Shooting 37% from the field and 33% from 3-point land.
Yeah, he's going. Yeah,
So,
those are rookie stats.
I mean, he's gonna get better. It's only been
He's
2
going to get
games, but
way
so
better.
far,
Yeah.
yeah, so far, like I said, they're struggling on offense because again, they don't have any true facilitator. I told everybody D'Angelo Russell is okay. He's not gonna. That's not what D'Angelo Russell does.
Yeah, he
So
looks
who's
to
gonna really
score.
get everybody involved? Yeah, you have nobody who can really get anybody involved. And all these guys require somebody getting them the ball in the right spot for them to be able to be effective as they are. All of them.
They need Jason
And
Kidd
Anthony
in a
Davis.
uniform.
Yep. Anthony Davis, P.J. Washington, Max Christie, Najee Marshall, Klay Thompson, Derek Lively. All
They
these
should have
guys
signed
Jaden
require,
Harvey.
yeah, even Cooper Flag to a certain degree requires somebody to get them the ball. So
You
they
think
don't
they
have
should
a
have
really.
signed Westbrook? You think they should
Well,
have signed Westbrook?
I don't know. I don't know.
He was
Like
out
Westbrook
there.
didn't, supposedly Westbrook didn't want to go nowhere, but to a West Coast team. So
Yeah, Cali team.
a Cali team, excuse me, a Cali team.
Yeah, they stay
So
close to home. You know what I mean? But
So, but okay, I know Brandon and John was saying how Wemby's a top 5 player, but how do we look at Wemby right now, the way he's playing right now?
Strong.
Is top 5 a little bit too is that's too underrated? He should actually be higher than top 5. He should be top 2, top 3.
Top
man,
4.
yeah,
Bruh.
top.
This
Yeah,
dude
top
is
five.
doing things, yo, and it's because he's 7'5". Again, it's not like he's doing stuff that we've never seen before. We just never seen it from somebody 7'5".
Yeah, it's
That's
ridiculous. And
It's called evolution.
doesn't it look like he's gotten stronger?
Yeah, that's why I said strong. That's how when he brought it up. That's why I said strong. Yes,
Yeah,
like he
and-
got much strong.
yeah, because he's just powering his way through guys that are actually more physical and bigger than he is, and like,
Yeah,
and
he not pushed off his spot.
while moving with elite agility. You know what I'm saying? Like he's playing at his pace. You know, he's
Yeah,
not allowed. He's not. He's the center, but I think he's taking. I think he's taking a step to be a little bit more physically imposing as far as strength, because he's skinny, but I think I seen how he hit the weight room. There's no way you're going to bully Dallas's front line the way he did without getting stronger. and it was just a massacre. Like they couldn't do nothing, and that was like one of the only issues that we probably had about Wemby. Him getting stronger and being able to stay healthy. Everything. It's come. It's ain't this year 3? This year 3, man.
3, yeah.
This year 3.
Yeah. He's a positionless player. I don't think there are many. We always talk about how this is a positionless era, which is it's not. I think we have positionless players out there, and Wemby is one. Because you say he's a center, but I think he can play. He can play a little bit of a guard. He can play some forward.
He's a damn small forward to me. He's a small forward to me. He's a small forward to me. He's a
positionless player. So
also when we talk about Wemby, like you just look at his team. The Spurs look, man. That kid Castle, Vassell, Johnson, they got a nice little bench, and then Harper looked like he's been in the league for at least 2-3 years already. But I think his father being in the league and him getting that experience that he had. He went to Auburn, right?
Yeah, I like him too. I think he's going to be nice as well. I think he's going to be a nice player.
Yeah,
I like
as well. And De'Aaron Fox is out. They 2-0 without De'Aaron Fox. Harrison Barnes with the veteran leadership. Who is their coach?
Who?
The Spurs.
Spurs.
I don't know his name. He was the coach last year. I forget. He's the same coach that pop pick. I don't know his name. Brandon, you're on mute, Brandon.
I got it. Yeah, I'm not even sure his name, but yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, he was a coach last year. Though. I forgot his name.
Yeah, he been groomed by Pop.
Yeah, groomed by Pop. Yep. Again, I think Wemby has ceiling. There's no ceiling for him. He's an open roof. So I'm excited. I can't wait to watch more. I think at 2:00 I'm gonna be ready to watch because I was gonna tell you I can't really stay too late today because I got so much to do. We got to watch the Knicks and Heat later on. But yeah, man. Like I said, I like it, man. The NBA is back, y'all. We should be all excited. Everybody should be excited. The only sad part or unfortunate part is that we don't have Kobe here. I think if Kobe was around, he would be a part of one of these networks. And he would give us a great segment. He would get a segment just on purpose to challenge Mike. You think NBC would have been able to get Kobe and Mike in the segment together? Could you imagine that?
Kobe was already doing stuff, so I'm pretty sure Kobe wanted to do it in the first place. Especially if he could talk shit to Mike, he would. That's Kobe.
Definitely.
Kobe's a pest.
Yeah, but Kobe would have actually been great because he's more of a student of the game than most. And the Spurs coach name is Mitch Johnson.
That's the Spurs coach name. Yeah. I think Kobe knows how to explain the game so everybody can understand. So I think what Kobe did great is explain the game. Because there's probably a lot of people who knows the game. There's not a lot of people who know how to explain it to everybody else so they can understand it. And that's what Kobe did great. That's what I like.
I think Kobe liked to teach the game. Yeah, Kobe liked to teach the game. So that's different.
One of his best takes is what he said about James Harden, his style of play coming in the playoffs, how they wouldn't work because teams slow down. And look what he said, it sure came to pass.
And why he understood it so much because that was on him when he first came in. That's why he understood it so much.
Knows.
We got Twin Man in the building. Shout out to Twin Man. What's good, Twin Man?
Kobe and Jordan having a segment together mean they're going to argue over who got the best fadeaway jump shot.
Who shoot the best contested jump shots? That is funny.
Who had the best games versus the Knicks?
Ooh. You know what? That's why we go. I can't wait for us to win the championship just so I can sit here and laugh at King John. I swear. We about to win it this year, and I'm going to laugh at King John. Kobe and Jordan Kobe gonna argue about his mythical footwork, and Jordan's gonna talk about I got this hang time, bro. They call me Air Jordan, so they're gonna be arguing about mythical footwork, fadeaway jump shots, and who can go to the rack.
So Twin Man, are you thinking the Knicks got a chance to win it this year?
Let's make something perfectly clear. The Knicks are coming out of the East this year.
They have to come out of the East.
Why they can't be champions? Damn, Twin Man, you so scared.
It's a comedy show today.
The Knicks are coming out of the East this year, and depending on who we play, we're winning the championship. I'm standing on that.
What happens when we whoop y'all today? What happens then?
Y'all not about to whoop us today. We about to beat y'all by 40.
All I'm gonna make sure you hit that link. I'm gonna send that link to you specifically. Make sure you show up.
And what's gonna be even worse is your wife gonna be there laughing right in your face. I can't wait when we whoop y'all ass tonight. I'm not even worried about the bum ass Bulls. They had 2 lucky games, and King John's feeling himself.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
2 lucky ass games, and y'all feeling y'all. I'm not worried about the Heat. Terry Rozier in jail, so I ain't worried about the Heat.
Oh, yeah. By the way, you didn't notice? You didn't notice because he's in jail. We can score points now. He's not rigging the game. He's not available to mess up the game for us. Both Portland and the Heat won the game. The game right after the incident.
That is a fact. That is a fact.
And that's because the person who was rigging games for them were no longer there. Now we ain't
all jokes aside, let me give some actual basketball analysis on why I believe the Knicks are going to come out of the East. I believe.
Did anybody ask you about the Knicks? Did we really ask you about the Knicks?
I'm talking about my team. Everybody else,
you stupid.
Talk about my team. People can talk about their team. I'll talk about my team. I believe we have
As long as I don't curse him out, and as long as I don't threaten him, I can say what I want. Am I correct? Yes, sir. We sick and tired of that nigga there.
Right there.
Tired of y'all, bro. Y'all don't stop disrespecting me like this. I can't stand you, Ajani. You ain't shit.
You see why y'all blaming me? Look, I'm hands free, nigga. That ain't even me, nigga. That ain't even me, nigga.
So it's B. Lee.
Shut your bum ass Knicks, man.
Whatever, we 2-0, baby. Straight to the final. We beating everybody, bro.
So
that includes Go James. Go James gets to the finals. Guess what? He's not getting his 5th ring.
See, now you're really taking it too far. Now hold on now, Twin Man. Let's ask you this. How did you like the way Prime broke down how the Knicks designed a way to keep Brunson from getting targeted? How did you like the idea of how Prime and Udonis broke down a way to help and how they got to communicate on defense?
I think he actually gave valid basketball analysis. They're just not there talking crap about the players or the game. They're actually trying to give strategy. They're actually giving good critiques on how to play basketball. That's what I think true basketball fans want to see. We don't want to hear somebody sit here and say, well, if I was playing, I do this and I do that. No, they're talking about today's players in today's games in real world scenarios. So I like how they did that. That was actually what I think we need to see for today's basketball, for a lot of these casuals to get a better understanding of how the game is actually being played today. So we're not talking about fadeaways and magical footwork.
Don't forget the offensive rebounds.
Oh yeah, and the offensive rebounds, and steals titles, and all defensive teams. Like, real talk. First time I ever come on TikTok live, I go on to TikTok, right? It's the dude. What's his name? I think his name is Plato. Ajani cooks him. Ajani cooks him on his ridiculous talking point of Michael Jordan. What do you say? Michael Jordan had the most accolades in the shortest amount of time. So Ajani cooks him, and he's like, no, that's Bill Russell. So he sits here and he says, well, Bill Russell won MVP, and he was only All-NBA second team. What does that have to do with him winning the MVP?
Nothing.
What does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Or how much a pound of rice costs? Or how much a bag of rice costs? Nothing.
Or the Knicks.
Like these dudes.
Nothing.
Oh wow. Yo, y'all really feel like I can't wait for us to be deep.
The Knicks ain't
But just like listening, like every Saturday when I listen.
Defensive player of the year on the second team.
Right.
Just so you know, he really wasn't even on the second team.
Brought that up, Brandon. Hold on, wait. That's what happened. Brandon, this is the conversation. This is what TikTokers have created for Jordan. Remember I told you Jordan career is not enough. They've realized they have one angle versus Bill Russell, is to say that Jordan has the most championships as the best player in the NBA or the best player in the world. And by doing that, what they're trying to state is that a lot of those championships that Bill Russell won, he wasn't the best player in the league or in the world. So they're trying to say there's stats and the accolades, which were all NBA first teams, that would say Wilt Chamberlain was the best player in the world. So that absolves a majority of Bill Russell's championships out of the conversation.
So that's how it works now.
That's how it
They
works now. Yeah. No.
they
So
are
this is
tying themselves into a pretzel.
again. So now what they do is when you bring up the fact that Bill Russell won 5 league MVPs, they would turn around and say, well, for 3 of those, and that's what Plato said specific word for word. 3 of those MVPs, he was all NBA second team.
Which means nothing.
Which my response was to him was, are you saying all NBA first team is more valuable than the league MVP? He proceeded to say,
so you trapped him.
so he proceeded to say no. I said,
Oh,
okay. Right? Okay, exactly. Because he knew he couldn't say that. So that's what he said. So Bill Russell was the better player. He had the league MVP. He said, name a time where somebody was the league MVP and didn't make the all NBA team. And I told him, you can't ask me for an exception of the exception. This is an exception to the rule. This is something that's rare because it was the 60s. We were never going to be able to see this again. And I told him how it was two voting classes. It wasn't the same people voting. Whoever voted for MVP wasn't voting for all NBA team. And the MVP is not valued because you was an all NBA first team player. The MVP is the MVP. It's its own separate award. That's what they like to do. They like to exactly like to conflate things. So he didn't accept that argument. And what happened was he was like, well, name me a time somebody didn't do that where in NBA history where somebody was the MVP and didn't make the all NBA team. I did exactly what you said. Well, there were players who weren't on the all defensive team winning defensive player of the year because of the separate voting, and the NBA had to change the rule and make it to one class of voting for the same awards or for the 2 different awards. And he couldn't take that. Then he got mad and wanted to go at Mar because Mar is another one. I thought
Mar's hilarious.
I thought New World was bad, but Mar, oh man, I listen. I ain't gonna lie. Those dudes are like my assassins. All I gotta do is send them out, and the Zesty Jeffries are in trouble with New World.
Mar don't give a shit. It is so funny when he was on the panel.
Shout out to both. They are officially they got their GJK Assassins badge. Those dudes, y'all better watch out for. Them dudes do not play.
So
they be getting the Zesty hot.
I wish I'd have got on the panel when he was talking that crazy shit, because in my opinion, Bill Russell's MVPs are the most impressive because the players voted him for those MVPs. The players said he was the best player in the league those 5 years.
Facts.
He wasn't handpicked by the media and glazed. The players, his peers said, nah, he's better than all of us. They didn't give a shit about Wilt stats. They didn't give a shit about any of that. They looked at Bill Russell and what he built over there in Boston, because that's what Bill Russell did. He built Boston. Mm-hmm. They saw what he did, and he said, nah, he's the man. Mike can't touch that. And then when Ajani was like, you're sitting here trying to downplay these MVPs, Mike has what did you say? Mike has
no. Then somebody else came in behind it after I cooked him and tried to say, well, Mike got 6 Finals MVP. Bill Russell had none. I was like, well, they didn't exist in Bill Russell's era. He was like, it doesn't matter. Mike got 6. He has none. I said, well, it didn't exist in his era. He was like, nah, you're making excuses. I said, well, since you want to go there, I said, because it wasn't available in his era, they named the Finals MVP after him. So in reality, Michael Jordan has 6 Bill Russell trophies.
Bill Russell awards. That shit was funny.
When I said that shit, the live went to a halt. They were like, oh, shit.
We just laughing. That shit was too funny.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious, bro. Yeah. Like, they were so mad. And then Mark come in trolling, shut the fuck up. Like, right after that.
But what is that supposed to... What is that supposed to mean, Ishmael? Bob Cousy won an MVP. What is that supposed to mean?
He won one.
I think he's trying to do that dumbass argument that Bill Russell had so much help.
Now I'm not gonna go off of what he said because Ishmael usually has smart takes and he usually has rationale.
Ishmael is he's just making a joke. That's all.
Oh, okay.
He's just making a joke.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But,
look at what Willie's dumbass said. Look at what Willie's dumbass said.
He did not say that. He did not just say that.
Russell started Boston. Bird built it. Who has more championships?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, man.
Who has more MVPs, Willie?
No. Cousy started Boston. Bill Russell built Boston.
Remember he said crime stopped when Jordan played, so you don't need to listen to nothing.
He was another one. He was another one that I cooked too on he was upset. He admitted on Black James's live that majority of NBA fans don't watch the NBA till the NBA finals, and that's why it matters more than anything else. And he got mad when I told him, don't come over here telling us how you don't wait all the way to the end of the season to start watching basketball. We all watch basketball from the beginning. We start watching basketball in October, November. He got so mad. He was so mad about that too. Again, I got clips of you too. You
Remember,
Zesty Jeffries.
remember,
They
remember
go
when,
look, GJK assassins in the building. New World.
remember what remember what I said, y'all. Old
Shout
heads
out
who
to my
don't
boy
know,
Mar. Shout out to my boy New World.
old
Go
heads who
ahead,
don't
go ahead,
know
one
Yeah.
boy.
Old heads who don't know shit. What we really learning?
Nah, exactly.
Talking
Nothing.
about Great Scott.
Well,
What was his name? Great
Yeah.
Scott or some shit like that.
Yeah, no, Great Scott. Listen, I give Great Scott his props. He said he's a Jordan hater, but he, you know, when he agreed with you, he agreed with you. When he didn't. And I could
He
appreciate the
really
fact
didn't
that.
like when we sat here and said Jordan wasn't the greatest scorer of all time. That was
No, he
I
didn't like
absolutely.
mean, I
that.
And
He
then
didn't
understand
like that.
why, but
Yeah, so we got King
they asking
Solomon in
me
the building as well.
me
What's up, King
ridiculous
Solomon?
questions. Oh, who's a better
oh,
scorer,
what up,
Robert
man?
Parrish or Dwayne Wade? Who got more
Oh, what
points?
up, man?
Nothing, bro. We here chilling, man. We here having fun. We were talking about the NBA coverage between Prime, NBC, and ESPN, and
Yeah,
all the because you know even ESPN they revamped their NBA and the NBA on ESPN crew and lineup. They added obviously Charles Barkley and the inside NBA guys from TNT. It's not a TNT broadcast. It's just them doing their thing on ESPN. So. It's kind of like what we're doing with FYF. Like I don't even think ESPN
yeah,
has any say so on what they do. I think they still do the same thing. I
yeah.
think they have the same producers, everybody, the whole crew. They just bought the entire show and cast and brought them over to ESPN and told them,
They,
okay,
they,
you can do
they
your
got the
stuff
same
at
producer,
this
same
time.
everything.
Yeah,
They do got
yeah,
the same everything. That's
Hey,
crazy.
yeah.
man,
So
you know what the dumbass take was? He
what?
said that because this is what Jordan fans like to do. They like to
Hmm.
say one of the reasons why Jordan's better than LeBron is because he has more MVPs, right? Why don't
Yeah,
they apply that same logic to Bill Russell and Wilt? He wanted to move the goalpost to all NBA first teams.
yeah.
So you notice how he said, "Oh, we said Bill Russell has more MVPs than Wilt Chamberlain, like Jordan has more MVPs than LeBron." Now he wants to change it to all NBA first teams. Well, LeBron got more All NBA first teams than Michael Jordan.
Oh, that
They
was in my
don't they
bag.
have to keep
That
moving
was
the goalpost.
that was in my bag. Don't worry about it. That one was in my bag.
Yeah,
That was in my bag. Yeah.
they have to
And then
keep
no,
moving the
and
goalpost.
then he got mad when I pointed out that he tried to make the All NBA first team better than MVPs. He said that's not what I said. I said, bro, that's exactly
Yeah,
what you said.
That's
You
literally,
basically
and
said,
that's the crazy
that's
part.
literally what
We'll
he said.
listen to what they say, and then they'll sit
yeah,
here and say, "I didn't say that." You're
yeah,
Yeah, that's
implying
what,
the All NBA first team is more important than the MVP by what you said, and we're
yeah.
listening to you talk. That's what I
exactly.
don't get about these dudes. That's why I wish I was up there. I'm like, bro, did you like do you think we're dumb or are we deaf? You're trying to imply because he was an all NBA first team that MVP is invalid or it's less than somehow. And an MVP is an MVP. That's why I was actually shocked you engaged or even kept going with the argument. It don't matter if he didn't win an all NBA. He still was the MVP.
I
No, but
know.
the point it doesn't matter. The whole point is that that's the conversation they had. I had to answer again. Every TikTok live we have, we get one of the Zesty Jeffries, if not multiple of them, coming up saying the same thing. That is their angle for Bill Russell. They believe Michael Jordan was the best player for 6 championships, while they can't prove it. Because if you're gonna start taking away all accolades to say that that Bill Russell's not better than Wilt Chamberlain, then if we take away the accolades that Jordan got, what makes Jordan the best player of the 6 championships he got?
They'll say scoring. They'll say scoring. You know they lean on scoring heavily.
But that doesn't make
Jordan
you a better
averaged
player.
30.
But
Yeah.
that doesn't make you the But that doesn't make you the better player. Just because
You ain't
score,
gotta tell me that.
yeah. Just because you score more doesn't make
Somebody
you that
scoring
They
make you
or
could
the
just
better
putting a
argue
player.
that
bunch of
Michael Jordan. They could just
right.
argue that he was the best offensive player and one of the better defensive
But
players.
there's
So
But
other
I
he
don't know
players
why
wasn't.
they can't
we
just
can
say
say
that.
that and the lies about him being the better defensive player is the same thing. What are they going to use? They can't use accolades because you just discredited the MVP. So you can't use defensive player or all defensive teams. You can't use
See,
accolades.
Right.
So
that's the whole
so you
thing,
have to
Johnny.
use you got to
They
use
put themselves in a
stats.
hole. They put
I
themselves
know,
in a hole. That's the
and
issue.
that's what Score Society told them, that you guys contradict yourself, because in one argument you have to use this for one thing, but then it contradicts you and you have to use another argument for another one. So there's a lot of situations here where we can clearly see that Michael Jordan was not the best player on their standards. But again, if we go by league MVPs, yeah, the 4 out of the 6 championships he was league MVP. So the other 2 years, we can say, yeah, he didn't win league MVP, but he still was the best player. The same thing with Bill Russell. Between 58 and 65, he won 5 league MVPs, but there was 3 years he didn't win no MVPs. But he was still the best player in the league at that time with all that he was doing. But they don't want to give him credit. They don't want to give Bill
Hey Johnny,
credit for being the
can you
best player in
explain
the
this logic
league.
better and greater? because I
There
thought
is
I
no
thought it all was.
there is no such thing for me. What's greater is
Thank
better.
you.
The only way I can see a separation in that conversation is predicated on what you did for your career and predicated on your skill ability. So as an example, Hal Greer is a greater player than a
Then
Stephon
T Mac.
Marbury, but in reality, Stephon Marbury is a better basketball player. That's when you take the skill level. But if we go to that conversation, like we said, Jordan is nowhere near the better player. There's too many players that can do more than Michael Jordan on a basketball court.
Right.
And they don't want to accept that. That's
So
why they have to lie and say he
so
has great footwork, mid range, 3-point shooting, defense. He has
there we go
everything.
with the
I
mythical
look at it
footwork.
Yeah.
like peak versus
I
longevity,
mean,
like peak
if
versus
if if
career.
if we're talking about better, we're not talking about the stats a lot of time. We're just talking about our opinions. Something is better, but when we talk about greater, that what someone stands atop of, like greater scorer. Who's the greater scorer? LeBron has more points. Who is the best scorer? Who looks best to you? That's what they try to use. Jordan's a better scorer because he looks better, and we use LeBron's a greater scorer because he has the most points of all time. He sits at the top of that category. He's greater.
Look
He's
at the low
greater at that.
standards. Look at the
He's
low
greater at
standards.
scoring.
Look at the low standards. Zesty
Top
Jeffrey said
75.
they're comfortable. They're comfortable. Michael Jordan don't have to score 40,000 points, but him walking into an arena and people are cheering for him is all they need. Him shooting
Yeah.
a free throw in somebody's backyard is all they need. They don't want 40,000
So
points.
I,
They don't want 11 championships. They don't want 6 MVPs. They don't want 21 All NBAs. They don't want 21 All Stars. They want
10 scoring
ceremony
titles.
walkouts.
They don't want
ceremony
50
walkouts.
point per game
They,
seasons.
they want a $30,000 trophy of points for points. 30,000
Oh
points.
yeah, they
That's what
gave
they
him a
want.
trophy for that.
That's yeah.
That's how low the standard is. That's how low the standard is.
It's
Michael
so
LeBron scored
crazy.
40,000, gets
He
nothing.
got a trophy for that, and he wasn't even the first player to score 30,000.
so
Not even close.
correct me if I'm wrong.
He wasn't a
Is there an
fast
actual
either.
NBA scoring title, like a trophy for the scoring title?
No.
No.
So why are people always why? So
don't.
basically, you just led the league. Why do people like grasp onto that? That's not even an NBA accolade.
But that's all
It's an
fixed.
accolade.
It
It's
is.
not a
It is.
trophy. An
It's an
accolade
It's
could be
not an
honor.
accolade. If you,
No,
if
no,
you
no.
don't
It's
have
an
a
accolade.
trophy,
No, no,
it's not an
True Man,
accolade, bro. I don't
True Man,
count that as an accolade.
An
It
accolade
is
could
an
be an
honor.
honor or
It is an honor.
a trophy. So it's an
Yeah.
honor. So yeah, there's certain honors that are considered accolades, and an honor is to be the
Yeah.
scoring champ, the rebounding champ. It's an accolade.
Assist champ, steal champ.
It's
Those
just
are all
there's
honors.
no trophies. When they try to say Jordan has the most NBA trophies, that's the lie.
But
Because
when they usually
LeBron
say Jordan has the most NBA trophies, they say he has 10 scoring titles.
Yeah, I
Well,
know,
then
but they
don't
don't
listen
know
to them.
there's no trophies for scoring titles.
Thank you. Just
Let me see if NBA.com lists that as a award or an honor, the scoring titles.
I
No,
really
they
don't
don't.
think they
you should
do.
go to
They don't.
Basketball Reference.
They don't. NBA does not consider it. If you go to Jordan's
Let me
bio
see.
for his
That's
awards
why I
and
don't
honors,
consider it anything. You just led
Nah,
the
I think
league in
it's an
scoring.
accolade.
What do you do?
It don't.
No, it's an accolade. It's just not as big as some other accolades,
I'm about to double check because sometimes they actually add stuff.
Peace to the panel.
So let me see if they added it.
Yeah, what's good, Ishmael? It's good to see you, brother. How you been, man?
Just busy.
I know that, man. I hear you, brother, man. So we having fun, man. What do you think of the NBA coverage while Brandon look up this information? What do you think of the NBA coverage? ESPN.
It's kind of exciting, man. I've been actually it's really these games have been really fun to watch. Like
Yeah.
I'm just really kind of happy. It's been a long time since I've been as excited to watch it because some of the games are just so interesting. Like when I saw Wemby do what he did, it was like, damn, man, like this man just dropping 40 like it was no problem. Even on AD, who's one of the best defenders in the league today, or supposedly. So it's like Luka almost 50 points, back-to-back 40-point games, and Anthony Edwards is balling out. It's just like everybody's just balling, and then they playing hard too. It's like it just doesn't feel like they're slacking early part of the season like they normally do. So that's like they just starting off real small.
NBA.com heard Jordan fans. They actually added 6 NBA titles as one of his awards.
So LeBron's got 4. So they added the NBA championships. Okay.
The scoring title thing is crazy. Like I was wondering, like, was nobody else interested in winning scoring titles when Jordan was doing it? Because
No,
like,
I
how
just
do you
don't think
allow
they were.
somebody to win?
They just
I just
weren't
don't think
skilled
they
enough
were
to
like.
score as many points. That's why I say if Jordan was actually in this era of basketball, which in my opinion is the best era of basketball, Jordan wouldn't have won 10
Yeah,
straight. Jordan wouldn't have won 10 scoring
easily. No,
titles.
he definitely would
Hell no.
not. Bro,
Hell no.
SGA, bro,
That's
Shea
crazy
might
though.
win
Now
like
think about it, man. Leading the
Shea
league
might
in
win like a few scoring titles, and they still won't consider him the GOAT.
like he really
Sure.
took that personally because I don't understand like how was nobody else interested in doing that? Like he's the
I don't.
only like 10. Like it's not like Wilt's day and age. You know what I'm saying? Like this is still like you
Nobody
have guys that are
dedicated
talented
themselves to
scorers.
shoot 30 times a game.
Right. Like I don't think people realize how many shots he took a game to make sure he can just lead the league.
To be fair, I mean he was winning championships when he was winning scoring titles, but
I'm not sitting and that's I'm not taking anything away from him. He absolutely won his championship, got his points, did all that. I'm just sitting here saying the level of scoring back then, and I'm talking about the competition for these scoring
I
titles
agree
back
with you
then.
on that.
It's not the same as it is now. He didn't have to deal with a Steph Curry. He didn't have a Wemby. He didn't have an Embiid. He didn't have a Giannis. He didn't have a Joker. He don't have a Bron. You have too many Harden. Too many AD. There are too many
I'll
players
be
in
the
the
first one to tell
now.
you.
If they all together in their primes,
Hey.
Jordan is not winning 10 scoring titles. He's
I'll
not.
be the first one to tell you in the 2010s, Jordan ain't winning anywhere close to 10 scoring titles. He might not even win 5 because he got to go against KD, LeBron, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Steph Curry, Kawhi, like all these great scorers. He ain't winning that. He ain't winning scoring titles like that.
Also, he's not going to be able to take advantage of the illegal defense rules. So no, you're not going to clear the whole side of the floor, and you're not going to be able to operate in the one-on-one.
Yeah, but I mean,
Whereas, guess what? Any of the players I just named, if you could clear out the side of the floor and let them operate in a one-on-one setting, they would have led the league in scoring 10 times. Imagine KD being able to have one side of the floor with one defender on him. I don't even want to say LeBron. That's not fair.
Nah, he
Imagine
lead the league in scoring like 12 times.
Imagine Kyrie Irving on one side of the floor by himself. One defender.
Kyrie, I don't know. I don't know
guys,
about, but
look, guys. So take a look. This is on NBA.com, and they put awards. So they don't even put honors. They put awards.
Same as LeBron's. LeBron's is like award and honors, and it's the same thing basically.
Mm-hmm. So they don't. Again, you can see that they don't put 10 scoring titles here. 3 steals titles. Statistical stat leadership is not an award.
You just had a really good season. Whoop-de-doo. I'm sorry. That's something that needs to start getting tore down as well.
They added the 6 championships here. That's true. Before it didn't have the 6 championships.
10 scoring titles really proves that like the 90s was.
But they
was
do
a
got. Wait a
league.
minute. Do they got Jordan's Player of the Month and Player of the Week here? Is that what I see?
Yeah, those added to it. Those matter.
I just want to make sure.
Those matter. And he got 3 Rookie of the Months.
Mm-hmm. LeBron got 5.
Oh yeah, because he was.
Like, I've never understood like why people lean heavy on stuff that, in my opinion, that don't matter. So that's the next thing that needs to get torn down is this 10 scoring title bullcrap. It shouldn't even be. It shouldn't even be called a scoring title. It should just be said he led the league in scoring. That's it.
It's
Those
still
years.
an honor, though. It's
So
still an
there's
honor,
nothing.
though.
There's no accolade for it. There's no trophy for it. You just you had a good year. Good for you.
We all know that
I
if you
did
put.
see, I don't know if they just started, but they do give like I don't know if it's the franchise, like the team, but they are giving awards for like stat titles. I don't know if it's from the NBA or it's from the franchise itself. Because I
It's
remember
more than likely from the franchise. Because if it was the NBA, it would be somewhere.
That's why I said
I don't really care about a seasonal.
I don't think it's from the teams. I don't think it's even from the teams as well.
Stat award.
I think, I don't know. Again, I've never. There's only one scoring title trophy I've ever seen, and it was Carmelo Anthony's, supposedly. And I don't even know how true it is.
Quick question. Luka has one. I don't know if it's from the NBA, but I've seen Luka get one.
I didn't see Luka get one.
I even seen Stephen Curry get a free throw winning trophy.
That had to be given by the organization. That couldn't have been given by the NBA. I'm about to start. I'm serious. I'm about to start a whole fire because I believe that's the next thing that needs to be torn down. This mythos of 10 scoring titles. Nope, it's not a
No,
title.
I think the thing
That
that
is
needs to be torn down is that the
good for
competition
you.
to win the
Led the
scoring
league in
titles is weaker.
rebounds. Good for you. You led the league in steals. Good for
Twin
you.
Man, Twin
The
Man,
league in
leading the league in
assists. Good for
scoring
you.
is
Not a
you got to
title.
tear that down based on the competition that Jordan played. Because in his
No, I got
era,
to
he
tear
still
that
won
down
10
because
scoring
it's just a
titles.
bull crap talking point.
No,
You can
I know,
only
but that's
talk
fine. But
about
Will
what's
Chamberlain
relevant.
leading the league in rebounds 11 times, I mean, that matters. That really proves his dominance over the
Real
NBA.
quick,
they
y'all.
should
Real
start.
quick.
They start getting out a trophy for the scoring title and call it the LeBron James Award since he's the all-time leading scorer.
Hey, what
For
everybody been
anybody in
saying?
the chat talking about we lying or you got a problem, you can always hit the link and tell us where we're wrong instead of sitting down there crying in the chat.
Hey, anybody
'Cause I'm more than willing to have a conversation with you. Because again, he put it up there for what the NBA considers awards. I'm not sitting here saying this. The NBA says it's not an award. The NBA says it's not a title. So get out your feelings, put up your big girl panties, and understand you've been zesty your entire life. If you're sitting here running around talking about 10 scoring titles, I'm gonna start firing back at that shit every chance I get because that is not a title. You just had a good year, and because he chucked up more than 1,200 shots a damn season, and he didn't have any real scoring competition in his era, of course he was able to get 10. I'm sorry, 10. Lead the league in scoring 10 times.
Man.
I think what's overrated
like,
about
you can't just like shit on
I'm
everybody
doing it.
like
I'm about to
that.
say you
I'm
can't do
doing
that.
Has
I am.
Nah. Twin Man,
This
what
is
makes that
America.
scoring title? What
I have
makes it
freedom of
overrated?
speech. I do the wrong.
What makes it overrated is the fact that he won those in a weaker era. Like the best scorer
But
was
you
Karl
can't,
Malone that
nah,
he got
man.
to go
Come
against.
on, man.
That's what
You,
makes it
come
weaker.
on.
But but Ishmael, I also agree with you. The scoring title still kind of matter. It still kind of
Stop
matters.
calling the scoring title.
It's,
We are changing.
Whether
We are
it's weak
changing
or
the
not,
verbiage
like
on it
scoring
now.
Okay,
Starting
scoring
from
leader.
this Sunday, it
Scoring
would just
leader.
be lead the league in scoring.
Thank you,
Stop
scoring
calling
leader.
it a title.
Okay,
Stop
scoring
feeding
leader.
the propaganda.
Okay, scoring leader. Michael Jordan leading the league in scoring 10 times. I mean, that still matters because it proves his
No, it
dominance over
doesn't.
the NBA.
Now, I guess Twin Man won't be talking about Kobe. Don't mention Michael Jordan no more. He would.
I'm on my revolutionary shit this Sunday.
But real quick.
Viva la revolution.
Anybody been paying attention to Aaron Gordon?
He had one good game.
Yeah, he had 50.
No, he was wild. He caught he caught a 360 alley oop yesterday.
Oh yeah, that was nasty. That was nasty. So somebody asked me to bring up LeBron's awards, and as you can clearly see here, it says awards and honors for some reason, but it's still the same listed awards that Jordan had there. All defensive team, all NBA teams, the rookie team, the all-star teams, the most valuable player in the all-star game, the championships, the finals MVPs, the in-season tournament championship, the in-season tournament MVP, which obviously the NBA recognizes, the most valuable player, which is the MVP, player of the month, player of the week, rookie of the month, rookie of the year, NBA sports news, most valuable player, sporting news rookie of the year, Olympic bronze, and 3 Olympic gold medals.
You know what's crazy? It's been a concerted effort to shit on player of the week and player of the month, which are actual NBA awards and honors. But the moment you sit here and say a scoring title doesn't exist, people will call you a liar.
Well, the difference
isn't that weird?
No, there's no award. There's no award for the player of the week.
Yeah.
There is an award for player of the month.
Yeah.
Well, Twin Man, the difference is that it wasn't always like a East and West award. It was like kind of they said it was a entire NBA league award, and so that's why they don't try to count it as much.
It don't matter. It's still an award that existed since 1983, and
So
just because they
the
separated it by conference, it's still the player of the month award. You still won the award, and whether you want to call it for your conference or whatever it is, still doesn't matter. LeBron has the most by far.
So there's
even when the season from when it started. Remember, it started before LeBron James even got into the NBA. So
Yeah.
he still has the most.
So does the IBM award matter? The one
Yeah, of
that
course
David
it matters.
Robinson
If the
continued.
NBA says it does,
I don't
it
even know
does.
what that is.
Oh, okay. No, the IBM award, they used to award that in the 80s and 90s.
Is it a GOAT accolade where you can say, well, he won the IBM? I guess not, but it's an accolade he won. So what?
Yeah, like David Robinson won a
It's
ton of
not
that.
enough. You don't take away nothing from Jordan because you don't have enough as is.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's more of an accolade No, that's more of an accolade to celebrate David Robinson. Hey, Johnny,
LeBron
because
I've
he
has
used to
just,
over
win
I've
like a
just,
bunch.
LeBron James has over 150 NBA awards and honors, which is more than Kareem and Jordan put together.
That's
so
crazy.
AJ, I basically have started this revolution because I've always hated that 10 scoring title shit. I've always hated it. I've always hated it.
Why?
It's not
But
Why is
why
it
because
the least
though?
Jordan has the
you
most. Let's just I just want to preface this. It's not because Jordan has the most. I've always hated it because it's not an NBA award or accolade. That's why I've always
I
hated it. It's
mean,
just
it's still an
what
honor.
you do next season. And guess what? You had a great season. I'm taking nothing away from your season, but to make it seem like it's an NBA award for something to be lauded that can be used in a GOAT
Yo, you're
debate.
breaking in and
So
out, Twin
I
Man.
don't see. I don't
Twin
think
Man,
Yeah.
Twin
no.
Man, you're breaking up, Twin Man. You're breaking up. But another thing about that Ishmael, about them saying don't count. It's funny that they do that, but they don't do that with the Defensive Player of the Year or the Finals MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they all defensive teams, because we all know if the all defensive teams existed for Bill Russell, he'll have the most Defensive Player of the Years, and he'll definitely have 13 all defensive teams.
Yeah, so he would have the
Oh,
second most all defensive teams of all time
Yeah.
behind Tim Duncan.
Exactly. So, I mean, there's all those
Yeah.
things
like,
that factor
Jordan
in. That's
really
why
could do
again,
that.
yeah. So again, they're liars. Nobody cares. They're liars. That's why Jordan's career is not enough. It's not enough. I gotta get a shirt that says it's not enough.
I'll buy that
No, no,
shirt.
no, hey, Johnny, you know what you should do? You should get a crying Jordan.
Put the accolades on it. Get the
No, no,
accolades
no,
on
it
the
should be a
front.
crying Jordan face that says it's not enough.
It's not enough.
No, I got you, Ajani. On the front of on the front of the shirt, it should say Jordan's career, and on the back, it should say not enough.
Not enough.
And
It's
then
not
go,
enough.
and then it can be LeBron James' face with a crown on
It's
it
not
on the back.
enough.
Yeah.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
They have a heart attack.
Yeah.
No, that's bruh. I done made a list, man. I done put they done put a hit list out on me, man. Brandon,
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you my last dying words so that if anything happens to me, you can make sure my family knows. Zesty Jeffries got me. The Zesty Jeffries got me.
Brandon need to
That's
come to a take.
sad though. They
It'd be so
they're
funny.
really getting raged over an NBA debate. It's just basketball. They
Because
really
It's not
getting mad
even.
they've
over
I'm
it.
gonna tell you.
they've never had no one that they could actually have a debate with and lose to as much as they do against me. That's why they hate me the most. Because I have an answer
Oh,
for
okay.
everything that I keep telling. I told them that last night. Whatever questions you have, I have all the answers. Because they have never stated anything that would stump me.
I'm gonna be real. I love the Friday night exposure. I love Sunday, but I would have to say Saturday TikTok Takeover is now officially my favorite show because you're gonna hear some of the funniest shit on those panels, man.
Yeah,
You had
by
dude, I think you
TikTokers.
talked about it earlier. You had two dudes come up there talking about Lamont buying. He had a page full of
Boss.
bots.
Yeah, you boss. Yeah.
So they were counting them. They were counting. They kept
He
putting
was
them
like, bro, you
counting
got.
how
He's
many
like,
of
yo,
them.
it's like
You
50
got
people in here. You got
65.
like, he's like, yo, it's like 50. He's like, yo, you only got like 50 people in here, and like 100 bots. Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what?
Okay, so
What
you
are
got 50 people. Let's
Yeah.
talk basketball. Let's talk basketball.
And Lamont kept saying that. Okay, now can we talk basketball? He's like, why are you paying for why are you paying for subs though and views? I'm like, what? Well,
It's
what does
funny
it have to
He
because
said he got no TikTok motion. He said he got no TikTok motion. Just admit. I said, okay, I admit I have no TikTok motion. Can we talk basketball?
and guess what? Lucas Live came up on there and exposed himself because he exposed that he doesn't know anything about basketball and he doesn't want to talk about
that was
basketball.
funny.
Yeah, never.
Yeah.
All they want to talk about other people. Like I told you, man, they special ed students, man. Special ed students.
16-year-old girl,
I think my
high
favorite
schoolers
part of
gossiping.
the Takeover show is when they Johnny be like, no, Lamont, I got it. Ask your question. He start doing that, and they'll start asking questions. Johnny will start cooking them, and they instantly start getting mad because he has a legitimate answer for whatever they say. And they start getting mad. And he's like, why are you getting mad? You're like, I'm answering your questions. And they just get mad.
Look,
It is always gonna be
check out.
funny.
Hello, wait, check out what Gil said. Shout out to Gilbert, man. Gil is always out here
Thank you.
trolling people, man. Gil, listen, don't be sending the FBI over here, bro. We ain't doing nothing over here. We all legitimate over here, brother. Don't send nobody over here. But he says, I guess I better not share FYF TikTok videos. People will claim bots again. Again, that's what they love to do. Gil, can you imagine somebody telling you not to promote your content? That this is how horrible they are as individuals. They don't even believe in themselves. They probably don't even know how to promote it because that's what we told them. How do you find bots? Can somebody tell me where do you buy bots? if I pay
Yeah, that shit
TikTok,
was funny. He's like, yo, if
yeah,
I can go
if
buy,
I
if I
pay
can go spend
TikTok,
$30 to get
yeah,
150 bucks, I'm gonna do it right now. That shit was.
yeah, yeah. Like if you're telling me that he paid TikTok to to push his live out while he was doing his live, that who else you supposed to pay? There, it's not his fault that whoever they pushed it out to found has bots. It's like we can't stop people who I guess who have fake profiles, but the Zesty Jeffries all have fake profiles, which is the weirdest shit. It's the funniest shit. They all have
Oh,
fake
hell,
profiles.
world. It's my arch nemesis. This new world.
Oh, we got New World, DJK Assassin in the building. What's good, brother?
Salute to you, brothers.
That's good, man.
Just know the Knicks are
He
better
comes
than the
all
Lakers.
peaceful just to wreck some Zesty Jeffries' life. Well, we don't got no Zesty Jeffries up here at this point. They've I guess they learned to leave us alone. Brandon, we accomplished
Yeah,
it. They don't.
especially on Sunday. They're gonna learn by
It's
on
full
Saturday to
circles,
stop it too.
Brandon. It goes full circle. Oh, Brandon, full circle. Hey, look, they get mad that Gilbert Arenas is talking to us. Look, is Gilbert Arenas? Is that a Gilbert Arenas show? A bot show? Is that a bot robot that's commenting right there? Is this a bot?
Yeah.
Huh?
Shoot, that person looks like a bot.
Is that a bot? He said they are dumb, and it's probably just haters on fake pages just so they control. They are, because none of them show their face, Gil. None of these dudes be putting themselves in front of a camera. None of these people have their own name, nothing behind them. All they do is talk crap, and they can't talk basketball, and then they get mad. You should have seen when they found out that you were watching our show. They was like, Gilbert Arenas watches this show? What is this? They were so upset. Yeah, Buffy looks
people
like a fake
asking me in
account. Exactly.
comments.
Buffy looks like a bot account. Exactly. Look at him.
Yeah,
Looks like a
for
fake
sure.
bot. Look at this. Buffy with what picture is that? That's such a generic ass internet picture.
I know.
Yo, I had people
But I
in the
ain't gonna
chat
lie.
and asking me how long was I in the chat. I was like,
Hey,
from
go
the
ahead.
beginning. Y'all talking about?
Buffy, start a show and let's see if Gilbert comments and watches your show.
Man, I'm telling you, these daddy R's must stick, bro, because they come here to take the beating almost every Sunday. It's crazy.
Okay,
Nah, they ain't come today.
work. Tell us how bots work, because I'm interested in this, because I want more bots. The more bots that are watching this is actually better, because that's what the
Get more
future is gonna be.
engagement.
There's more
Yeah.
engagement. How do we get more bots? Tell us, how does bots work, Buffy? How do they work? Please tell us. We're interested.
Hey,
in
New World, did you hear the
Let's think
revolution?
about
You hear the revolution I'm about to start against this 10 scoring title bullshit? I'm going at it, bro.
Oh, I mean, go
Going at
do
it.
it. I
You
support
showing up
you.
to
I
ashes.
support you. Because
You're
it's
showing up to ashes.
yeah, it's just been too long. These motherfuckers really think that scoring titles are the only thing that matter because they're obsessed with Michael Jordan and they're obsessed with 30 points per game. Like, these motherfuckers have no substance outside of scoring. Because when you ask them about any other player, not just Michael Jordan, but you ask them about any other player and how they performed and what they did, the first thing they're going to look at is points. Even if a nigga had 2 points in the game, if he played excellent defense and got the game-winning block, they're not going to acknowledge that if he only has 2 points per game. Because look how they disrespect Draymond Green. Like, it's literally just these niggas are hypocrites, man.
It's sad because they don't have like a logical path to make Jordan the GOAT. Like LeBron's argument is
do.
simple. He's
They
the
have a
best
logical
all-around
path.
player
Make
who's
sure.
had the best longevity and dominated the best era of basketball for the longest period of
Right.
time. It's a
But
very
the-
easy argument.
But
Jordan
there's
doesn't have
also-
that.
There's also things that Draymond Green is better on the basketball court than Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
I mean, these niggas don't like
You
to
can't say
acknowledge
shit
that.
like that. One point. That's why they don't like it. How dare you say
Yeah.
something like that?
We should have who's the better defender, Jordan or Draymond? Who's the better
Oh my
passer?
God! Don't get
Jordan
me
or
started
Draymond?
on
Who's the
that.
better
Don't get me
playmaker?
started. They think
Jordan
Michael
or
Jordan
Draymond?
was shutting people down. I heard Lamont had them all upset when he gave them the list of the players that Jordan was getting rocked by in 1988, and they never watched
Otis
it. They don't
Bird
want.
song.
They don't want none. They don't know
John
none of the
Long.
information.
John Long got hurt.
Oh,
yeah, I was trolling them with
Otis Bird song
for a few months.
Doc Rivers gives you 30. You know your defense is trash when Doc Rivers gives you 30. I'm just saying. Your defense
Doc
trash,
Rivers
bro.
gave
Doc-
him a triple-double, nigga,
sure.
not just 30. He gave him a triple-double, nigga. Yeah, they said niggas had career highs on him. Yeah, bro, you let role players come off the bench and give you career highs, nigga. Come on now. Reggie Miller came off the bench and gave him smoke when John Long got
I bet Otis Bird song right now tells his grand.
Yeah, I could Michael Jordan.
Oh, they got even more
Remember
mad when I
Reggie
said
said
Jordan had no
before,
elite
ain't
mid range. They was like, get out of here. Jordan was never
Remember
no
we
not
said
an elite
all
mid
the
range.
time, ain't nobody born after 2000 named Otis.
I don't know. What is this? Again, I blame. This is the media's fault for building this godlike mythology behind Michael Jordan that
Yeah.
honestly is of the NBA. So when you have people going back and looking at it, and it's
Yeah,
like,
that's
no,
exactly what I'm about to say.
we're no one's. And see, this is the bad part. We're
Tell us
not
to go
saying
back and
Jordan
watch.
is trash. They believe any critique you put on Jordan means you're saying Jordan is trash.
And
We're
Jordan's
saying,
trash, nigga.
That shit is trash, man.
nah,
That shit trash. If we gonna say fuck the 10 stickers
nah.
brothers,
Hold
that
on,
shit
hold on,
gotta be
hold on,
trash.
Robert. I'm not
Nah,
saying
bro.
Jordan's
The
trash.
more
I'm just saying let's take the mythology away from it.
yeah, because the
Jordan
more
does
I
not
watch, the more
say
it's
he
more
has
the
an
more I
elite.
watch.
I don't
It
think
don't
people
even
understand what
matter.
the word
It's too much.
elite means,
They
There is
don't.
more film from the 1980s and 1990s now than it was in the 1980s and 1990s. They told us to
which is
go back
crazy.
and watch. The more I watch, the worse it get.
No, but hold on. One
Cause
boy, remember last night I asked that dude, Great Scott, because he said how he watched Jordan, because he was older than all of us, because he said he graduated high school in '87, right? So he was older than all of us, and I
yeah,
told
he
him, I
was
said,
old
okay,
enough.
in 1987, you were 18 years old. Do you believe you know more about basketball when you were watching it in 1987 or when you're watching it right now? He was like, well, obviously, watching it right now. I said, okay, that's exactly what we're doing. We're watching it right now. And we're watching it right now, we can make that assessment, better assessment. Because that's what I told him. Where are you going to make a better assessment? You at 18 or you at 50? He was like, at 50. I said, exactly. So we're watching it now and we can make a better assessment now. That's just trash, nigga. That's just trash.
It is. I mean, the main thing, Johnny, is that they think that if you criticize Jordan, and this also applies to Kobe, that you're hating on them or that you're being disrespectful, even if you're telling the truth.
No, but you know what's funny? That you say that,
Telling the
New
truth
World.
is hating to these niggas.
No, but that's them snitching on themselves because they're the main ones who tell you that we must be able to criticize players. So they're basically telling us that yeah, we can hate on players. That's why I said they want you to hate on anybody but Kobe and Mike. You can't do that. That's
Hey,
just the facts.
hey, you know the funny thing is, when Ajani asked Great Scott, how old were you in 1987? There are a lot of Jordan fans out there who, if you ask them that question, they can't give you an answer because they weren't alive. Like that just goes to show you that they didn't watch basketball back then. They didn't play basketball. They don't remember 1987 or were alive. Like it's
No, nor did
embarrassing.
they watch 1987 basketball. Like I told them, they were mad because they was like, "Yo, you only watch 8 games." I said, "Bruh, you watch 0. So
Right.
if my
Yeah.
8 games mean nothing, what does your 0 games mean? Must mean worse. So you can't get mad at me because
Yeah.
I'm watching the games. How many games you want me to watch? You want me to sit here and just watch game after game after game? No, it's gonna take some time. He was like, "Well, I would rather wait till you get to 100 games watched before you start talking about it." I said, and he said it's not his whole 15-year career, which is funny because the guy who gave y'all Jordan's 3-year sample for over 100 games was enough for you. You didn't say, "Hey, go get me all of Jordan's numbers in all of his games." But you're mad at me for getting the film and it doesn't show what you say that y'all keep telling us about Jordan. That's the point. The film doesn't show what y'all say. I don't see an elite mid-range shooter. I see a guy who's an average mid-range shooter. And he's taking jump shots from the perimeter because he can't get to the paint. Because he can't dribble as well as players that I see today dribble. LeBron James would need a mid-range jumper in the 90s or the 80s because he would just get to the basket at will. At will.
Yeah. It would be.
And the guy who started all of this is here right now, and he has yet to show up on now one of these games we've been watching.
Mm. Yeah, I think it's just crazy how they just try to use that 4-year sample size against LeBron's whole 20-year career and try to say he's a better shooter, a better
No, they
mid-range
try to
shooter.
use 4 games. I can't use Jordan's 8 games, but they can use the 4 games of the NBA Finals of 2007 and say LeBron can't shoot.
Yeah, that's the thing. They like to cut out these small sample sizes to make a point. Just like how they refused to acknowledge LeBron's career after 2011.
It's sad at this point. It's sad at this point because literally a lot of their arguments make no sense. And like again, just listening to these dudes talk on the TikTok on Saturday, it really makes me believe if you were born in like 95 and after, if you were born in the 90s and especially after 2000, if you have Jordan as your GOAT, that's because your dad and your granddad basically brainwashed you into believing Jordan's the GOAT.
And this is another thing they brought up. This is another thing that was brought up as well. This is another thing that
If
was
you were
brought up as
born
well.
after 1990, Twin Man.
Yeah,
I would say that.
I tell you this: if you were born in the '80s, you didn't watch Jordan play, bro. Both
You were a
Blaine and I
kid.
were born before '85. I was 12 years old when Jordan won his three-peat. bro, I don't know about basketball. I don't know what I was watching then, bro.
I watched it, but I couldn't tell you what I
Yeah,
was
that's what I'm
watching.
saying. I can tell anybody who started watching the games as a 15, 16, 17-year-old, I will accept that. Even if you was maybe a little bit younger because you grew in a household with a basketball like dad that you sat and watched basketball games with. But even with that, I would still not listen to a 12-year-old talk basketball with me. But I can listen to a 15, 16, 17-year-old. If you're in middle school, going into high school, 7th, 8th grade, going into 9th grade, that's where I can say, okay, your true basketball fandom start at, where you can comprehend the game to a certain degree. But again, they can't talk basketball because look, we got this guy named Bob the Builder who asked me earlier, where do I rank Anthony Davis? They want me to disrespect Anthony Davis because you're not gonna like where I rank Anthony Davis. I don't rank Anthony Davis because I don't know where he's at all time. But as far as in today's NBA, he's definitely top 20. You might make him top 15, but I got him top 20. I don't think he's in my top 15 players in the league. And then hold on, before you go there, he asking me where I got Kobe. Kobe is ranked 8th all time on our list. On my list and on our GOAT James Kingdom official list, he's 11th. So that answers your question. So, but let's SFM in here. Let's let SFM in here because he was the reason why we're watching these Jordan games. Yo, SFM, you see what you started? Now they mad that we watching these Jordan games.
I think that's horrible what you said about Kobe at 8th. I think Kobe belongs anywhere between 1 through 3. Really,
okay, we don't care what you think. Nobody
that
cares
is probably
what
the
you
dumbest
think.
thing I've ever heard.
Again, listen, stop, guys,
thing I've ever
stop. Don't come up here. Nobody cares what you think, SFM, and where you got players ranked. We got your criteria. Kobe's nowhere in the top 3. So again, answer my question. Why are you the one who set off this catalyst of me watching these games and all the Zesty Jeffrey's upset because we're exposing Michael Jordan's mid-range now? How do you feel about that?
Because there's only been 4 players in NBA history to win the All Defensive Team, the first team. To win regular season MVP, have an All-Star selection, be a scoring champ in All NBA first team, and be the MVP of the league, and be Finals MVP. And it's only 4 players that ever did that. You know who that is?
I know Mike is one.
No, it's all Mike.
So it's only one player.
Nobody.
Okay. So it's only one player, not 4 players.
And 4 seasons. Okay, 4 seasons is not. It's not enough. It's not enough. SFM. It's not enough.
He's the only player to do that, and he did it one time.
It's not enough.
I mean, he did it 4 times.
Okay, LeBron's the only player to have over 20 All-NBA.
Guys, listen, it's not enough. It's still not enough. We know this already. It's not enough. 4 seasons is not enough. 4 seasons is not enough.
I have a question. SFM, do 4 seasons make Michael Jordan the greatest player of all time? Just 4 seasons?
No, his whole prime make him the greatest player of all time.
When is his prime?
Doesn't have the greatest prime.
Well, let me say this.
When is prime?
We could go from the start of when he was in the league to 1998.
So 84 to 98.
Yeah, we could just do it like that.
So. Okay. I mean, I guess if you think, what's that, 13 seasons?
Just 13. So you got to compete with 13 seasons, and 13 seasons, half of those seasons, he won the championship 6 times. Out of 13 seasons, he was a 10-time scorer.
It's not enough.
Yeah,
I like longevity to me.
So I have a question. So what do you do with Bill Russell, who won 11 and 13?
Well, Bill Russell don't have all the extra factors.
What's the extra ones?
Between those 13 years, it was only 3 times that he did win the scoring title. 10 of the 13 years, he was the scoring champ in the NBA.
No,
that was not Bill Russell.
Hold on, wait. Bill Russell won the rebounding title. He won the rebounding title 5 times, and he definitely had the most blocks in the NBA, way much more than 6 times. So he actually does have more than Jordan.
Scoring titles.
But
there's no such.
And I would say he led the league in blocking at least 7 to 8 times.
Nah, they don't got the block.
And not to mention, he would have led the league in steals as well, multiple times as well.
They don't got the block. They don't got the block.
It doesn't. Again, listen. SFM. There's a difference between Jordan's and Bill Russell's blocks and steals because Bill Russell actually got blocks and steals that were not recorded, while Jordan actually had blocks and steals that were recorded. He never actually got.
Yeah, I understand that, but
some more questions for you though.
So that doesn't
It
help
was
you. So
question for you.
in the circumference of everything we're talking about, with all you just stated about Michael Jordan, it's still not enough. And just to answer your question, Mac Def, it's not enough because it's not enough to make Jordan the GOAT. 4 seasons
so
doesn't make Jordan the GOAT. 10 scoring titles don't make Jordan the GOAT.
so
6
so let me ask you
championships
something.
in 13 years don't make Jordan the GOAT. So
So let
guess what that means? It's not
all
enough.
right. All right, so let me ask you something. Let's just say this out. This thing gonna take number 30 seconds. So somebody to where you gotta compare about 13 years of his prime to which that made him the greatest of all
King
time.
John.
He was able to win 10 scoring titles. He was able
Yes.
to win six
Again with this
championships without
fucking
losing.
scoring,
He
His
man.
won
prime wasn't long
five.
enough. It
He
wasn't
won
30
long enough.
five
seconds.
finals.
Let him go. He got 30 seconds. Stop, guys. Damn.
He
All
won
right.
five Finals MVP. He led the playoffs and point and playoffs and stuff multiple times. He led the regular season and the season in multiple times. He's the only player to be all that what I said: MVP, Finals MVP, first team defense, win the scoring title. He did that 4 different times. He's the only player. He did that 4 different times. There's only been one player to ever do that. One player. If we talk about a season where you just want the most tremendous accolades for one season, you get credited. That's Michael Jordan's season. He there and got every accolade except for Defensive Player of the Year. So for the 4 seasons. So when I'm talking about the totality, I can always say that Michael Jordan is either the greatest scorer of all time. He can be either the greatest two-way. He can
Okay, that's it right
Oh,
there. You said you had 30
oh,
seconds. You want to
oh,
get in, Brandon?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to ask him, like, okay, you're saying that Michael Jordan, this 13 years, it was the greatest. What are those? Tell me, like, the five best players that he was going up against to make those 13 years the best years ever versus the best competition. So, what are these five? Just give me five players.
Otis Bird song.
uh Magic Johnson,
Okay, Magic, he won one title when he was in the NBA. Go.
Larry Bird.
He never beat Larry Bird. Go. So
You
those
you
two.
just said
Okay.
you said
I'm just
who
saying, like you saying that he dominated all these players, but those two he didn't dominate. So go.
all right. So we just put name the players that he dominated.
Mhm.
Magic
No, I'm just
Johnson.
saying, yeah, you got to
Magic
name
You
Johnson.
people.
can't name 80 players.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
just saying he didn't dominate those players. They
all right,
dominated him.
all right. Let's talk about players he dominated. Magic Johnson.
Oh, like a
He
talk
didn't.
football.
He didn't dominate Magic
Are
Johnson.
you dumb? Magic Johnson's an 80s player. Name
Okay,
players from
okay,
Jordan's
okay.
90s.
Magic Magic
Just let him have
Johnson lost
magic.
in 19 and
Yeah,
Magic King
just
Shay
let him have
Michael Jordan
magic
beat Magic
because
Johnson in
Okay, but
1994.
he was older, and we're talking
no,
about players from his era. That's
Magic
no,
one
Johnson
time.
had just won
we're
MVP the year
saying that when
before.
Magic was in the league, he won more MVPs than Jordan, more titles than Jordan. That's what we're saying when he was in the league with Magic. Magic outplayed Michael Jordan when they were in the league together. So you said Magic and Larry, which they both outplayed Jordan when he was in the league. So next,
But Michael beat Magic. Like Michael
Okay, go
beat
ahead. You
Magic.
got
okay,
Magic and Bird.
go.
Go. You got two guys. Three more.
So look, we just gonna do it like this.
Yeah,
Magic, Clyde Drexler,
no,
uh,
okay, Clyde.
Charles Barkley, Karl
Okay,
Malone,
Clyde Carmelo. Okay,
Shaquille O'Neal, Penny Hardaway, Alonzo Mourning, Gary Payton,
Yeah.
um, Isaiah Thomas.
he
Uh,
What?
definitely did dominate him.
Definitely
Okay,
didn't.
okay. Let me just stop you there. So
Definitely.
you name a lot of players who's not even top 50 all time that say was the best era of all time, right? Like Magic and Larry dominated Jordan. So by including them as someone that just like we would say Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain, Wilt Chamberlain actually dominated Bill Russell because he won 11 titles while he was in the league with him. So the era that you're talking about, Jordan was just dominating everybody. It was not the era that you guys think it was.
Yeah.
Not only that, to summarize what he said about Michael Jordan and all the things that Michael Jordan did, again, it's still not enough because when we look at what Bill Russell did in 11 seasons, winning 8 championships in a row, something that Michael Jordan could have never done, not to mention the 11 championships he's won. He won as a player and a coach back-to-back NBA championships, meaning he was the player and the coach on the team. He won back-to-back championships. He didn't quit because Red Auerbach quit. He became the coach of the team and won back-to-back championships as player coach. Not only that, he led the NBA in playoff in rebounds by the end of his career. He had the highest rebounds per game in the playoffs in the NBA still to this day, which is Bill Russell. Let's not even begin to talk about Wilt Chamberlain. When you said Jordan won those four seasons, well, for in the entire career for Wilt Chamberlain, he won every award and honor that existed in the NBA. Jordan can't say that.
Yeah, they expose themselves, man.
So when you bring in all these things up about Jordan, which we all are aware of, like we keep telling y'all, there's nothing about Michael Jordan's career that we don't know. In fact, we know more about Michael Jordan's career than you do. And with all that you said, with everything you said, SFM, Michael Jordan is still not enough.
The 80s, they keep bringing up 80s players. They can't bring up 90s players. It's always 80s players.
Listen, when I brought up the 90s players, I brought up Karl Malone.
Okay.
I brought up Charles Barkley.
Okay.
I brought up Shaquille O'Neal. I brought up
he might not. He's probably a 2000 player, but that's fine.
I brought up.
He didn't even dominate Shaquille O'Neal. They're 1-1 in the 90s.
Yeah, but they're not better. All those guys you mentioning are not better than Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, Elgin Baylor, Jerry West, Oscar Robinson. These guys are all top 20 players easily in NBA history. Barkley's not top 20 in NBA history. Clyde Drexler's definitely not top 30 in NBA history. Karl Malone is probably the only player that you could put in the top 20 out of all the players you mentioned. Shaq, yeah, he beat Shaq. If you want to give Shaq as being his competition in the 90s. But the 90s Shaq is really not a top 10 player. It's the 2000 Shaq that makes him a top 10 player.
Yeah, 2000.
Gary Payton is not top 20 or even top 30. You mentioned who else there? That's really
a lot of now top 50 players.
Karl Malone is really all you got. Even Isaiah Thomas, people don't have Isaiah Thomas in the top 10.
Johnny, notice how they
a lot of these guys are not in the top 20.
Why can't you guys bring up Hakeem Olajuwon?
We'll give you Shaq, Hakeem Olajuwon. I mean,
David Robinson.
Hakeem Olajuwon, he didn't mention those guys. He could have said those. He didn't mention.
That's the whole point. They shorthand themselves. They can't bring up Hakeem and David Robinson.
Okay. I love when y'all do this because this is the easy always cook. And I always say this because y'all always tend to get offended by this, but this is just the truth. That what LeBron did, that Michael Jordan did do, he did. Let's say Charles Barkley would have won a championship at a point in time in his career. Won Finals MVP or any of that. Whenever he went against Jordan and all that. Would that validate him as a top 20 player of all time? Hell yeah. What if Karl Malone had won the championship? Could we still debate whether he the greatest power forward of all time? Now, let me say this real quick. The thing is, for a lot of those dudes is not top 20s and top 25. Because Michael Jordan didn't let them be how LeBron had let a lot of other niggas like Kawhi Leonard come and play and be considered a top 30 or Curry be considered top 10. That's a lot off of what they did off of LeBron back. Niggas ain't getting no rip off of Jordan
wait.
Now you can say
I have a question to that.
Leave it at that.
I have a question to that. Okay, that's cool. I have a question to that.
Nigga.
How many years did Charles Barkley play in the NBA?
He been on, I think since 85.
Okay, how many years did?
He got he got drafted the same year as Jordan.
So how many years did he play?
I don't know. I don't know when he retired. I don't know the year.
Let's just say he played 16 years. This is play say 16 years. How many times did he play Jordan in the finals?
One time.
So how is Michael Jordan keeping him from winning titles when they only played once in 16 years?
Because the titles that the time that he did get a chance to win a title, when he was MVP, he was considered the best. He already had a great resume. Besides that, if
LeBron wasn't able to get to the final.
Why do you make it wild? That's what I'm saying.
Listen,
all right,
when it was time,
let me hear him answer it. Let me hear him answer why you only made it one.
When it was time for him to really make his mark on the game at that time, Michael Jordan completely shut that down and took him away from him. That's something that LeBron didn't execute.
Okay, so you're saying Charles Barkley only had one good year. So how the hell is he in your top 20? If you're by your words, he only had one good year out of 16.
No, I did say Charles Barkley in my top 20. I said that Charles Barkley was able to pull off at least one ring, but that one ring that he was going to be able to pull off, he got shut down. He could be
that's a lie.
He had chances in 94, 95. Charles Barkley from going back to the finals of the Western Conference. I just want to understand
how that. He sounds like he wasn't good enough.
Like, it's just a fact.
He sounds like he wasn't great enough.
That's what I'm hearing. Now this nigga's making so many fucking excuses.
That was a nice excuse you made, though. I like that excuse you made. He just wasn't
it's not an
good
excuse.
enough.
Hold on, it's not an excuse. Let me say something to you. Say something to
Hey,
you.
hey, B, hold on. You've been doing a lot of talking XFM. Hold up. If we all had a fifth, we'd be drunk. That's fun. You're sitting here talking about all these players were able to win on the back of LeBron. No, he actually had good competition. See, whereas the Bums in Jordan's era couldn't get back to the finals, you had great teams who actually had the ability to get back to the finals, like the Spurs.
To be fair, bro, that's
While you're
not
sitting
fair
here,
to be honest.
and when they couldn't get back to the finals on their own, you know what they decided to do? They decided to team up so they could get to the finals. So to sit here and pretend like Jordan stopped somebody, no, he just always had the best team. That's why he was able to.
SFM, I want to ask you a question.
I'm making it seem like Jordan always won these championships. He had the best team in the league for 6 years. But to sit here and pretend like
how many
these
top
dudes
20 players?
they were books and they were only able to get there once.
How many?
Hold on, Keisha, I feel respect you. 20 now. You could put the however you want. If you want to say that, that's fine. But in the midst of that, you could talk about the teams. But the midst of that, we could say that for a lot of LeBron from 2011 to about 2019. He either had the best team in the East for shit, sure. For that whole decade.
LeBron, answer the question about Jordan, nigga. God damn.
Listen. Let me finish.
No, I don't want to hear your tangent about LeBron James.
LeBron did not have the
Answer the
best
question
team in
about
the
Jordan.
East from 2018. I mean, from 2011 all the way to 2000.
That is bullshit, by the way.
And then when you think of this, and this just a fact, it's something that y'all can't dispute of. I know y'all finna go crazy, but this just a fact. Y'all can't dispute this. This just a fact. Michael Jordan, in terms of going against competition in his road up to the finals, the Eastern Conference, the 3 rounds before the finals, is just a fact. He went against much harder competition.
That's not true. No, that's not true. So that's a lie.
That's false.
Hold on.
That's a lie.
What was his hard competition in the East?
He went
Who was his
against
hard
more
competition in the East?
Okay, who? More competition.
Go.
He did.
Go.
He did. You had
who? Go. Tell me.
You had the Birds. You had the Birds Celtics.
They swept them. That wasn't competition for the Celtics.
Listen, you had the Birds. So we just talking about who would against more.
No, I'm just saying, like he literally couldn't win a game versus them.
Hold on. Let me finish. You had the Detroit Pistons.
Let's talk about the 90s, please.
Let me rephrase this. Who did Jordan beat in the East? Let's keep it there because we don't care where he couldn't make it. Who did he beat to say that he dominated these players? Who did he beat?
Bro, you there?
Hold on, say it again, bro.
Who did he beat? Because you say he dominated all these players. So who did he beat in the East that was so dominant?
That was so dominant. Shaquille O'Neal was dominant.
They 1-1. Okay, go. It was split 50-50 with Shaq.
Yeah, okay, now are we talking about the players or?
Okay, we are talking about who he dominated. Okay, let me rephrase this. He's 1-1 with Orlando. Is that better? Instead of saying Shaq, Orlando. Is that better?
Okay, Orlando. Okay,
1-1. So that's a split.
Okay, we can talk about Orlando. We can look at the New York and Knicks teams.
We all know New York didn't have a dominant team back in the 90s.
No, we just talking about the great. But no.
They were good.
Keep it good times. That these was great teams though.
Okay. The Knicks. He actually beat the Knicks more times than they beat them.
Go. Okay, yeah, but that doesn't mean that they're not great teams. It just
I know. Go.
But it's just the ace on the other team is on the other team.
Okay,
yeah. On the other team.
Michael Jordan's a lot better than Patrick Ewing, and Scottie Pippen's a lot better than their best player. Though, so go.
Matter of fact, Scottie Pippen is better than Ewing himself. So I mean.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go.
Listen.
Okay. Go. Next. Next.
I feel like Scott. It's King Solomon side. You said some real shit there. Yeah.
Okay. Next.
Yeah.
You said what?
Next. Okay, next.
I'm just naming the great teams.
I know. Next.
Is he the great teams that he beat between those times?
Okay, what's the team?
He beat to win those championships.
Uh-huh.
He beat the Alonzo. He beat the Miami Heat. Well,
Miami. Okay, those were not. Come on,
he
Miami.
Beat the
Come
Orlando
on.
Magic. He beat the
1-1.
He had to start. Then he came back and beat the Miami Heat when they picked up Alonzo. When they had Alonzo Mourning, Muzzy Bowles, and Larry Johnson. and they had
Oh,
Larry Johnson and Dale Curry, all them on the same
they
team.
had Rodman, Scotty, and Mike. Next, what's
What's
these
next?
dominant teams? What are these dominant East teams you're talking about?
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Just slow your roll. Just slow your roll.
The
So
Mookie Blaylock Atlanta Hawks
the
with
great
Steve Smith
teams.
and
Listen,
Yeah,
Matumbo
the
Mookie
great team.
Blaylock, that's all that they really got.
and
they
Tyrone
The
say
Taylor,
game.
Jordan's
he said
competition
he's
ran
great
more
East
from the
team.
cops than they ran on the court. Man, this shit needs to stop.
So
Come on, we still waiting for this one great team in the East.
They're all in the
I,
80s. They're not in
you
the 90s.
said give you one great team. I already said Orlando Magic.
How
They
about
was
this?
They were
it.
1-1. That's 50
How
50.
about this?
It's 50
SFM.
50.
SFM. Give me a team in the East Jordan faced that had 4 All-Stars.
go.
Not one had 4 All-Stars.
LeBron faced 2 teams in the East with 4 All-Stars. You know that, right?
Wait, Johnny, wasn't it
That's
3? Because he
cool.
faced the '06 Pistons, the 2011
Oh,
Celtics,
you're
and the
correct.
2015
That's 3 teams. You know LeBron James faced 3 teams in the Eastern Conference with 4 All-Stars, correct?
Everybody on the '06 Pistons was not an All-Star that year, sir. What are you talking about?
You
What?
They
saying
had 4
everybody said
All-Stars.
4.
They had
I said
4.
4.
Who was the 4 All-Stars you was talking about?
Rip Hamilton, Ben Wallace, Chauncey Billups, uh,
And Tayshaun Prince.
and Tayshaun Prince,
Nah,
and
it might
Rasheed
have.
Wallace. My bad,
Nah, it
Rasheed
probably
Wallace.
was. It might have been Chauncey, Rip, Sheed, and Ben. I don't think
Yeah,
Tayshaun was there.
I don't think
that's
it
what
was
it was.
Sheed. I don't think it was
Bruh,
Sheed. I think it was
No,
Tayshaun.
it was
But go ahead.
Sheed. It was Sheed.
Bro. Listen, what is y'all talking about? Like Tayshaun Prince never made an All-Star game in his day
I
in his
just, I
career.
just
Okay,
said
then,
that.
so then it's
I just
Wallace
said
then, but
that.
they had 4 All-Stars on the 2006 team. I forgot about that. Matter of fact, since we're talking about that 2006 team, has Jordan ever faced a team with 3 All-NBA players and 2 All-NBA players on their roster?
I can't think of the bag. That's something I have to go search up.
That would be no.
Sir. He never.
That's
That's a
let me
definite no.
ask you this.
That's a
Can I
definite
ask
no.
you?
Did Michael Jordan? Wait, did LeBron James ever lose to a team in the Eastern Conference that had no All NBA player and no All Defensive player on their roster?
That would be no.
No, but let me ask you a question.
Jordan did. So Jordan did. So by the standards that we're using, which are real basketball tangible measurements, you just said it's just a fact because you said it. We're actually using tangible accolades to show you that the Eastern Conference during LeBron James's reign was tougher than Jordan, and he faced a tougher competition than Jordan.
Can I ask you? Can I ask you this? Has Michael Jordan ever faced a team that didn't have a winning record in the NBA in the playoffs and going to go win his championships?
Michael Jordan was that team.
Yes,
Yes,
He had back-to-back seasons, 91 and 92.
Absolutely.
And Michael Jordan was that team as well.
What teams did he face? Because I'm saying
the Bimbo Coles Miami Heat.
Because LeBron.
He played against the New York Knicks and the Miami Heat, who were both under 500 and under 40 games at that.
And the Knicks was one of your great teams.
Okay. But LeBron played teams that had negative records too. In terms of the
You just asked, and I answered your question. Let me ask you
I'm
this.
about to say.
All right, let me ask you this. In LeBron's era, did an NBA team ever make the playoff with 30 wins?
No.
No.
Okay, how about this? Did a team ever make the playoffs in LeBron's in the Eastern Conference with 35 wins?
No.
No.
Okay, that happened both in the 80s and the 90s in the East. So that means the East had weak competition, sir.
Nah, I understand. I just
And Jordan Bulls was one of those teams.
I just have to say on an overall, not only did Michael Jordan, he beat more 50+ win teams than LeBron. That's crazy.
He also beat more 60-loss teams than LeBron too. So gotta hold that up.
But I just say that they did.
Yeah, they had this most 60 loss.
Let me ask you a question, SFM.
90s.
You showed up on Sunday show. Do you actually pay attention to any of our content? Do you listen to anything that we do here in Go James Kingdom? Anything at all?
No.
I just want to make sure. No. So you've never heard me talk about the team's playoff records. Can you name the amount of 50-win teams Jordan beat that he had a worse record than?
No.
Can you name the amount of 60-win teams Michael Jordan beat that had a better record than his team?
No.
What about 70-win teams? No.
No.
No. Yeah, no. Hey, Twitter, see how he's quiet? See how he's quiet?
That's too much detail.
Now listen. Now take this information we're giving to you, okay? SFM, go run back to the Zesty Jeffrey Coalition, and everywhere they're standing at, and ask them, why can't we get a 20v1 versus Ajani? Here's all the evidence he's going to bring in the debate. Who can help us? We need y'all, because you need 20 of you. With 20 of you, somebody can actually make a good argument for Jordan. But whenever you do that, you can come back. But for now, we're going to move on to other people because you're just getting exposed harshly here.
I'm going to be honest with y'all.
Hey, Johnny, I think it should be a new rule here in Go James. We are no longer calling it the scoring title. It is leading the league.
I just want to say that I honestly don't think competition matters that to a degree, especially with different eras. It's because
no, it does. It does.
No,
it does.
Constantly trying to
the competition.
Let him finish. Damn, Two-Man. Go ahead, Ishmael.
It's because it's hard to recognize. I mean, obviously, like Jordan's era is not as good as this era and whatnot, but it's really the most important thing is the impact because the conversations get real nasty, and it kind of gets pointless because you can point out to who's this and who's that. I know Ajani, the reason from my understanding, I believe Ajani did those things like the teams facing the better record and stuff was to show that Jordan fans, like, if you're going by this, then LeBron faces the better challenges. He faced the more all NBAs. But all in all, a player can't control, they can't control the competition they face. They can only do the impact that they give on the court. And that's what's just the most important thing. And we can't just devalue the impact that players had done from the previous era just because of what how we feel about their competition. You see what I'm saying? So just
really.
The problem with that, Ishmael, is that there's the problem with there's no crying in the GOAT debate. They are the ones who told us. They're the ones who tell us Jordan that LeBron is playing in the weak East. No one says that. They're the ones. Yeah,
I understand the issue. They're the ones discrediting LeBron for it.
Yeah,
and we have to come back. We just gonna say, okay, that's not nice.
No, we're not gonna cry about it. We're not gonna cry about it. We're not gonna say, well,
give them information.
Yeah, we're gonna give information and prove why they're lying. That's the point, because that's the facts.
And the people on my end, we gonna shut down everything these people say because competition does matter. So the competition,
competition matters. LeBron plays tougher competition.
Why?
He plays tougher competition.
No. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why competition. Let me tell you why competition matters. Competition matters in any sport because you're compared amongst your peers.
And LeBron faced tougher competition than Jordan did.
Let him cook for a second. Go ahead.
Grilled cheese is coming down the line. Grilled cheese is coming down the line, y'all. Grilled cheese is coming down the line.
Listen. You are compared amongst your peers. Not something I would say, because I'm a Kobe fan. LeBron went against tougher competition than LeBron on the perimeter. That's just a fact. I mean, LeBron went against tougher competition than Michael Jordan on the perimeter. That's just a fact.
No, he didn't.
That just is what it is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. It's just a fact.
Do you know LeBron played way better for... He went head to head with better small forwards than Kobe.
No, he said LeBron went up against better competition than Jordan on the wing, right?
To Kobe. He said to Kobe.
Listen to Kobe or LeBron. Kobe and LeBron played harder competition than he did on the perimeter.
Bro,
no, he did not.
LeBron faced
yes, he did.
two top 30 players of all time at his position.
Kevin Durant.
One says yes, they do. They play better, and another says yes, my guy plays better. But then it's like, what?
LeBron James faced Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, Paul Pierce, Carmelo Anthony, Paul George, Jimmy Butler, Jason Tatum, all of them in the prime.
He got it. But at least what Johnny says, he uses something more tangible. He says all NBAs and stuff. But still, bro, you just answered to what you said. You said that why competition matters. Why does competition matter when they're all performing?
Come on,
I just want to know that.
Doug Christie, man, these guys are
It's subjective because, you have to. If you're trying to evaluate who played against the better competition, you have to evaluate based off of how players match up against one another. Because if you're trying to use team record to conflate which team was better than the other, and that's just retarded. Because in the 90s, we all know that a lot of those win-loss records were inflated because of how trash the league was in the expansion era. So just because a few top-heavy teams are getting like 65-plus wins and Michael Jordan beating them, it doesn't necessarily mean that those teams were necessarily worthy of those 60 wins, especially if the league had more parity. So at the end of the day, You're just exposing the lack of competition that Jordan had when you talk about him beating all these 60-win teams. Like they're fake 60-win teams. They're not real 60-win teams.
Wait. Again, Ishmael is asking a very simple question. Why does competition matter? I'm going to give you a very simple answer. This is why Jesse Jeffries don't like me. I get directly to the point. Because Michael Jordan's career is not enough. We have to dress it up. We have to dress it up. His career is not enough. That's it. His career is not enough. He played in the toughest era. He had 6 championships in the toughest era. Physical era. Handshaking. That is a part of him being the GOAT because his career is not enough.
You know what he said? He said 2 things that expose himself. First of all, Scottie Pippen, you can't bring up Patrick Ewing when Michael Jordan's second best player, Scottie Pippen, was better than him. So he had his second best player be better than the opposing team's best player. That's number 1. Number 2, and this is most important.
Don't make no
you gotta keep bringing up 80s players. You got to keep bringing up 80s players like Magic Johnson and Larry Bird because it proves how weak the 90s was. If Jordan played in the 80s with his Bulls team, he would not win anywhere close to 6 championships.
All right, Keisha, let me say this. In tougher listen, Jordan East Conference had a high number of strong teams that was 60 plus and 50 plus win teams on average than LeBron. Michael Jordan had to go through legendary teams that was in the East, such as the Celtics, such as the Pitt.
He didn't go through them. He never went through them. He lost
talking about that he had to play. I'm talking about that he had
to play. Went through.
That's like saying the Cavs had the hardest role because they had to go through Golden State. Why did he get credit for losing to Golden State? Why the hell did Jordan get credit for losing to Boston?
Listen,
let me go, please let me go.
Hold on. I'm gonna let you twin up. I'm gonna let you go.
That's a bad. Hold up. What legendary team did he go through? Because the legendary team he was supposed to
talk about the teams that he played.
Thank you. He lost to the Pistons. He lost to the Celtics.
Again, y'all keep avoiding what he's saying. Again, SFM, are you saying a 60-win team is better than a 55-win team?
Nah, I'm not saying that. Like, what is
okay. So why does Jordan beating more 60-win and 50-win teams mean it's better competition?
Nigga, no, exactly. I'm saying on average.
I understand that. Why is the team record a symbol for being a better team? Why is that?
I'm just saying on average. I'm not saying that they're a better team.
Okay, so why do you so how is that? So why is that? How is that evidence? Then why are you saying it if it's not evidence to state your claim that was tougher competition?
Because this is like me saying I can't compare LeBron as facing teams that got 40-something wins. 40
I got what you're saying. So that means you're saying a team that won 50 games is better than a team that won 45 games, correct?
A team that won 60 games is a better team than won 40-some games.
Okay, then. So that's why I asked you, name me the teams that Jordan beat that had a better record than him that had 50 wins. Because that means what you're saying is Jordan's team is better than the team he's facing, so they're not competition. They're inferior to his team. Yeah. He has the better team. So again, LeBron James were beating teams with better record than him. So how many teams did Jordan beat that had a better record than his team at 50 wins?
What teams LeBron beat that had a better record than him?
He beat the 2006 Detroit Pistons.
2015 Hawks.
They lost in 2006. No, they lost to the 2006.
I'm saying 2007. I'm sorry, 2007. He beat the 2007 Detroit Pistons. I'm sorry, wrong year. 2007 Detroit Pistons, who had a better record than him.
2011 Bulls.
He beat the
2015 Hawks.
He beat the 2015 Hawks that had a better record than him. He beat the 2018 Celtics, the 2018 Toronto Raptors, who all had a better
Bulls.
record than his team in those playoffs. He beat the 2011 Bulls, who had a better record than his team in the playoffs. And I believe they beat the Indiana Pacers in 2014, who had a better record than the Heat.
He beat the Memphis Grizzlies and
he beat the Memphis Grizzlies and
23.
And he beat Golden State in 2023. So we name about 6 teams.
And I could name more if you need more.
Give me 3 Warriors.
I understand. They had better teams, but Michael Jordan for most of the time at this period, he was number 1. You feel me? In the East, that's just what it is.
Proving
Bro.
how weak
No,
the competition
I
was.
guess what I'm saying. You're proving that he had weaker competition. That's what we're
I'm
saying.
about to say,
He faced weaker competition. That's what we're saying. He faced weaker
Nah.
competition by your standards, by the standards you established and put into the precedence in this conversation. The team that has the better record is the better team. Jordan never beat a team that was better than his team. So that means he didn't face tougher competition. He faced teams that were worse than his team, which means that he faced inferior competition.
Well,
Yeah, you just said
LeBron.
that Jordan had the number one, so there can't be two number ones,
Let me say
nigga.
this. Let me say this. Well, LeBron never led or had and was a better team than Michael Jordan had. What he did with, like, he never led.
Because he played in the expansion era.
What are you talking
96
about?
and
What are you
97
talking about?
expansion era.
The 2013 Heat won 66 games and had one of the longest streaks in NBA history as far as winning games. So yes, LeBron James has had a team like that. Yes, has LeBron James has had has LeBron James had the amount of help Jordan has? No, that's what we keep telling you. Jordan had more help.
He had more help.
He had more help. That's why his teams were able to. Yeah, he had way much more help. Jordan had way much more help. He had more All NBA help. He had more All Defensive help. Yeah, he did.
Bro, he literally had one of the greatest players of all time, Scottie Pippen, in his entire prime. What are you talking
Jordan
about?
had. Listen, how many seasons did Jordan have an All NBA teammate? SFM.
Oh my God.
Answer the question, bro.
That was about who had more help. You know about Scottie Pippen.
I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to wiggle your way out of this, SFM.
No, I just want you to answer me.
Y'all just said this. See, this is what I be saying. Like, some shit be ABCD, but LeBron fans would make this shit as difficult as you can be.
How is it difficult? You can't talk about. You can't. It's all basketball. We're talking basketball.
Hey Johnny, you know why it's ABC to
because you know why?
Because it's a fact.
Because you know why? You tried to bring up that Michael Jordan had better teams, and then went the All NBA argument that you're going to bring up. Most of the consistency basis of the All NBAs is going to come from Scottie Pippen because he was on the team. So that's going to try to make your argument to say, well, Michael Jordan had more help because he had it for this long.
So are you saying
like,
All
come
NBA?
on,
So are you saying having an All
This
NBA
is
teammate is
crazy.
not? So are you saying having an All NBA teammate is not help?
No, it is help. It is
Okay,
help.
so why you get mad?
Because you can't compare it to the spectrum of
I can't
LeBron.
compare.
LeBron has
I can't compare. I can't
has
compare.
had help on a much higher tier than Michael Jordan.
No, he has not.
Really?
No, he has not. Okay, because
No,
again,
he's not.
LeBron James has had 6 NBA seasons out of his 22 NBA seasons with All NBA help. Jordan's had 6 in 15. So how does he had more tremendous help?
He ran away.
Did he get out of here?
No,
Yeah, he
Why they
ran
say
away.
that?
he left on his
Looking at the names, they're looking at the names, and you're gonna hear D Wade, you're gonna hear
Well,
Bosh, you're gonna
all you have to ask him is who's
Kevin
better.
Love.
Bosh never made an All NBA
Yeah.
teammate. He was just All Stars. That's it. Okay, so he was an
The
All
only
Star.
thing you have to ask them is who's better, those Heat teams or the Bulls teams, and they're going to say the Bulls teams. So
Hey, this is what they're not gonna tell you.
gonna
This
say
is what
right
they're not
there.
gonna tell you. Until LeBron James played with Kyrie and Kevin Love, what the hell are they doing with their career? Nothing.
Thank you. He played with
The
a bunch
only
of
person
losers.
LeBron played
They were
with that
losers
ever
without
did
LeBron.
anything before he got there was D Wade. That is it.
And Scottie Pippen actually did more without Michael Jordan than Michael Jordan did without Scottie Pippen. They don't like to hear that.
So every time I hear people talk about this bullshit of LeBron James having more help, the only accomplished player that LeBron James played with that has
Dwayne
done
Wade.
anything before he got there was D Wade.
Yeah,
LeBron literally helped everybody else. Why y'all making it seem like they're just great players? These great players ain't do shit. How many times did Kevin Love go to the playoffs? How many times did Kyrie go to the playoffs? What was Anthony Davis doing before he played with LeBron?
Wait. Do you know Scottie Pippen has more All NBAs than Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving, and Chris Bosh put together?
Yeah, no, I just wanted him to tell me who the fuck that LeBron played with that was as durable and productive as Scottie Pippen was for over 10 years. Nigga, if LeBron had Scottie Pippen for as long as Jordan did, nigga, you think he's only winning 4 championships? You think he's leaving Cleveland? Come on now.
But they like to diminish.
None of these niggas can never. They love to shit on Scottie Pippen, but at the end of the day, none of LeBron's teammates are as durable as Scottie Pippen. None of them are as clutch as Scottie Pippen. None of them have ever fucking even lasted as long as him. It's like, goddamn, like.
And what
this
pisses
nigga's
me
like
off
the
is
worst teammate.
He was like, you're trying to just use that one Scottie Pippen because he didn't let me get to the all defensive teams because Jordan had also more all defensive help.
Yeah.
Jordan had a sixth man of the year. LeBron's never had the sixth man of the year. Jordan's had rebounding champs, steals, titles champs. LeBron never had this.
Can y'all stop with all these facts?
No, it's insane though. It's insane though because niggas, Scottie Pippen bro gets so much disrespect, but I wish LeBron had a Scottie Pippen, nigga.
In the GOAT debate, that's what
it just bothers me because people will just start rattling off players and they don't want to tell, like any other time they want to use context. But for some reason, when we start talking about these great players LeBron played with, they don't want to talk about what they were doing before LeBron got there. They don't want to talk about that. They just want to talk about the aftermath of LeBron being there and them winning.
Hey,
so this bullshit shit just needs to stop. Jordan definitely had the most.
You know what's worse?
You're talking about stars with no playoff experience that LeBron took the championships and won rings with. Stop it.
If Scottie Pippen played with LeBron James, they would instantly praise Scottie Pippen. They'd be like, "Oh, Scottie Pippen, top 20 player ever. Scottie Pippen is the greatest defender ever. Scottie Pippen did all this, all that." But because he played with Michael Jordan, now he becomes a bum. See how they do it?
Yeah, I was understand how Mac Jeff is trying to say Wade is better, but according to his Jordan and Mamba Night logic,
he plays with LeBron James in 2020.
And let's let Ocho.
Wins does Kevin Love have before he plays with LeBron James?
Let's let
Kyrie had.
Let's let Ochi takes in.
Same as me and you.
Ochi takes, what's good, bro? This is a GJK member. He's been very patient. What you got for us today, bro? You hear the conversations we having. What's going on?
Salute, brother.
I was just gonna say, like, it's all good. Like, SFM is on his short bus. He's on his way home. It's all good. Like, he did not. That's
Oh, me, man.
Being very zesty, and he doesn't know basketball. He doesn't even bother to watch. Like, let that nigga watch these '90s games and tell us that's just the greatest. He can't.
You never answered my question.
They can never answer that.
Yeah, like they compare Pippen to like Larry Hughes. They say Boobie Gibson saved LeBron's career. Anyone that plays with LeBron is the best fucking player ever. Everyone that played with Jordan, the coach is trash. Phil Jackson wasn't even that good of a coach. Pippen wasn't as good on defense as Jordan. They just say whatever the fuck fits a narrative, and they just glaze the fuck out of MJ. Like, it's getting old at this point because we've seen this shit.
All NBA player.
Facts. And Mo Williams did not do shit in the playoffs. I don't know B.J. Armstrong in the playoffs.
LeBron has 0 All-NBA players.
18 points per game was the greatest playoff performance ever.
I'll take Cartwright over Ilgauskas, bro. We see how Cartwright gets buckets. I'll take Cartwright over Ilgauskas.
What'd you say?
Who was it? What's the other dude's name? They had the Mike Bibby argument, him being him. And it was, who's the other dude? I can't think of the other dude. Or the Joel Anthony argument, trying to make it seem like he was him.
Yeah. A lot of these niggas, they just like to prop up LeBron's all-stars. They like to prop up LeBron's all-star teammates, not recognizing that LeBron is the reason why these niggas are all-stars to begin with. Like, these motherfuckers wouldn't be no all-star without LeBron on their team. Come on now.
And LeBron has 0 All-NBA players his first 7 years.
What's good? What's good? A sturdy, peace and blessings. We got Sturdy in the building of the GJK member.
Oh shit, it's A30.
What's good, Sturdy?
What's good with y'all? I'm just adding a little 2 cents on the brief skirmish y'all had. I'm trying to get back to the top of the video. Me personally, when I evaluate a team, I evaluate how a team plays, tactics that play that team, not just the awards or the record. Yes, the awards and record matter for individual players on that team, and your record does matter, especially for evaluating a team, because in majority of era you're playing 82 games, so you're playing every team in the NBA multiple times. So your regular season record is an indicator of how good you played against your contemporaries that season. So yeah, that does matter. That definitely does matter in regards to evaluating assessment teammates. But I'm more so lean to Ishmael. Me personally, y'all know me. If I talk about how great a player is, I don't need to mention his teammates. I don't need to mention his opponents. I just talk about how great that player is. Simple. Because at the end of the day, like, punishing players or boosting players for stuff they can't control, to me, it's just aggressive at the end of the day. And that's the thing I like about NBC. I don't think, unlike the Turner's family and some of the ESPN programs from back then, I think they go the main thing. They're going to keep the game. They're going to emphasize the product, and they're going to educate the crowd. That opening game, I love that how NBC did it. They presentations on point. If anybody was watching the game, they did little things like if y'all saw like the scoreboard itself, for every different type of bucket, they had different type of animation for it. So like in between timeouts, they had trivia questions and facts. and while these players are doing different things, like the whole layout was way more cleaner and just overall better. When you're not, it's okay to have different narratives and stuff when the product not going on, but as the product is being displayed, NBC does the best job in terms of displaying that product and emphasizing that product. That's what you should. And me personally, what I like about NBC coverage most down the line, I look forward to the most. I don't think they're not going to entertain the GOAT conversation as much, and they shouldn't, because what the GOAT conversation became, what the GOAT conversation was, it was about people exchanging their information, perspective on great players throughout different eras and how they rank them, to how can I downplay a certain era or raise my guy up while shitting on the other players. And luckily, NBC don't seem that type of they don't seem like that type of network anymore to entertain or make that type of conversation their main attraction. So me personally, I like to wrap it all up. That was the thing I look forward to NBC, and I appreciate NBC already. They're gonna keep it about the product. They're gonna upgrade the presentation, continue to upgrade the presentation. Most importantly, continue to educate the fans on the game, from the history to the fun facts to also, I don't know if y'all noticed this too, Tim Legler also got another show called The Coach's Corner, where they're literally going through different plays and different scenarios and getting the perspective of why a coach makes certain adjustments in lineups. And that's what I love about the NBC so far. They're prioritizing education, and they're prioritizing, most importantly, today.
The Coach's Corner is on NBC? You sure?
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. And I could be on Prime.
I don't think that's NBC. No, I don't think that was NBC. But I know what you're talking about, the Tim Legler Coach's Corner. I don't think it's on NBC, though. I don't think it's on NBC.
No.
But that's a good thing, though.
I'm checking.
No, I'm just saying, I did see that, though. That is actually dope. They did have, but I don't think I saw it from NBC.
So I saw it during
I'm liking
NBC
Prime
game.
a lot better.
I thought it was, my fault. I thought I saw it during the NBC game. They showed a snippet of it. I assumed it was part of NBC sports broadcast. I could be wrong.
No, yeah, I didn't see the part of broadcast. Again, what we were doing the NBC podcast with your buddies, and it was loud and hectic in there. So I couldn't even hear the game and what was going on. I would have loved to hear Reggie's takes and stuff like that, but I do see that, like Lamont posted it, that they had some technical difficulties with Tracy McGrady's mic, and again, I think the down part was we were all waiting to see what Mike was going to say, and he didn't say nothing. So I think that was kind of the down part. But I think NBC is going to do a job, like you said, presenting the league, like you said, as the product as it is. And I already said that Carmelo Anthony, Vince Carter, and Tracy McGrady are not going to hate. They're even going to check Reggie Miller down the line. But I'm a little bit more impressed with what Prime is doing. Prime looks really, really good. They look like they're about to give us some good things too. So it's definitely better than ESPN and TNT for sure. Both of them.
Let's get back to this GOAT debate.
Yeah, that's
man.
a fact.
You heard that, Sturdy. Again, I already told y'all every basketball conversation is the GOAT debate. And to show you that, Sturdy, you can never go to any Jeffy channels talking like this. They will never allow you to talk like this. They'll tell you shut up. They'll tell you shut up.
But like since you like proposed that idea, like I've been to multiple spaces where we had great basketball conversations and we didn't brought up GOAT debate at all. We didn't bring up LeBron or Jordan at all.
You been on Meltdown Sports? You been on Meltdown Sports?
Well, no. When I go on different spaces.
You been on Hungry Man Sports?
No, but when I go on different spaces, they talk about what Wemby's doing. They talk about what Shea is doing. They talk about what Luka's doing. They talk about
them Discord spaces don't count, brother. Them Discord spaces don't count.
I'm not talking about Discord spaces.
I don't know which platforms you're talking about, Sturdy. Name these platforms then. Plug them. Name them.
No, I'm not.
Plug them in.
I don't do free promo.
There you go. How's that free promo? Y'all be some haters, bro.
Hey, Johnny.
We got bots watching. Wait, Sturdy, you don't know we got bots watching us. Sturdy, ain't nobody getting no promo. James Kingdom.
No, I'm saying, hey Johnny. So what I typically do, right? I'm more of a direct person, hey Johnny, as you know. So what I typically do, I send direct information and links to what I'm referring to, either in the backstages or in Discord. That's the point of Discord is for. So your audience can have more in-depth information.
Private. We don't do nothing in private. We have the GOAT debate out in public, like Mac wants. Mac, get back to the GOAT debate. Like we say, all these cowardism, standing behind back walls and channels, man. Talk the GOAT debate, because people out here talk the GOAT debate. Nobody knows these people. You didn't say Dreamers Creepers Pro. You can't go on Dreamers Pro. You can't go on Casino for Life. None of these dudes. None of these dudes are gonna let you come up here and say, hey, we need to stop the GOAT debate. It doesn't matter if you think Jordan's the GOAT or LeBron's the GOAT. We can't compare eras. They don't want to hear that, because the whole point that we have to do all of this is because Michael Jordan's career is not enough.
Oh, I see.
Last thing you let make that go. Like Johnny, as a basketball fan, as an NBA fan, I don't seek out content like Dreamers Pro or whatever. I just look at whoever's talking about the game that's going on right now. That's just me.
Johnny,
I don't know them. There's not nobody out here. That's what we're trying to tell you. There's no one out here doing
hey
it but
Johnny,
GOAT
I
James
think
Kingdom.
what 30's trying to say is that there's a bunch of people that aren't Jordan or LeBron fans at all who talk
We
the
don't know
game
them.
like from a
Show
different
me
level.
where and
I
private
don't, I
Discord.
That's
don't
the
even see
thing.
those
That's the
people.
thing, hey Johnny.
Please
That's the
show it to
thing.
us. It's only here.
It's
Only in
No,
GOAT
but
James
Johnny,
Kingdom.
that's the
they
thing.
hate
I
on
respect.
LeBron.
I
Don't hate
respect your
LeBron.
opinion because you don't know those people. I respect your opinion because you don't know the people. But if you know them,
Listen, I don't. Again, I asked him to plug him channel. He didn't want to plug the channels. And we
Y'all
would
know
like
who
to help
Players
these
Choice
people
or
so
like for
people can see
example,
it.
playback.
Player
Right? We be
Choice is
having
a
good
Zesty
talk
Jeffrey channel.
with
They
real
talk
talk.
basketball and Zesty Jeffrey logic. But
How?
Okay, I'll give you an example.
I
I'll
don't
give you
believe
one
that.
example. Okay,
That's
Hoops
wild.
Hoops Conductor. They did a collab with you and Go Cast Kingdom. Majority of the
There
conversation,
you
yeah, we
go.
deviated. Yeah, we mentioned LeBron, we mentioned Jordan, but majority of the conversation was about the great games that was going on that day. It was fire.
And
It
that's
was
why I
fire.
collab with Casual because of that we need more of that. And Go James Kingdom promotes that. You know we promote that. We don't discredit any era. If anybody knows, we don't.
Parrish was a LeBron
But
fan,
we
ain't
don't cry about the GOAT debate. If you don't like people
Go Cast.
disrespecting
Go
eras,
Cast.
you need to check
Go
the
Cast
people that are
either.
disrespecting eras, and that's the Zesty Jeffries. That's why I say you need to go to the Zesties and tell them stop doing it, like Mac's about to do it now.
Oh, okay. No, I just want to tell B Lee and I'm done. Like B Lee, no, C Dub is actually a Spurs fan. He's not a LeBron or Jordan fan. Go ahead, Mac.
Yeah. So back to this GOAT debate, man. If,
Yeah, Mac Dev always want to go to a go debate.
like, tell me about
That's what
that.
we're here to do. We don't run from it. We don't want to run it. Let's
Yeah,
go.
If
Let's
Mac Dev
go.
don't watch. He don't watch
if
NBA basketball today. Why would he?
yeah, he
if
doesn't.
I don't care if he
if the
does or not.
'90s era is weak, right?
Mm-hmm.
If the
Yeah.
'90s era is garbage, and
Mm-hmm.
Jordan had the best team, the best teammates, the best coach, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he dominated, right?
Mm-hmm.
He beat teams. He beat teams when he didn't have the best record, and he beat teams when he did have the best record.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we just acknowledge that he dominated his era better single handedly as an individual than any other player that
No,
played the
Bill Russell
game?
did. Bill
Because he
Russell did
did
by
it.
that
Because
logic.
he
He won
did it.
11
He's not
rings.
asking you, King Solomon. He's not asking you, King Solomon. When somebody say, "Hey, King Solomon, what do you think?" You answer, "Please, King Solomon, please, bro, please."
All right.
Mac, it is not enough. As great as Michael Jordan was in the '90s, and as much as he dominated the '90s, it is not enough. It's not the most. It's not better than anyone else. It's just not.
As an
No, it's
individual,
not.
it is.
No, it's
So
not.
you're talking about somebody who's considered the greatest scorer of all time.
We're
You're
talking about somebody
talking
who's considered the
about
greatest
He's
defender of
one
all
of them. He's
time.
not the
We're
greatest.
talking
He's
about
one
somebody
of
that's
them.
considered the most dominant player of all time. We're talking about somebody that's been as the most complete player of all time. We're talking about the guy who's been the most complete resume of all time. Okay, the best defensive player of all time, Bill Russell. The most dominant
okay,
player of all time, Wilt Chamberlain.
Shaq.
The most complete player, no, the Wilt Chamberlain. The
Okay,
most dominant player of all time, Wilt Chamberlain. Again,
okay.
the most complete player in NBA history, LeBron James. The guy with the most complete resume in basketball history,
Kobe.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And the greatest winner is Bill Russell.
So again, Jordan's career is not enough. The '90s
So
dominance is not enough. It's not enough.
how as
It's not
hold
enough.
on, as an individual, no other player in NBA history as an individual
Mm-hmm.
not only put up the stats and the numbers to
Mm-hmm.
go along with the dominance of winning. Bill
Yes.
Russell, hold on. Bill Russell won. He
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have the scoring. He doesn't
Mm-hmm.
have the assists,
Mm-hmm.
right? That the
He has the
statistical go.
rebounds. So why you
Hold on.
avoid the rebounds? He has the rebounds. That's a stat,
Because
sir.
the rebounds go to Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt
No, it doesn't.
Chamberlain is the
Not
greatest.
while Bill Russell
Wilt
played. Bill Russell led the
Wilt, Cham-
NBA in
Wilt
rebounds per
Chamberlain
game in the
has
playoffs and
Wilt
in
Chamberlain has
rebounds in the
11
playoffs.
rebound titles. Wilt
I know
Chamberlain
that,
has
and he won
11
majority
rebound
of them when
titles.
Bill Russell wasn't in the league. Remember, he played 4 years,
No,
5
he
years after.
no
Yes,
he
he did. He won a lot of them while he was on the LA Lakers. Because Bill Russell won, what's it called, 4 of them while he was, no, he won 2 of them while Wilt Chamberlain was in the NBA. So Wilt Chamberlain didn't win all of the 11 in the 60s.
Sir, he played 11. He played 15 seasons and won 11
He played
rebound
14
titles.
seasons and he played till 1973. He won a rebounding title 71, 72,
Yeah.
73, all those years. Yeah, he won a lot of them in this. He won a lot of 70s. But
He
again,
won 3 in the 70s. The other 8
but
was in the
Wilt
60s.
Chamberlain has 5. I mean, Bill Russell has 5 rebounding championships.
Wilt got 11, and he's the all-time
Okay,
leader.
that's fine. But when Bill Russell retired, he was the all-time leader in rebounds. It wasn't Wilt Chamberlain. When Jordan retired, he wasn't the all-time leader in scoring. So Jordan's not the greatest scorer.
The statistical dominance goes to Wilt in the 60s. But
No,
the winning,
again,
hold on, but the winning go
again, stop, Mac, stop. You cannot say just because Wilt Chamberlain has statistical dominance that Bill didn't have it. Bill still has statistical dominance. You can't just say because Wilt Chamberlain was better. If you want to say that, that's fine. But it still means that Bill Russell had statistical dominance. He was one of the most dominant rebounders in NBA history. He was the most dominant shot blocker in NBA history. Those things you cannot avoid. Like you guys cannot erase that from history. Like that's the facts. That's
in my top 5.
Again, he has a statistical dominance while winning championships.
Okay.
He won 5 rebounding championships as the league winning championships. He won it. That's the point.
So who had a better statistical dominance in the 60s? Wilt Chamberlain or Bill Russell?
Bill Russell had statistical dominance. We're not talking about Jordan didn't have the most statistical dominance in his era.
Well, who did, Johnny?
Not Jordan. Jordan just had scoring. Jordan's not the most statistical dominant player in his era. He just had scoring. Yeah, and Bill Russell had rebounding. He doesn't want to count the rebounding. He led the league in rebounding when he retired. He was the number one rebounder when he retired.
Hold on, Michael Jordan doesn't have the steals. He's third all time.
He wasn't number one when he retired. Like Bill Russell was number one when he retired in rebounds. So how is he not dominating?
Nobody said Bill Russell didn't dominate. I said.
Yes, you did. You just sat here and said Bill Russell don't have the statistical dominance like Mike. He does.
No, he doesn't.
He does.
You're cutting me off. That's the fact.
He does. Jordan has points. This guy has rebounds. The steals and blocks didn't exist in his era for us to count, but we know he had more steals and blocks than Michael Jordan.
We don't know that. Blocks, yes. Steals, we don't know that. The point is that when we go to statistical dominance, which is everything in every category, Wilt Chamberlain dominated his era. He was number one, looked at as the best. Winning, it was Bill Russell. When you go to Jordan's era, to statistical dominance is Jordan. Scoring,
no, it's not. Jordan does not have the statistical dominance in his era. No, he does not. No, he does not. He doesn't have more. He doesn't have more assist titles and more steals titles than a John Stockton. So John Stockton has more statistical dominance than him. What are you talking about?
Hold on. The titles. Hold on. So we're giving assist titles, but you don't want to recognize scoring titles.
Who said we're not recognizing scoring titles?
Let me finish. Hold on. You guys just went on an hour earlier saying we're gonna
Don't say you guys said that. We just told you that scoring titles does not have a trophy. It doesn't have a trophy.
Correct.
It's not going to be recognized the way you want to recognize it. You talking statistical dominance. We can talk about scoring titles, assist titles against when we're talking statistical dominance. That's a part of it. That's an accolade. So let's talk about the guys who have more statistical dominance than Michael Jordan. And that's obviously we got John Stockton in the category. More statistically dominant than Michael Jordan.
He doesn't have more. He doesn't have the points, the rebounds, and Jordan is.
He has the assists and the steals. Jordan doesn't have the points. Jordan just has the points.
Right there with Jordan is right there.
Jordan has the points. That's all Jordan has. He's more dominant with. That's the whole point. He's dominant. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Jordan is not. Again, y'all love to make it seem like Jordan was statistically dominant and no one else was. Which is proven our era by why his era sucks. Because there's nobody who was good in his era. And that's why you want to hold him for being good in his era for a bunch of guys who you claim can't do nothing.
So no, I didn't claim that. I think the 90s is the best era. Y'all think it's trash. That's y'all. I think it was
you said Bill Russell has no statistical dominance. He does. Now you're comparing Bill Russell to Wilt Chamberlain. That's not the conversation. Bill Russell has winning and statistical dominance. So again, Jordan's career is not enough. Stop using Wilt Chamberlain against Bill Russell.
No,
because Jordan's career is not enough.
Why would I'm using the errors. I'm not going to compare Jordan to somebody who's not in his era. What I'm saying is Jordan, for when he played in his time, he's the only one to have the statistical dominance. And
no, he's not. That's what I'm saying. You're lying. That's what I'm saying. That's a lie, Mac. Until you accept that you're lying here, I'm not going to let you continue on and say Jordan's the only person in his era that had statistical dominance.
So I didn't say that. I said with the winning.
Hey, Mac, I have a question. Hey, Mac,
Bill Russell has the winning and the statistical dominance.
Let me just ask him a real quick question. Who has better stats, LeBron or Jordan?
LeBron.
So you're saying that Michael Jordan was statistically dominant because he won more? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying he was statistically in his era, right?
Uh-huh.
What I'm saying is that when you look at any era, 60s, 70s, 80s, 2010s to now, Michael Jordan's the only one who dominated his era statistically and with the winning. LeBron dominated his era in NBA history statistically. He did not dominate his era with the winning.
Yes, he
Why did he
did.
dominate with the
He
winning?
has the most championships in his era. Who won more
why did
championships
he-
than LeBron
yeah.
James? Nobody.
Why did he dominate
Who won
winning?
more championships in his era than Curry? Who won more than Curry?
Curry don't have more championships than LeBron.
They literally have the same amount.
Curry don't have more championships than LeBron.
LeBron don't got more championships than Curry. So
But he has the most because 4 is the most. So LeBron has the most, and he's been statistically dominant over Curry. Who was more statistically dominant? Who was more statistically dominant? Curry was winning championship, but he wasn't statistically dominant. LeBron is statistically dominant. Just like you're doing with Bill Russell. But now you want to bring your boy Steph Curry into this?
Half the titles either. LeBron
Can I say
led more
something
teams
real
to
quick?
titles.
Bro, Curry's best statistical season, he didn't win. That doesn't work either.
I never said Curry
Hey, Johnny, you mind if I say something real quick?
Exactly. So he's not better than LeBron. So LeBron has the most. He has the dominance in winning and dominance in statistical in his era. That's exactly what you're doing.
That means he's over Jordan.
How is LeBron the most dominant winner in his era?
Because he has the most championships.
He won the most.
He won the most. He won the most championships, the most playoff series, the most playoff wins, the most finals appearances. Yes, he's more winning.
Yeah.
The most winning.
He has more. Hold on.
He has more championships than anybody in his era. What are you talking about? He has 4 championships.
The most games won, the most series won, the most finals MVPs, the most conference titles.
What are you talking about? He has all the statistical dominance and the winning in his era.
Does not hold on. Number one, him and Curry is tied for championships.
That's still the most. It's still the most. It's still the most.
Hold on. Number 2, Curry has the winning record against LeBron.
That's not how you do it.
They're 3-3, Mac. Stop lying. They're 3-3. Stephen Curry has lost in 2 playoff series, plus lost in the play-in, and got knocked out of the playoffs because he lost to LeBron. So that is a postseason victory for LeBron over Stephen Curry. That's 3-3, sir.
You got it.
Of course I got it, nigga. You thought you gonna come up here. You motherfuckers always think you get something, but an exposure's all you fucking get.
You named a playing game.
Mac, you need to just
That makes it worse, Mac. Your boy can't win one game. Go home or lose. Lose or go home. That's it. That he couldn't do that. That counts, nigga. He lost in a play-in, nigga. That counts.
The NBA doesn't count the stats for a play-in, but
Oh my God!
You're gonna count the
The
win.
NBA doesn't count scoring titles, but yeah, you're still gonna count it.
You're not gonna count they don't count the stats in any other play-ins, but you're gonna
Nigga,
count.
shut up, bro.
They don't count scoring titles, nigga. He just told you that. They don't count scoring titles, nigga. They don't count scoring titles, nigga. Or steals time. Of course I got it, nigga. You ain't never got nothing but an exposure.
That's crazy to me.
Of course it's crazy because you stay in Zesty Jeffrey Discord lives with A30 in them and thinking y'all speaking knowledge.
Curry has the same. Hold on. The statistical dominance. Yes, LeBron. I'm not stupid. I give that to him. But to me, LeBron had every single chance to put this GOAT debate to bed. He had every chance.
God.
Bro, I'm not even trying to hear this from you, nigga. You said that Bill Russell didn't have statistical dominance, winning 11 championships, averaging 25 fucking rebounds. Bro, you need to stop. You need to stop, bro.
So
you need to fucking stop.
One boy, who was more statistical dominant in the era of the 60s?
It don't matter who was more, nigga. It don't fucking matter who was more. He was still statistically dominant while winning 11 championships.
He keeps ignoring Jordan wasn't the most statistical dominant player in his era. He keeps ignoring that.
Who was more statistical?
Karl Malone has the most points.
Karl Malone, fucking John Stockton. Bro, there's a lot of players in his era that we can go to statistically because they got players. You guys don't know the history of the NBA.
Karl Malone has the most points in the 90s.
So like this, let me ask you this question. So Curry and LeBron got the same amount of rings, right? So there's got to be a tiebreaker. So LeBron's got more finals appearances. He's got more playoff wins, more regular season wins, more playoff series victories. So that's the tiebreaker. LeBron's the best winner in his era. That's all.
More in-season tournament victories.
Yeah, more in-season tournament victories.
More gold medals in the Olympics.
Yeah, more gold medals.
I'm gonna raise.
So LeBron's a better winner than Steph Curry. LeBron's the best winner for their era.
I understand. I agree with everything that you're saying. This is how I'm looking at it. If you're going to compare the GOAT debate between players that never played against each other, right? But we got to actually see LeBron and Curry play against each other, and Curry has the winning record.
LeBron
Versus
dominated
He
them
does
every
not actually
time.
have a winning record. That's number one.
Hold
And
on, time out.
LeBron dominated them every time.
If you go to the playoff series, regular season totals, however you want to look at it, even if you want to add a playing game,
Yo, Mac Jeff, you're not going to be ready to hear what I'm about to say. No, you're not going to be ready.
Let him finish talking.
I'll let him finish.
Let Mac finish talking.
If you're going to compare errors, right, to players who never played, but then you're not going to accept that LeBron played against Curry, has a losing record. Played against Tim Duncan, has a losing record. Played against Jokic and has a different record. This is a player from the 2000s.
He's 1-1 versus
No. Hey, Johnny, watch what I'm about to do.
Let me finish. He's not 1-1. He's 1-2.
No, we'll let you finish, Mac Jeff.
My bad. You're right. They lost 2 times. You're right.
So LeBron, with his longevity, when he's had to play the number 1 or number 2 greatest player of that era, Tim Duncan, I think is the second best player in the 2000s next to Kobe. He has a losing record. Curry, if you want to put Curry second or third, however y'all want to judge him in the 2010s, he has a losing record versus Steph Curry. Jokic, I think is 1 or 2. Jokic, I think is 1 or 2 in
Let
his
him
career.
finish talking.
LeBron has a losing record. Whenever he has gone up against the number 1 or number 2 best player in the playoffs of that era, he has a losing record. So even if you want to give him, I give him statistical dominance, but I can't give him the winning. That's just my opinion.
So Mac Jeff, let me ask you this question. By that logic that you just said in the GOAT debate, the winning record against another player, that is a separator, right? So if they played in the same era and matched up against each other, right? By that logic, Larry Bird is better than Michael Jordan because he beat him when it went head to head. That's what you said. Isaiah Thomas would be better than Michael Jordan by that same logic because he beat him head to head.
Jordan doesn't have winning dominance in his era neither then.
Losing records against both of them. So, nigga, using that logic is still fucking retarded.
And he's 1-1 versus Shaq and Penny.
Exactly, nigga. So he doesn't have the winning either. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, nigga.
Y'all gonna let me respond? No, I'll just wait until you're done.
No, I'll let you respond.
No, all that you said is still not enough.
Yeah.
Because Bill Russell beat all his rivals. Bill Russell beat all his rivals.
11-2, nigga.
So he's better than Jordan. Mac, you keep explaining why Bill Russell is your GOAT. That's all you keep doing, man. Since you want to talk about the GOAT debate, nigga, the GOAT debate says Russell's your GOAT.
I got a question.
Bill Russell has the GOAT debate. I have him in my top 5.
No, he's your GOAT. Now I said you have a debate with him. He's your GOAT. Whatever you're arguing about who should be the GOAT, it should be Bill Russell by your standards, sir.
No.
I got a question.
Yes, it is, sir. Yes,
go ahead. Go ahead. Answer the question. Good.
Of course, we got a number. I got all the answers for y'all. Always.
Why Jordan is still number 1?
Number 1 in what?
On the all-time list.
On what all-time list?
It just came out, what, a month, 2 months ago?
I knew he was going to say that.
What list is that, sir?
No, I'm just asking a question.
I'm asking you what list are you talking about?
The all-time.
Bleacher Report. Bleacher Report, John.
Again, sir, Bleacher Report does not set who the GOAT is.
What, to you is
Bleacher Report is a survey.
Nobody goes off of Bleacher Report to say that is an established thing.
Yeah, it's a survey.
We all know Long Live Mamba. We all know Long Live Mamba. You don't see Kobe at 11th. We all know that.
Exactly. I was just about to say that, Johnny.
We know you don't see Kobe at 11, so you don't agree with that.
You don't got Kobe at 11.
I'm asking a question.
Thank you.
No. Again, and I answered your question. The 100 list that you're talking about holds no bearings in the GOAT debate because again, Jordan's career isn't enough, and that same list has Kobe 11th that you wouldn't agree with. So you bringing it up really doesn't make sense in our eyes.
All right, and I got another question in Mag defense. He talking about finals. Why y'all moving the goalpost to playoffs?
Because he did not bring that up. He
the
said
finals is the playoffs.
He said head-to-head matchup.
The finals is the playoffs, buddy. I'm sorry to butt your bubbles. I'm sorry to let you know this, but the finals is actually the playoffs.
In your perspective.
No, in real life, it's the playoffs.
In real life.
It's the fourth round of the
Long live
playoffs.
Mamba. Are
final
you saying
round
the
playoff.
finals are separated from the NBA playoffs?
No, look, this is what I'm saying. He's saying LeBron has a losing record against his rivals in the finals. That's what
No, he
he's saying.
didn't.
No,
He
he
didn't
didn't.
because he mentioned Joker. Joker and LeBron never faced each other in the finals.
No, he talking. Look. I'm talking about Tim Duncan.
But he wasn't saying the finals. Yeah, he
Thank
mentioned.
you.
He just said his criteria was them
let me
being the
land my
one or
plane.
two.
Let me land my
criteria is the
plane.
playoffs.
Mamba,
Let me
listen,
land my
Mamba,
plane.
This shit
because
on your
Mamba,
plane, about to land in
Mamba,
the
you wasn't listening. Again, we know you guys have trouble listening. We understand this, so we're gonna speak
What you mean?
slowly to you.
I've been listening for
Okay,
hours
listen.
straight.
So listen to
Apparently
it. What he
not.
used, what
No, you
Mac
don't.
used, what Mac used was the player and the team having a player that was either the best or second best player in the league, such as a Tim Duncan. He even mentioned that he believes Tim Duncan was either the second or best player in the league at those times, and LeBron lost to those guys. He lost to Stephen Curry in the same fashion, Joker in the same fashion. So he talked about the players, not that they lost in the finals.
All right. So y'all was comparing Bill Russell and Will Chamberlain, right? And we
No, we
also
wasn't.
agree.
Mac was doing
No,
that.
he was comparing Bill Russell and
We
Will
weren't doing
Chamberlain.
that.
Oh
He
no,
was doing that.
I'm in his defense. I just can't. That's the first
No,
thing
but
I
don't say
said.
us. You say just say he was. So in his defense, say
No,
we
I'm
are.
saying
We are.
y'all was
Say
having a
we,
conversation
in
about it.
defense, say we are comparing Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. Say that.
All right. So statistically, who was better, Will Chamberlain or Bill Russell?
If you want to go by points, you would say it's
I'm just saying
Wilt
stats.
Chamberlain.
Just who dominated.
Statistically
Will.
wise, Bill Russell was
Statistically
a
is
better
Will.
passer.
All right.
Bill Russell was a better passer, and they were even in rebounds.
No, he
So it depends
wasn't.
on what
Bill
you
Russell
value.
was not a better passer.
Yes, he
Yes, he
was. What
was.
are you
Yes, he
talking
was.
about?
Fuck Will
All right.
Chamberlain.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Who? So we all agree Will was better stats wise, right? But Bill Russell was the winner.
Okay.
Good. He was the winner, though, huh?
Bill
Okay.
Russell was a better
Okay.
defender too.
All
Okay,
right.
okay,
So
yeah. Move on.
Bill
What
Russell
else?
got the most rings in his era, but he didn't dominate statistically when it compared to Will
Bro, he
Chamberlain.
literally dominated.
Again, comparing him to Wilt Chamberlain statistically is not fair. No one statistically is comparable to Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah.
All right. That's my point.
Yeah, but that's
Now
not his fault. He still went.
Jordan
But no,
era.
the question is that was Bill Russell statistically dominant? Yes, that's the answer.
Yeah, he was. No, yeah,
Okay,
he
then
was.
so
I
then he
agree
won.
I
He
agree
won. So that means he won the most championships and won the most championships ever, and just in general, while still being statistically dominant.
All right. Well, why?
That's the end of the conversation right there.
Yeah, that should be the end of the
Why
conversation.
he's
But y'all,
all right? Look. To y'all logic, why he is not the GOAT? Why Bill
we
Russell
should
is not the
no
GOAT?
because we don't go by that logic. That's why we
Thank
asking
you.
Mac. By Mac's logic, why is Bill Russell not your GOAT?
Yeah.
Because by your logic, Bill Russell's the GOAT to you guys.
Yeah.
All
So
right, in Jordan went 2 3-peats, never
Mm-hmm.
lost,
Okay, Bill
and
Russell won 11.
dominated statistically.
No,
Okay,
again, Jordan didn't dominate his era more statistically other than Karl Malone and John Stockton. The same way you can use
Karl
Wilt
Malone, how
Chamberlain,
many?
you can use those guys.
Huh?
They
Hold
scored
on,
more
hold on.
points than Jordan. They had more rebounds than Jordan. They did a lot
Golly,
more than Jordan
bro.
No, hold on.
statistically.
Karl Malone
They were
got how
dominant
many?
statistically, sir.
All right, Karl Malone got how many scoring titles?
He doesn't have
It
the
don't
scoring time, but he
matter.
still has statistics dominance. He still has statistical dominance because he still
We
scored a
talking
lot.
about accolades.
He still scored a lot, and that's why I brought up John Stockton because John Stockton has
All right.
9
Well,
assists
let me ask you
and
this:
2
who
steal
was better,
titles.
Karl
So
Malone? Who was better in the '90s and the '80s? Karl Malone or Michael Jordan?
statistically, we're talking statistically.
Karl
Karl
Malone or
Malone
Michael
was better than
Jordan?
Jordan in the '90s. Karl Malone was better than Jordan statistically.
Karl Malone got what? How many MVPs? One MVP?
You're not
Two.
bringing MVPs has nothing to do with statistics.
Carmelo had 2 MVPs in the 90s, just so you
Yeah,
know.
How
two.
many? Oh wait, if that's the case. How
You
many?
got two
How many
MVPs.
MVPs did Wilt
97.
Chamberlain have?
You
How
got
many MVPs did
97
Wilt
and what?
Chamberlain have? And how many
Four.
MVPs did Bill Russell have?
5.
Bill Russell
Watch how
got
he's gonna
5
bring up first
MVPs.
team.
So there you go.
So he should be better.
Karl Malone got 2
Jordan
MVPs. It's not like Karl Malone doesn't have
Jordan got
MVPs.
11 scoring titles in a row, and he got 5 MVPs.
I know, and John Stockton got 9 assist titles in a row, and he has
So
2
you mean
steal
to tell
titles
me
in a row,
Karl Malone
and he
was
has
better
9
than
seasons
Michael
playing
Jordan?
82 games.
So
An NBA record.
That,
And he got
Y'all
2
love 82
3-peats.
games.
That's a
So
stat. That's a stat that counts. He played 82 games. It's a stat.
And
yeah,
I heard somebody say they don't have trophies for scoring titles.
they
They
don't.
don't.
They don't.
So they don't have a trophy for a scoring title?
They
No,
don't.
they
They
don't.
just
You
said
don't
he
get a
don't,
trophy
man.
for that.
He literally just
It's
did.
not an
No,
NBA
they don't.
accolade.
It's an
Like
honor.
you niggas are obsessed
It's
with
not a
scoring
trophy.
titles, bro.
Yeah.
Not because
Nothing
y'all
worth
seen
nothing,
a
bro.
Melo trophy online from his wife, don't mean the NBA gave it to him.
And
None of
the
you niggas
NBA
even
doesn't
care
even
about scoring titles like that.
the NBA doesn't even list it in their players' bios for awards.
Yeah.
Now to me, this me. When it comes to stats, LeBron, it'll never be. I don't give a fuck if it's 100 years from now. It'll never be another LeBron, stat wise, stats. But
I agree.
when it come to dominating your era, owning your era, we going with Mike. We going with Mike and
LeBron
the
went to
stats.
8 straight
Mike and
finals,
Dom,
my
by
nigga.
your guys'
I
metrics
don't
and
give
what
a
you guys are
look.
trying to apply to Bill
All right,
Russell,
he went.
it's not Mike,
He
man.
went. Nobody counts second place. He got a 4-6
Winning is
record in the
about
finals.
team. You're talking
Bro, so
about
this is what I'm
dominance.
saying. Y'all can't.
Individual dominance. LeBron is the most dominant player in NBA
LeBron
history.
has the most titles in his era.
And
The
why do you
most.
keep doing
He
this?
tied
I
with
mean,
Steph
not even
Curry.
that.
You
LeBron has
can't.
the
You
most
have to
of
compare.
It's still,
everybody.
okay, let me ask you a
You have
question.
to do
Does
his
Tied
Michael
math.
with
Jordan? Oh wait, does
Can
Michael
two
Jordan have?
people
Does
have the
Michael
most?
Jordan?
Can
Wait,
two people
does
have the
Michael
most?
Jordan? Does Michael Jordan have the most all defensive first teams? Yes or no? Mac and Long. Yes or no?
Yes.
He's
He's
tied. How does he
tied.
have the most?
He's
Yeah, he
tied.
tied.
Oh,
He's
so how does he
tied.
have the most? You just say he doesn't have the
He's
most when
tied with
somebody's
the
tied.
most.
Okay, so that means you have the
No, he don't
fucking
have the
most,
most.
right?
No, he don't
So that
have the
means when
most.
you are tied, it
No, he
doesn't
don't
matter.
have the
It's
most.
still the fucking most,
No, he
correct?
don't have the most. No,
Okay,
he
That,
don't
see,
have
look,
the
that,
most.
yeah,
that,
that's
now
why
he don't have
y'all
the
can go
most.
argue with each other.
Now he don't have the
Exactly.
most.
Now he don't have the most.
He's
Exactly.
no,
Now
no,
Jordan don't
no.
have the
He
most all
did.
defensive first teams.
He got five
Thank
people
you,
talking
No,
at
thank
one
you,
I
time.
don't know
I
what
didn't
he's
even hear what
saying.
you.
I don't
I didn't
agree
really
with
hear
that.
what you asked.
Hey,
thank you.
who
But
has
I
the
don't agree with that.
highest points per game average? Who has the highest points per game
It's
average in NBA
Jordan.
history?
It's
No, he
Jordan.
doesn't. He's tied with Will Chamberlain.
What's the tie? What's the number?
So he don't got number one in
30.1.
anything. He's not number one in
30.1.
anything.
So y'all at the
30.1.
decimal? Y'all at the decimal?
Yeah, we
The
sure do,
NBA
because the
has it.
NBA
Okay,
does.
hold on, wait. The official NBA stat, any NBA stat, only goes by the 10th decimal. It does not add the 100th decimal.
All that shit really subjective. I mean, it depends on. I look at
Stats
it
are
as
not
depends on
subjective, sir.
if you.
Stats are numbers.
Yeah.
Numbers are what they are. 30.1 is 30.1. That's
Well,
all
why
it is.
LeBron is not the GOAT?
30.1.
Well, why
LeBron is the
LeBron is
GOAT
not number one?
because we don't use none of the stuff that you're trying to use to make Jordan the GOAT. What we use makes LeBron the
And
GOAT.
I heard you a couple of
That's what I'm saying. There's no
episodes back.
criteria.
You when it when the,
No,
all right when it
that's
comes
your
to the
criteria. Our
look when it
criteria
I
makes
don't
look hold
have
on
a
look
LeBron the
criteria.
GOAT.
when it
I
comes
Your
to
don't
the
have a
criteria
Warriors
don't
criteria.
make Jordan
when
the
it's
GOAT.
I
hold on
don't
look
have a
look
criteria.
Johnny
That's a
when it
fact what I
He
said.
doesn't have a
Wait, hold on,
criteria.
let me get this long mamba stuff because these guys wait days to get this opportunity with me. You gotta let them get this, ladies and gentlemen, please. Go
yeah
ahead,
because
long
look
mamba.
when it favors when it's in your favor the
Mm-hmm.
voters matter the voters matter but
What's
now
that?
all of a sudden the voters don't matter when Jordan's
What's
still number one 30
what's the
years later.
what's the voters that's supposed to matter and the ones that don't matter? Which ones are those? Which are the voters that I count and the voters I don't count? Which are the voters I do count? Let's start there.
Man, episodes ago when somebody had you in a corner and you started talking about voters this, the voters that, the voters do matter. But now I ask the question, why is Jordan still number one from 30 years later? Why is he still number one to consensus? Now the voters don't matter now.
Okay, I ask you again, what voters did I approve voting?
What you mean? When it was when the conversation was in your favor. That's what I'm
What
saying.
conversation was that? What conversation was in my favor? What was that conversation? What was the
Man,
who
you
was
know what
voting
you
on
know what
what? What were they
you
voting on?
you the one was having the conversation.
You the
Just
one
say
who
it,
brought it up.
dude.
I don't.
Just
You
say
just
it.
brought it up. I don't even know what you're talking about.
When
I
you
don't know
was
what you're talking
debating,
about.
when you was debating with Fluent, when you was
About
debating with
what?
Fluent
About what?
about LeBron being your goat.
What voting though? What voting did I approve of? You mean voting for awards?
Yeah, voting, just period, like
Yeah,
voting.
because the
Because he was,
NBA, because the
because he was
NBA. Hold on, wait,
telling
I'm
you,
gonna answer your question. The
because,
NBA gives credentials for the media to vote for their awards. There is no credentials for the NBA all-time list on Bleacher Report put out. It's not an NBA credentialed, validized list
God
like
bless
the
you.
awards are. Excuse me. So I don't
So
count. I don't count
is
polls
that
and
fact right there?
surveys. I don't count polls and surveys, but I do recognize NBA awards and honors that the NBA gives players and coaches and media people credentials to make these votes. So they got NBA media credentials. The NBA gave them the approval to make votes. Bleacher Report does
NBA
not have.
validation.
The NBA did not validate Bleacher Report top 100 list.
That answered your question.
I told you I got all the answers.
I want to see what that's facts at.
What the facts? That
But
the Bleacher Report
you
top 100
disputing
list is
it.
not an official
You
NBA
disputing it. You
top
brought it
100
up.
list?
Why you don't
Oh my
answer
God.
that?
Hey, you
So
know
you
what
got
the worst
That
part
was
is?
look.
you got
That
Kobe
was my
ain't
only
Elijah?
question. Why is
Wow.
Jordan? Why to the
Wow.
world Jordan is the GOAT?
Because
You
Jordan has
guys
more.
have to
That's
use
my only
All
other
right,
question.
people's.
let me answer that question because Jordan has more casual fans than anybody in NBA history.
Oh,
This
all
what
right.
I
That's
this what I
If you
said.
polled everybody on this panel, nigga,
In
only
the
two of
world,
y'all are voting for Jordan.
Isn't it
Yeah.
that's cool.
because like
That's
I
cool.
said, it depends
half
on
the
what you
world
value.
don't even know who Jordan is.
I
Just
can't
so you
get I
know.
can't get mad at you if you like if you think LeBron you're GOAT. All right, whoop the fucking do. That's your GOAT.
I don't think around here. I know LeBron's the goat.
So
Nah,
So I want to ask you.
is an
I want to
assist
ask,
title is an
you
assist
clutch
title a
sports and all
statistical
that.
bro.
dominance?
You don't think
Yes,
Kobe's the 11th best player of
just
all
like a scoring
time?
title is, and a steal titles is. It's statistical dominance.
Oh,
You
okay,
don't. You don't
okay.
think Kobe's the 11th best player of all time? So
Yeah,
why do you
according to
care
I
about
your
think I
logic,
recency?
think
half the
Kobe
people
is
in
the
the
number
world
two
think
player
Kobe's not
best.
top 10, nigga, by your
Okay,
I
logic.
think Kobe
thank
is
you. By your logic,
number
he wouldn't be
two
top
all
10.
time. I think Kobe the number two all time.
That's
Well,
dumb
by
because
Okay,
you
your
care
I
about
logic,
got it
Bleacher
number
according to
two.
Report.
your logic, nigga,
Bleacher
he's
I got
not.
Report
it
said
number
you're
two.
No,
wrong.
Thank you, Bleacher
Bleacher. Okay,
Report.
so let me ask you a
I got
question.
it number
So
two.
no.
wait,
I
wait,
think
wait, wait, hold on, wait, hold on, hold on, wait, hold on, wait.
hold
So
on, hold
wait. So
on.
okay, let me ask you this. Long live
The
mama.
dude to the
Long. Hold on,
real.
wait, no, no, long live mama. Let me ask you this. Why do you force us to accept Jordan being the GOAT because Bleacher
I'm not
Report
forcing
says
y'all.
so?
I asked y'all a
And
Thank
no,
you.
you
question.
asked that question. You asked that question because you basically stated that question in the sense of understanding that why are we the ones bugging or why are we the ones out of the loop since these people made Jordan the GOAT and so we should have Jordan as the GOAT because of it, but you
No,
can't accept them having Kobe outside the top 10.
Thank
no,
you.
no, no. Look. Let me repeat myself. Is to me, it's all subjective. It don't matter who you. Some people Bill Russell they go. Some people Will Chamberlain. Some people Dr. G. It's all subjective.
No, it's not.
Always a
Why
cop
is
out.
if it's not subjective? Well, why the fuck did? Why are you right and they wrong? And Jordan is the goat on their list. Tell
Because
me that.
I use
Who
stats,
is you to be
accolades.
right?
Because
Who is you to be right?
I use stats, accolades, and achievements, which are tangible
Why?
and
All
objective
right. Who the
factors,
fuck
sir.
is you? Who is you over them? I'm going with their word over your
Who's
word.
over who? Who's over
The
who over
Bleacher
who? What?
Report.
Who's
Yeah,
on
that's
Bleacher
what I'm.
Report?
That's
Welcome to Zesty Jeffrey Cemetery, where we have identified, marked, and cataloged all Zesty Jeffreys for their final resting spot. No longer will you hear Zesty Jeffrey logic like 6-0 and the toughest era ever. This is where all of that ends, right here at Zesty Jeffrey Cemetery. Subscribe to the GOAT James Kingdom channel and also check out the GOAT James Kingdom membership.
I mean, he believes the Bleacher Report, but then he don't believe it. I mean, if
So
no,
you
Yeah.
no,
think
no.
they're
No,
correct,
listen,
why
listen,
don't you think
you
they're correct
misunderstand
about
what I'm
Everybody both
Kobe?
sides
saying.
of
let me
the
ask you
That
field,
don't even
man.
make any sense.
let me
No,
ask you this
look,
Thank
question.
you.
you misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm saying it's all subjective. I don't give.
Okay.
Okay. So then
Okay,
why
but
do you care about this so much?
everybody don't have the same goal, but majority of people see Jordan, right?
No,
Facts.
Majority
that's
of
not
people see
true.
Jordan.
The
No.
majority of
No, that's
people
not true.
that
So
you talk to believe
he
it.
just said, Johnny just said, majority of people, casual fans, have Jordan as the
He
goat. That's
said
what Johnny
casual
just said.
fans do, not majority of the people. He said
Thank
casual
you.
fans.
All
Like
right,
dumbasses.
look,
Casual fans don't make up the majority of the NBA fan base, bro.
Thank
all
you.
right, and y'all saying that because LeBron is y'all good, right?
Yeah. I
All right,
mean,
Facts.
so
Thank you.
so of course y'all go see this and that. It's all subjective, but I'm saying how he gonna say they wrong and they get paid to do it, do the
that's the point.
research
Why
and
would
all
you
that.
say we're wrong? Why would you say we're wrong
I'm
then?
not saying y'all wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong.
Then
I'm
what are you
saying
even talking about?
you have
Exactly.
a
What are
free
you talking
will.
about?
You have your opinion.
You
That's
have
what.
your opinion. You have a free will to think who the fucking goat is.
So then why
So
you
why
But
come here then?
so why
what you
you
guys are saying about this is what we're saying. You guys can have your opinion on the GOAT debate. The facts that you're saying why LeBron is the GOAT does not make him better than at least 3 or 4 players that y'all have him over. It
That's
How
a
is that
doesn't.
lie.
true? How is that true when all the
Number
things
That's a
that we
lie.
number
name
one,
are things that LeBron James
hold
are unique at
on.
in
Number
NBA history? All the shit that we say that makes LeBron James the GOAT, nobody else has done. Not
All
Kobe,
right.
not Jordan, not Bill Russell, not Will Chamberlain, not Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Nigga, so at the end of the
I
day,
look at
it
it
doesn't
as
matter what you're
what's your
talking about.
value.
You niggas try to use subjective criteria to put
number
Michael
one.
Jordan over everybody else, but you discard the fact that he's not as elite as everybody else at these other categories. You niggas only want to prop up one category for Jordan and ignore everything else. That's
not
crazy
steals.
work.
So,
You niggas try to combine
one more.
scoring titles with all his other accolades as if that's somehow going to give him a boost and make him more unique than everybody else in NBA
One
history.
boy. When I said nobody in no era had more statistical dominance to go along with the winning, right?
It's good.
So if we agree scoring titles,
It's
steals
good.
titles, rebound titles, all these are statistic dominance.
No,
If the
I
man
ain't never
has
seen his
10, if the
attention.
man has 10 scoring titles with 3 steals titles, that's 13 individual statistical dominance categories. 13.
Not about a house.
If John Stockton had
Not about a
9 assist
house.
titles
It's still
with
not
2
enough.
steals titles,
I'm
hold on, hold on,
coming.
hold on.
It's
But
still
No,
not
no,
enough.
okay. Now name somebody else who has more.
Bill
That
Russell. This
hold
nigga
on.
Bill
won
Russell does
11
not
Man,
have
your mind
championships
made up,
statistical
man.
while
Your
dominance,
mind made
but he
averaging
up.
has 4.
25 rebounds per game. It doesn't matter if he won a rebound title or not. He's still
Why?
averaging 25 rebounds a game. That's statistical dominance. I don't know what the fuck you don't understand about that. You don't need
Them
to win a scoring title, an assist title, or a rebound title to have statistical dominance. Nigga, I can average 30 points per game and win an NBA championship, but if a motherfucker averaged 32 points per game, does that all of a sudden mean I'm not dominant?
All right,
never
before
What
I
are you
leave, I got
talking
another
about,
never
bro?
said
question.
that.
Hey,
We're
before I leave,
talking
I got
about
another
errors.
That
question.
sounds good. Look how stupid your logic sounds, nigga.
All right,
But
one
Hey,
at a time. One at a time.
hey,
One
but
at a
one boy,
time.
before I leave, I got another question.
All right,
Bill Russell doesn't have more
one at
statistical
a time.
dominance in his era.
It
So,
don't matter, nigga. He still won 11 championships, averaging 25 rebounds. It don't matter if he don't have 11 rebound titles, nigga. He still did that. That's statistical dominance.
I never said he didn't have statistical dominance.
That's
What I
more.
am
Nigga,
saying,
you said
what
who
I'm
has
saying,
more than Jordan, and I'm saying
what
Bill
no
Russell has
he
more. He has more.
one boy. If Bill
okay.
Russell hold on, let me finish. If Bill Russell
All
had
right, yeah,
four
yeah. One at a time. Go ahead, Matt. One at a time. Go, Matt.
if Bill Russell has 4 rebounding titles, right? That's
Somebody
his
has
statistical.
an
That's his
echo.
statistical dominance. It's
Yeah,
not
who
better
got
than
that
what
echo?
Wilt has with 7 scoring titles
It
and
doesn't
assist titles.
matter. It
Let me
doesn't
finish.
matter.
Let me.
Let
Okay, it
him
doesn't
finish,
matter.
New World.
It doesn't
Just let him
matter.
finish. Just let him finish. Just let him finish. Let him get it out.
What
Just
I'm
so he
saying.
can get it out.
What I'm saying is this: if we're talking about statistical dominance and we're looking at the categories, points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks, and all that, right? If we're
Hmm.
sitting here saying that Wilt has 7 scoring titles, 11 rebounds titles, and an assist title, nobody else has more statistical dominance in his era, but he doesn't have the rings to go with it more than Russell. When you look at Jordan in his era and when he played,
Okay.
nobody else has the statistical dominance, which he has the 10 scoring titles and 3 steals titles, which is 13. Nobody has more statistical dominance than that in his era, but he also has the rings to go with it. LeBron has the stats, but he doesn't have the rings to go with
Okay,
it.
all right, all right. Okay, that's the
That
issue that you're talking about. Your issue is that you're trying to say Michael Jordan, with his points and steals, make him more dominant than everyone of all time because he got 6 titles. That's the issue that we're running up against. We're saying that Michael Jordan is not a greatest. He doesn't steal the ball more than someone who played in his era. Just like you're trying to say, Will was better than Russell in certain eras. So you have to take steals off the table because, like you said with Bill Russell, he wasn't the greatest in certain areas. So you're just talking about scoring, and that's what we're talking about. You're just talking about scoring and his 6 titles. Am I correct?
to go along with the 3 steals titles as well.
Okay, okay. Like we said, you're saying that Bill Russell's his other stats do not count if Wilt Chamberlain had more than him. So those
Didn't
steals
count.
titles, by your logic, cannot count because he
It's
had
John
less
Stockton.
steals than John Stockton.
Hold on. I never said it didn't count. This is what I'm saying.
Okay,
This
okay,
is what
go.
I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. If we're talking about statistical dominance,
Hmm.
if I'm number one, right, and
Hmm.
if I'm Will Chamberlain and I'm number one, and Bill Russell's number two behind me with rebounds, I'm not saying Bill Russell doesn't have statistical dominance. I'm saying he wasn't the best in his era. Will Chamberlain was. Now, if we're talking about winning, Bill Russell was the best in his
You see
era.
what I'm talking about, bro? With these fucking subjective ass criteria that they use to
How is that
elevate this
subjective? No, we're
motherfucker, bro.
talking
All
numbers.
you
No,
niggas
no,
have is
no.
scoring,
We're
bro.
talking numbers.
That's
No,
all
no,
you
no.
niggas have. That's a subjective ass fucking criteria.
Can you understand, Mac, can you understand, Mac? We understand
Man, I
everything you
understand what
said, so
Mac's
we
saying
don't want to let you
100%.
repeat yourself. Do you understand that we can easily say Karl Malone and John Stockton were more statistically dominant than Michael Jordan? Can you understand that?
That's not true.
That's
They
not
all,
true.
yes, they
It's
were. The
not.
stats say they were. Karl Malone
So John
averaged
Stockton,
25 and 10 throughout the 90s, bro. That's a
John Stockton didn't even
double-double
have an
throughout
MVP.
the 90s. What are you talking about? Jordan wasn't averaging a double-double throughout the 90s.
No, look. All right,
Okay.
look at Johnny. Look, before I go, look. This what I want to see. Look, before I go, all right. Bill dominated. Nobody eating Bill era. All right, fuck it. Y'all want to get to Bill over Wilt stats and winning? All right, cool. Nobody dominated in Bill era. No, look.
That's not our argument. That's y'all
No,
argument.
no,
That's what
no.
y'all argue
I'm
your
not.
own
Look,
argument for us.
no.
You
Look,
guys argue
you don't
against
even
your
know what I'm
own
about to
argument
say.
for us.
You don't even know what I'm about to say. Just
Yeah,
chill.
because you just already started with a lie.
Just go. We
Look.
already know that's not our argument, but go.
No, look. I understand what y'all saying, 100%. No, look. This is what I'm about to say. Look. All right. Bill dominated the '60s. Right? Nobody eating his era. Jordan dominated the '90s. Nobody eating his on his watch. Nobody has a better record than him in the finals. All right. Fast forward to LeBron. A lot of people eat LeBron record. What is LeBron record in the finals? That's what Mac is
Bro,
trying to
stop
say.
doing that dumbass shit. Making the finals 10
Damn, you
times
see
is an
what I'm
Just
saying?
accomplishment.
let
See how
him
y'all get
talk. Just let
emotional?
him talk.
Look. See how y'all
Let
get
him talk.
emotional?
Let him talk.
He's 4-6.
See how
Why
y'all
would
get
you ask
emotional?
us a question we all know? You just say he's four and
Y'all niggas
six in
get
the
emotional
finals.
behind LeBron.
Go.
Is
Just
that
finish it.
subjective? All right, is that subjective that he have a four
No,
and
that's a
six?
fact. He's
No.
4-6
All
in the
right, so
finals. That's a
why is
fact.
niggas getting emotional?
Because it's subjective to say it's bad. It's not bad.
Thank you.
Who said it's bad? Is it as
That's
bad as
it.
a fucking
Bro,
losing
you
record
just
in the
brought it
finals?
up.
It's not. That's why it's
Oh my
subjective. It's
God.
not bad.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
let him.
Damn, boy, you can't even say nothing
If he
behind
thinks
these
it's
fucking
bad,
brown
let him say it's
sexuals.
bad.
Y'all
Go
some
finish.
brown.
Nigga, you can't
Go
even
finish.
accept that Jordan's
Go
not the most
finish.
statistical dominant player in his fucking era.
Y'all
Jordan is
call
not the
me,
most
y'all can call
statistical
me a
dominant
nice
player in
possessive
his
woman.
era,
Y'all some
nigga.
fucking
Don't get
brown
mad at me
sexuals.
because of that shit, nigga. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Go to fucking the pull-out podcast with that bullshit. Again, Jordan is not the most statistical dominant player in his era.
Karl Malone has the most points in the 90s.
Okay, Matt. Who has the most steals in the 80s? Is it Jordan?
No.
No.
Who has the most steals in the 90s? Is it Jordan?
No.
No.
Okay, that is what we're saying. If you're saying he's more statistically dominant because of his steals and his points, we can say that he doesn't have the most steals. But if Jordan is second in steals, would you say that's still statistically dominant?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay,
What,
Curry. I mean, Matt, you say that. So
what I'm
second means he's
no.
still dominant, right? Or
What
he
I'm
has to be
saying
first.
no. But I'm exactly.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm exactly what I'm saying. This is you guys are going to totals. I'm going to statistical dominance. If you have there's
What's the
titles.
difference?
There's titles
Oh
that
my fuck!
because
It's
there's
not even
titles.
statistical dominance. It's fucking
Let me
scoring.
hold on, wait.
Just let
Let
him
me ask.
talk.
Hold on, wait.
Please,
Before we go to this, because he
please
only
let
want
him
to count.
talk.
He only want to count. First of all, he wants to count the fake steal titles that Michael Jordan have. Let's just start there. Though he got fake steals. Let's just start there, right? Let's just go with that. But let's leave it alone. Ishmael, when Stephen Curry got the free throws, when he got the free throw award, was it for the percentage or was it for the amount of free throws made? Are you there, Ishmael? Because you know what I'm just looking at here right now, ladies and gentlemen? Karl Malone has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 free throw titles where he made the most free throws in the NBA. He also has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 free throw shot titles made. So I guess that doesn't count. I would think free throws made is an accomplishment, having the most free throws made in a
Oh, it's
season.
I
not.
mean, if they want to count fucking turnovers as who's leading turnovers, why not count the nigga who's leading free
So that
throws?
doesn't count. Brandon leading the league in free throws made is not. It's not a
Not.
statistical.
I don't
Because
think
they count. They
none
count
of it
free throw.
is.
They count free
It
throw
should be.
percentage.
And Johnny,
They
Karl
got,
Malone has the most points in the 90s.
no,
He
I
has the
know that.
most.
I know that. That's not the question. We're trying to figure out. What we're trying to figure out the statistical dominance that Matt can't see here. That's why I'm just trying to figure it out because again, Karl Malone and John Stockton are definitely the most highly statistical players. That's why they're in the top 20 without even having any championships because of their statistical dominance.
Stockton was
Well,
drafted
well,
in
well,
84.
what he's saying is just because Michael Jordan led in steals more times, but I don't know what era he's talking about. If he's talking about the '90s, Michael Jordan didn't lead the steals in steals more times in the '90s. So that's the confusing part. You're just saying he has 3 steal titles, but you're not knowing that those came when he wasn't winning. 2 of them came when he didn't win a title.
So
And
I'm
in
saying it's just
1980 and in
ignorantly combining
1988, if
categories.
Michael Jordan and if Michael Jordan doesn't have fake steals in 1988, John Stockton wins it that year.
So just like we're saying, you're just talking about points. You're just talking about points.
So he
He's
didn't
only
lead.
talking
Hold
about
on,
average.
he didn't lead the league in steals in '93.
That's 1 year.
Okay,
I
John
just said
so
it's
Stock,
just
John
one
Stockton
year.
has one. John Stockton has one in the '90s as well.
Like we saying, Mookie Blaylock
But
has
I'm
2
not.
of them in the
But I'm
'90s.
not gonna. But I'm not taking away John Stockton. See, this is what I'm saying. They were
Mhm.
drafted in the same draft class. They're in the same draft class. I am not
Yeah.
taking away John Stockton's steal title in '89. Like I'm not doing that,
No, I
bro.
know that, but he's
I'm
still
not.
more
I'm not gonna
statistically
take.
dominant than
I'm not gonna.
Jordan in
I'm.
his
But
in the
I'm
same
not gonna
eras.
take.
If
I'm
you
not
count the
taking away
80s and the
LeBron.
90s, John Stockton is more statistically dominant than Jordan. The only thing Jordan is the better
He
scorer
has
than
more
him.
I'm not.
steals.
But I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not taking away LeBron's MVP in '09. I'm not taking away his finals appearances in '07. Like I'm
No,
not taking.
but Jordan
We're talking
got
about.
fake
It's not.
steals.
You guys are talking about
Jordan
error
got
like
fake
oh
steals.
You guys are talking about error like oh he's a '90s player so only count 90 to 99. No, it's like when you played like errors do cross and that's the great thing about LeBron is he crossed 3 different eras: the 2000s, 2010s,
Okay, but
and the
that's the whole
20s.
thing. But Mac,
So
yeah,
I'm
the fact
giving
that
him the
Jordan
statistical
wasn't
dominance.
the
But
fact
people
that
Go
need to
ahead.
Jordan couldn't dominate the '80s, which was a stronger era than
I
the
mean,
'90s, already
all
proves
we're
a point.
saying that someone has more steals than Jordan.
LeBron
That's
couldn't
all we're
dominate the
saying.
2000s or the 2020s.
All we're
He
saying is
did
someone
dominate
has
the
more
2000s.
steals
What
than
are you
Jordan.
talking about?
Okay.
He literally dominated the 2000s.
All right. I don't like okay. I think LeBron if you want to put LeBron top 5 in the 2000s cool. I think Jordan's top 5 in the 80s. I mean, there's no
That
big difference. They didn't win.
okay.
But the
Okay,
fact
the
the fact
difference
that the
was
man hold on, the fact that the man got an MVP and a defensive player of the year and the steal
okay.
titles, scoring titles, what we
LeBron
doing?
got more accolades in the 2000s than Jordan got in the '80s, so that doesn't work.
He played longer.
What? He played one more year.
Again, the
he
point
play
is
one
that
more year.
Who
I
got
think
more?
what you feel,
Wait.
I think what you
What
feel.
accolade? No, he doesn't. He doesn't have more accolades in the 2000s than Jordan in the 80s.
They have this. Oh, yeah, yes, he does. First of all, he got more MVPs. He got more. He got
No, we don't. It's tied
He
1-1. Go
he
ahead.
got more. He got
No.
the same amount of first team All NBAs. Okay, Jordan got the defensive player of the year, but LeBron also got all defensive teams. LeBron led the league in scoring, and LeBron made the
Jordan.
finals.
Okay. So statistical. So again, MVPs is tied 1-1. '09 to '88. Steals titles is not. You don't have that. The
LeBron
scoring
has 2
titles.
MVPs in the
LeBron
2000s,
No,
has
he
bro.
two
don't. He
MVPs
don't.
in
No,
the
he don't. You
2000s.
can't count
It's
2010. 2010 is a 2010s MVP. Go ahead,
so
Mac.
it's a
Oh, okay.
one-off. It's a one-off
Oh,
with
okay.
MVPs. Steals titles goes to Jordan. Scoring titles goes to Jordan. Defensive player of the year. Now they're tied in all NBA first teams. You said they're
I
tied in
can't
all
count
NBA first
scoring
teams.
Yeah, they're
titles, man.
tied.
Okay, and then
Uh,
defensive teams. What is it? I think Jordan only has 88 and 89, right? While LeBron's got what?
Yeah, he has 88 and
LeBron
89.
has one, so he has more than LeBron.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Oh, he
who
does.
who
So
was
okay.
more dominant in their two? Is it
Jordan has
LeBron 2000?
longevity. Jordan has longevity.
Yeah.
LeBron one more
LeBron
playoff
played
game.
one. Hold
LeBron
on.
won more.
So LeBron. Hold
Jordan
on.
played one more
LeBron
year.
played more
Jordan
year.
played one more year in the
Jo-
in the 80s.
Yeah, Jordan got longevity.
No,
Jordan
Yeah.
no,
has
he
longevity.
didn't. LeBron was drafted '03. Jordan was drafted '84. So
Oh
LeBron's
yeah,
got more
Johnny. Yeah,
years.
Yeah,
LeBron's got
Jordan
more
three.
years
Oh,
in the
that's true. LeBron
2000s,
does
but
have more
Yeah,
years
that's
than
true.
yeah.
but
That's true.
Jordan's got the more accolades in the 80s than LeBron in the 2000s. I'm
But
not even trying
LeBron
to bring
missed
up
the
that point.
playoffs his first 2
Let me
years, and
answer.
Jordan was in the
But that's
playoffs.
not
Peter. Let
but
me
that's
answer
not
Peter
accolades.
Backjuice. Let me answer Peter Backjuice. He said, "I'm glad Ajani's watching Jordan games with Zesty Jeffries. Don't like that and seeing a slashing high flyer shoot 50% attempts from jump shots. No, he's not shooting 50% from the jump shot, sir. You guys are wrong on that. I still haven't seen this 50% mid-range shooting in these series. We're 8 games in. Jordan shooting 42% from mid-range, sir. That's just good. And mind you, the games we got of Jordan, he's shooting like 60% overall in the game. So we got nothing but good shooting Jordan games, and he's still shooting just good, just above average from mid range.
And he's still getting most of his buckets in the paint.
If we scale it to his normal average, he would probably be below 40% from mid range for sure, which you guys would consider horrible mid range shooting. So yes, sir, the film is definitely on our side, like Long Live said. So, but again, Mac, you didn't prove enough to say why Jordan's the GOAT, because Jordan's career is not enough. You're doing all this little window dressing, putting the dress on the pig. It's still a pig. It stinks. It likes to eat filth. And you should disassociate yourself with the Zesty Jeffries and come along the side of basketball fans who knows basketball. If you're going to try to find a way to make Jordan the GOAT, the only way you can do that is by saying, I just want to make him my GOAT, and that's it. There's no basketball terminology or actual talk that can make Michael Jordan the GOAT of basketball.
No, you didn't. You didn't do. I mean, you keep harping on the steals things for some reason, and you talking about he won the most. I mean, it just say you want to focus more on the playoffs. That's fine. Let's just focus more on the playoffs. If the regular season, Michael Jordan just let him. He didn't even lead any decade in points to just say he just dominated everyone, but he was great in scoring. He was great in scoring. We understand that. So
that's all these niggas really got is just to try to combine the scoring and elevate this nigga over everybody. Just like I said, if you're talking about statistical dominance, I ain't gonna tell me a nigga's not statistically dominant just because he didn't lead the league in scoring. That's basically what you're telling me.
yeah, he's
we're
more
just saying who's
statistically
number
dominant.
one. That's all. We're
Yeah,
not
who's
saying
number
nobody's
one?
not.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jordan's not number one.
I mean,
Jordan's not number one. So
Still not even number
LeBron's
one.
the number
Exactly.
one. Like
He has
we
the
don't
most
even have to do
accolades.
errors for LeBron because he has all time. That's the issue.
Yeah.
You have to stick to errors for Michael Jordan. We don't have to do that.
Because it's not enough. It's not enough.
Yeah, we
It's not
bring it
enough.
all.
But hold on. But all time is points per game, regular season and playoffs.
Okay, well, LeBron got the most
It's still not enough.
points,
It's
regular season,
not
and
LeBron
playoffs.
scored
enough. I don't
50,000
care.
points.
It's not enough.
But that's
It's not
LeBron had
enough.
going
50,000
all
points.
time. Jordan still has that the all time. He's got the first team
It's not
defensive
enough.
teams all
It's
time.
not enough. It's not
He's
enough.
got
Okay, he does not
points per.
have as many all defensive teams as some other guys.
It's not enough.
We're just saying first teams. That's
It's
number
not
one.
enough.
LeBron has the most all
What you
first
got?
team
What
all
next you got?
NBAs.
It's not enough.
Scoring
It's
titles.
not
Number one
enough.
all time.
Notice how you
Scoring titles,
ignored what
not
New World
enough.
said. New
not
World
enough.
just said
What
first team
did
all
New World
NBAs.
say?
You ignored it. He said first team
LeBron
all
has
NBAs. LeBron got the most.
first team all NBAs. The
Yes,
most.
that's the most.
That's a fact.
That's the
That's
most.
a fact.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
And the
so
most
that
all
matters.
stars.
What is more important? All defensive first team or all NBA for first team? Which one's more important
Yeah.
All NBA.
for a basketball player?
Thank you.
All
There you
NBA.
go. There you
There
go.
you go.
And
But
LeBron got
if I
the most. It's not
LeBron
about
has
having
the
just
record.
more than Jordan. He has the most all time, nigga.
Jordan does have the most Bill Russell trophies. That's for a fact. That's
Yep, the most Bill Russell trophies.
so
I got the second most Bill Russell trophies.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
And the greatest Bill Russell trophy in
this era
2016.
of dominance. Yeah, this era of dominance is kind of weird because LeBron dominated statistically and winning wise more than anyone in his era, way more than Jordan. So that's the most confusing part.
It's very
Jordan has
confusing.
2 more
Very
titles.
confusing.
That's about all.
Very confusing.
Other than that, LeBron dominated. He has the
Matter
most
of fact,
titles, most rounds MVPs, the most
Jordan
assists,
ain't win.
steals, rebounds,
Jordan didn't
everything.
win more.
Playoffs.
Jordan didn't win more in his era than his own teammate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, since LeBron's coming to the playoffs, ain't nobody has scored more points than him, has averaged more assists than him, has done more rebounds than
Damn,
him.
Mac.
Nothing.
Now you done fucked up, Mac. Because now when somebody tell
Block,
me Jordan
steals,
was the most
nothing.
dominant winner in his era, I'm gonna say no, he wasn't. Scottie Pippen was.
who has all the six? Who's got 6 Finals MVPs?
That doesn't mean you the greatest winner. Sponsors don't
Yeah.
make you the greatest winner. How did you get that
Never.
from?
I never
I mean,
said that.
How did that
Role players
associate?
win Finals MVP all the time.
The original final MVP went to the
but
losing player.
you don't
if you're
believe
saying
that
who's
the
the
Finals
most
MVP make you a
win.
greater player, though. You don't believe that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I never
You don't believe the Finals MVP
I never
make you a better
said that.
player.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I just
I
said
mean,
who.
I'm just saying you
I
like don't
just
believe that,
asked a
so it's
question.
fine.
I just asked a
I'm just saying
question.
you don't
You
We
believe
just
it,
know
so it's
said
Jordan
fine.
got
you
It
just
doesn't
6
said
Bill
matter.
Jordan.
Russell
That's all.
trophies. We know
Yeah, Mac,
Jordan got 6 Bill Russell trophies.
So if
Mac
Scotty
we
Jeff
still
speak
thinks
got
about
6 championships. He still got more playoff wins as a Chicago Bull. He still has more playoff series wins as the Chicago Bulls. Not to mention he has more wins than Jordan in general. He's just a better winner than
and
Jordan.
guess
So
what? And
Jordan
guess
was not
what?
even
I
the
mean,
greatest winner
so
in
yeah,
his
Mac Jeff,
era. His
Mac Jeff
teammate won
lied.
more than
yes,
he did.
Mac
that's
Jeff,
not
And
you
true.
also
lied
have more
because you don't care
statistical
about finals
dominance.
MVP.
Yo, I can't
Bro.
wait to
Why?
use
yeah,
this on
like
TikTok.
Bro, you
you
said
don't
Oh,
Kobe
believe
John,
top
it.
can you
five.
imagine when I tell them this on TikTok, John?
You
And I
said
tell them,
Kobe's
yo,
top
Jordan doesn't
five.
have the most wins in his era. He don't.
Hey,
He
Mac
got
Jeff,
more wins than Scottie
Kobe,
Pippen. What are
Kobe
you
can't
talking
be
about?
top five by your logic
What y'all
because he
talking
doesn't have
about?
he
Hey,
doesn't
Jordan
have
doesn't
the
have more
finals
wins than his
MVP.
teammate. He don't even have
this
more
is
wins than his teammate.
He
Yeah,
doesn't have as many
so
finals
Jordan doesn't
MVP.
have so Jordan doesn't have the statistical dominance in his era, nor does he have the
Okay.
winning dominance in his
yes,
era,
he
and they
does.
want to use that
Statistical
against Bill
dominance is
Hey,
Russell.
the
Mac Jeff.
statistical dominance is the scoring titles in the titles.
It's not
You
No,
more
have
than
to.
John
no, it's
Yes,
not.
Stockton,
you
Hey,
this
have to.
That's
nigga.
not
Yes,
a
it
thing.
is.
That's
John
That's
not a
not
Stockton
better
has
thing.
than John
11.
That's not a
Stockton,
thing.
Jordan has
nigga.
That's not a
13.
thing.
Y'all don't
Mac
No,
know the
Jeff.
no,
That's not a
Jordan
thing.
got 10. Jordan
Mac,
got 11 as well because Jordan doesn't have 2 steal titles. Jordan 2 steal
from
titles
now
are fake
on,
steals.
Okay, you can say that.
I'm
You can
not.
say
from
that.
now
I
on,
You
am going
won't
to say
say
that. I'm going to say that, and I'm going to
exactly.
point you
You
to the
have to
film
say
to
that.
show
You
you that
have
they're
to say
true.
that. You have to
hey,
say
Of
Mac
that.
course, I
Jeff,
have to
from
say
now
because it's
on,
true. I have to remind you. The same
Jordan
way you
got
don't want to
13
count Bill Russell
statistical
steals and
titles.
blocks. The same way you don't want to
Never
count Bill
never
Russell
said
steals and
that.
blocks. I don't want to count Michael Jordan steals and blocks in the
hey,
80s
Mac
I
because
Jeff.
they're
can't. I can't.
fake.
I
Hey, Mac
statistically
Jeff,
can't.
from now
Go
on,
ahead.
They're
Kobe cannot
fake.
be
Go ahead,
top
bro.
five. Kobe cannot be top five because Shaq, Tim Duncan,
Why not?
Magic,
The
LeBron,
Bill
and Michael Jordan have
Russell
more finals than
Trophy.
Pete.
All
They
right,
got more
first of
finals than
all,
Pete and
we're
Kobe.
gonna end today's show,
And
ladies
they
and
play in
gentlemen,
the
because we gotta
same
get
era.
ready for 4 o'clock games. Brandon's gonna watch his
Nobody won more than
His
Kobe.
KC Chiefs play.
Up there.
Say
But again, we
KFC.
appreciate you, Mac, making a good
Casey.
effort, man. It really is fun with you guys having the sparring partner. Keep our skills, keep us sharp, for all the zesty Jeffries that come through, because you guys do try a lot. And again, ladies and
You
gentlemen,
try
this is
hard.
yeah, this is
For
pause.
sure.
This is all we do here in Goat James Kingdom. Like we told y'all, we are the Clutch Sports
That's a
Hitmen.
pause.
Listen, now that we are such assassins at the GOAT debate, Brandon, that they put out a hit on us now. We got contracts on our heads, Brandon. They come out here looking for us.
Right.
They got bounties on us for the stuff that we be doing out here. And that's all because all we do is go on places like TikTok and expose Zesty Jeffries on TikTok. Right? They can't accept it. They get upset. And on Friday nights, all I do is expose everything because that's what the exposer does. So we expose everybody on a Friday night on 9 p.m. Eastern. Then what we do is just to stay faced with all the basketball fans and sports fans, we have collaborations with Real Takes Over Fake Debates, which is SB Talk Sports channel and his show that he does every live Monday evenings at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think it's 7 p.m. Eastern. So shout out to Sean and SB. Y'all make sure to follow them. That'll be tomorrow night's show. Then on Wednesday nights, we have Alan Powell's show, who talks the game of baseball, basketball, football, and do all of that. That's what we do best here in Goat James Kingdom, because here in Goat James Kingdom, we are real basketball fans. This is where basketball lives forever. If you want to support what Brandon and I do, just become a GOAT James Kingdom member. All you got to do is hit that join tab. You'll see the different perks. Brandon, do you know that now they charge $6.99 for GOAT James Kingdom membership? It was $4.99 and went up to $6.99. YouTube did that on their own.
No, I didn't know that.
Exactly. We didn't change it. We have not changed it since we started our membership. It was $4.99, but they moved it up to $6.99. So again, support us by becoming a GOAT James Kingdom member. There's the Knights of GJK, which gives you access to exclusive content and material, like the exclusive TikTok lives we be posting, all the little special posts and stuff that go in there. You get access to emojis, different stuff, member shout outs, show shout outs, all of that goes as the Knights of GJK. The Castle of Knights is a little bit better. You get a custom GJK t-shirt. We also show you how to make graphs and memes, or just make graphs and memes for you. You just got to tell us what you want us to make, and we'll put it together for you, send it to you. That way you can just expose Zesty Jeffries on other platforms. But if you really want to support us as the ultimate GOAT James Kingdom member, it's the King's Guard. As a King's Guard, you get the link to Sunday's show every Sunday before the show starts. That way you can be a part of the panel. You also get access to a GJK hat and poster. Plus, we actually make reels and videos for you. When we say reels and videos, that means anything under 3 minutes long. So that's what we do for our GOAT James Kingdom members. This is what we love to do, is talk basketball. Also, all GOAT James Kingdom members have access to the GOAT James Kingdom members watch party, which is basically the GOAT James Kingdom lobby, where we're going to to watch the Knicks versus the Heat tonight. If you guys want to sit here and watch me and my wife go crazy over a Knicks and a Miami Heat game, this is where it's going to be at. The game will be physically shown so you can actually see the game. It won't be a recording. It won't be a live stream. It'll be a private conversation with GOAT James Kingdom member. So look out for that link about 5:45 p.m. Eastern. The game is going to start at 6, so the lobby will open at 6 as well. We're going to have that. And like I keep telling y'all, man, we are GOAT James Kingdom. We are the best place to watch basketball, to talk basketball. There's no place like us. All you guys can do is hate on us. But at the end of the day, you have officially been exposed by the exposer. You have gotten all the right analogy and analysis from Brandon. And obviously with our GOAT James Kingdom members like John and the rest of you gentlemen, it's been a blessing. Shout out to Juan Boy for getting his GJK flowers, well deserved. And again, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a wonderful time talking to y'all. Peace and blessings. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
If you're a basketball fan and you're tired of basketball shows that talk about fake narratives and using non-basketball terms like killer instinct, playoff translation, gravity, come to GOAT James Kingdom.
Yeah. What did I miss? Y'all ain't impressed. Bron just cooked the league and barely broke a sweat. First champ ever. Yeah, he made the mark. 38 years old, still breaking hearts. Dropped 30 flat in the title bout. Sin City Lights, he was balling out. First ever MP of the in-season show. And y'all treat it like a preseason flow. New format, same king, same throne. Still making history in a different zone. Y'all skip the stream or blink too quick. He added another crown, go update your list. If Steph had won it, y'all throw a parade. If MJ was there, it'd be gold framed. But Bron did it, and silence hit. So let me ask again, what did I miss? What did I miss? Another golden feat. Bron led the charge with finesse and heat. 39 years with the game in hand. Still ran the world like he ran the land. Gold medal vibes in that Paris sand. Still the alpha, no load to share. Olympic MVP, no debate, no doubt. He locked the globe like he locked the South. The vets stepped back, the kids fell short, but Bron showed them all how to lead a court. 3 eras deep, still running the script. Took Team USA on another trip. No farewell tour, just gold and smoke. Still got the crown while the young ones choke. Y'all treat it like news that barely hit, but this ain't small time. What did I miss? Yeah. What did I miss? What did I miss? All NBA at 40, still top 6. What did I miss? Now he 40 in prime. Made all NBA like it's not a sign. Top 6 in the league, no fall in sight. Still taking young kings out every night. 22 years and he's still elite. Still breaking ankles. Still fast on his feet, you call it age, we call it rain. This man breaking every rule in the game, while y'all hype rookies with 20 a game. Bron outscoring stars with half the fame. Efficiency high, IQ on blast. Still leading runs and still built to last. He ain't just playing, he's still the key, still better than dudes in they MVP peak. Y'all numb to greatness or scared to admit this ain't supposed to happen. What did I miss?